welcome back to another episode of Dragons Not Included. I will be your dungeon master tonight, Kyle. Before we get into our characters and where we last left off, I will remind you, last week we did a Last of Us one-shot. You should definitely come check it out. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, we had a few technical difficulties, but we persevered, and it was great.
Perseverance.
Right? When don't we have technical difficulties?
Yes, but hopefully this time, the camera's looking good. The audio should be sounding crisp. I've said it probably 10 times before this, but I'm saying it for the 11th. 1-1. We fixed it, hopefully. And if we didn't,
well, we'll fix it next week.
Number 12's on the way.
Exactly. We could be called technical difficulties included.
Yes, that's what we should be called, exactly. Wow, but before we get into all of that, apparently. I believe our friend Zach here has an announcement he would like to make.
Oh, yes. So next week, Jacob has decided to not be here once again. And I want everyone here to experience the hellscape that I'm about to put them through, literally. So next week, we will be doing a one-shot of what? Not entirely sure. This information came to me today, so I haven't had a lot of time to brainstorm. So next week, mystery one-shot.
It's going to be Beach episode part 2.
Source?
Unless Kyle wants to give like one of those YouTube page updates.
I might, if you'd like me to.
Yeah, look out for an update on the channel.
Definitely.
But yeah, that's my announcement.
All right. So, without anything else, any other announcements, we're going to go into our little intro video. So we'll be back in about 1 minute.
Fire! Oh my god! You want me to put the power inside of the generator?
Boo! Hello, my name is Malachi.
What? I just used my only single one.
Why is there a phallic shape in the middle? Oh, it's Naya.
I suppose I shall rage.
And Kyle, I will be your dungeon master tonight. Hello, we are back. All right.
Just commenting on Zach's hat.
Yeah,
the video, not right now. But
okay.
So true.
Yeah.
Mansell's got a hat.
It's because I'm balding.
Same.
We love our hats here.
But also they're
I'm
comfy
also
this time.
always wearing a hat.
Normally I am too. Not this time though.
This is like a real Spartacus moment. Everyone's like, I'm wearing a hat because I'm balding.
It's because
70 degrees out.
Surprise! It was a toupee. But jumping into this session, I will. Oh wait, the D6. I almost forget every time.
The D6.
I did it last time. So
you did. So Corey is.
That's too damn bad.
I feel like if we go to my well, it's not about last week.
Who will be
about
giving us a brief recap? It'll be 1, 2, 3,
4,
5.
Wait, I'm safe though.
You're safe.
Yeah.
We're gonna count you still, but
right,
if it landed on you, it just. So it's you, Veronica. So you have to try to recap the last session for us. You mean Harambe Jr.?
True. Rest in peace, Harambe.
Rest in peace, Harambe.
No.
Oh, you see that block? Oh, you see that block? Oh, I got the box.
You have to give up now.
Have you seen that video of the guy that he
That was a sneak attack.
Extra 3d6 of damage.
Yeah, actually.
There's the video of the one guy who puts his finger in his wife's ear or something, and then he just blocks all of it.
I seen that video. Alright, are you ready to recap?
Last time. So we're in Dinosaur Land, Dinotopia. That's not right. And
Dinotopia.
We ended up in the city like we wanted to. It is called something, and we go to the beach. Let's go to the beach. Beach.
Let's go get away.
Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj. Edmay does not get in because she doesn't partake in that. Everyone else does except for Sigurd?
Yeah, I don't think I went swimming. Oh, no, I did go. Wait. Eventually, we all kind of technically.
And then we went to the tavern.
Okay.
And then.
Mm-hmm.
And then I fell asleep.
And then.
And then.
And then.
You got this.
No, and then.
And then. We drank.
Yep.
At the tavern.
As one does.
Oh yeah.
And then we went to our hotel.
Nope.
Skipped
quite.
a few steps.
We went to the inn.
1, 2, skip a few 1,000.
Yeah.
What inn?
All right.
I need help.
Underwater.
Oh!
Phone a friend, bro. Phone a friend.
Bro! Okay.
Underwater.
Right. What's your name? Oren?
Oh my.
John?
Phone a friend about phoning
I
a
think I
friend.
have dementia. Anyways,
On Cernaro, bro.
so Oren wasn't with us for any of that because he went into the water and he was at an underwater bar. But then we were like, we should go see him. So we go to the underwater bar, all of us. We cost some money. It's a whole thing. Someone was drowned.
Yeah, we almost got eaten by a leviathan or something.
Yeah.
And then we
Fuck
ended
that
up
stuff.
down
Fuck
there
it off.
and we said, this place is fancy.
It
You
tried
got
to eat
saved,
us.
if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's,
Yeah,
we were
whatever.
getting ready to fight.
that's all I remember.
All right. You, good job.
I don't think you.
5 out of
really-
10.
I don't-
Like,
Yeah.
the only big thing I remember is that the fucking Tabaxi Sky Patrol officer named Varen, and I just put in parentheses Major Tight Ass.
Yeah, you got a bit of a tight ass.
I remember the name Major Tight Ass, but not
Yeah,
bad.
not too much happened last session. It was very a leisure
Beach episode.
session, beach episode. Exactly.
Go
Everyone
to the
bought their
beach,
little
beach.
bathing suits and stuff. But I'll give you my recap.
Oh yeah, we did
Maybe
go
it has
shopping.
A bit more detail. Where we last left off, the party, having collected 3 of the 12 Dragonborn parents they set out to save, they ventured further into the strange new land called Terradonia.
Oh.
They traveled across the desert and to the outskirts of the city-state known as Sol Ren. They made their way to the nearby oasis
Right,
and discovered
Sol
a
Ren.
large tourist area, a beach covered with beachgoers and bars. Oren immediately took to the water and dived deep, where he discovered a tourist group traveling to an underwater village called Merlin's Basement. The party embraced this opportunity for leisure and spent most of the day drinking and exploring this area.
Yeah.
When the day came to an end, they followed a caravan of large, long-necked dinosaurs into the city limits,
Right.
where they were forced to get an ID and subjected to a security check upon entering the city.
Right.
The city is, by all means, beautiful. With the sun spire being at the center of the city, the sun is unbearably strong here, so most of the walkways and alleys are shaded by large, colorful tapestries and banners that provide shade, making the city extremely colorful as the sun bleeds through these tapestries. The party found their way to one of the finer places in the city to rest. They rented rooms and went to sleep. Where we pick up, the party all wakes from their slumber in a very well-decorated and spacious room to their own. The rooms smell of lavender and are of luxury. None of you have experienced this before. The bed.
Yeah, true.
You've never experienced a bed this soft before.
I have royalty.
Not
Do
that
you
you remember. So, what do you guys do?
I go back to sleep for 6 years, and I never wake up.
I remember specifically I was in the balcony room, so I get
Yes.
up and I go out on the balcony,
All right.
butt ass naked.
No, we share a room.
Oh my goodness.
As if Sigurd hasn't seen Oren's cheeks before.
No,
Yeah, oh,
not
Does
yeah.
his
Orin have
cheeks.
cheeks? He
No,
just has
Oren
shell.
Oren has
Yeah,
a
he's
cloaca.
got that big old shell.
No, not the cloaca.
So you go out there on your balcony, and you're kind of like, the city isn't so much on a hill leading up to the spire, but it's almost like this building was built to be tall, and kind of almost like all the buildings as you get closer to the spire, they get taller and taller. Not necessarily the base is taller, but just the buildings are taller. And so this one is fairly tall, and you're kind of up quite a few floors. And so you have this beautiful view of the city in front of you, and like all the tapestries and banners that like cover the walkways. It almost looks like a giant blanket or like quilt of just various colors and patterns, and it looks very beautiful.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed dive off.
Yeah, but you can see like the few main streets that don't have these tapestries and banners, and you can see the necks of large dinosaurs walking down these streets, where the heads just clearly are taller than any of the buildings.
Damn.
Yeah.
Can I see the temple district from here?
So you kind of look in that direction. A lot of the buildings here, while they are very different looking, they're kind of made of like a clay, and they have that kind of very desert style to them. So you kind of look, and you're looking for buildings that look any different. Could you make a perception check for me?
Yes, I
What
can.
was the name of the city we were in again?
Soul Ram.
Soul Ren.
Soul.
Like a soul and Kylo Ren had a child.
Sorry, let me pull
Is
up
it
my-
soul as in sun though? SOL.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm unprepared
Just
right
checking.
now. Sorry. Files. Take me to my files. And take me
What
to
are the rest of you doing while he searches his
my
files?
documents. Or in the eighth level.
Well, I didn't sleep.
Sure. Yeah, true.
I'm still asleep. I slept like a rock. Okay.
You guys are welcome to
That.
sleep in.
Ah.
If there's any morning to sleep in, you feel like this is the morning.
I want to.
16.
16?
Yes.
Okay. So you're looking around the cityscape, and you do see some buildings kind of to the left side of your balcony, way out there, that look a bit bigger, wider, more cathedral-esque, like they hold a lot of people. And you're kind of like, you can barely see the streets because a lot of these buildings are pretty tall. And you can see what looks like maybe a crowd of people dressed in white and black, kind of walking amongst this area, more so than the other areas, which you recognize as the followers of the Twin Pillars. They typically wear these
Right.
colorations.
The monkeys.
Yeah, as a symbol of their belief and worship of whichever ape they follow.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you recognize that would probably be the religious sector over there.
Do I'm trying to recall. Did I think Torin was the one. Did he
Yes.
describe that temple at all?
He didn't really describe the temple at all. He just said like in that sector where there were like temples and stuff like that, there was an abandoned building.
Abandoned,
and he
okay. That's what I was
recognized
looking
the
for.
symbols on you. He also seen inside that building.
Okay. So, do I see an abandoned looking like? I would assume there's nothing like run down or.
There's
like,
nothing on the surface like run down.
Okay.
Like everything's kind of kept looking relatively nice.
Okay. Cool. Well.
And it's out there quite a bit. Like
Okay.
you are by no means right next door to this area.
Well.
You're just able to see over the
Yeah.
city because of where you're at.
Well, I'll take in the scenery for a little bit, and then
There's a really like nice breeze that runs through, and it's like that dry heat.
Mhm.
The redness of the sun has gone, and it is just a full bore. It feels really good on you because you sunbathe as a amphibian and stuff like that, so it feels
True.
pretty nice.
Reptile.
But like a normal person, yeah, reptile.
Over the hedge.
skunk.
I can't.
Possum.
Every time I hear a reptile, I have to do it.
Raccoon.
What are the rest of you doing?
That movie always makes me hungry.
I'll get up and I'll study the dinosaur encyclopedia for the morning.
All right, just make an
So-
intelligence check for me.
That
I definitely
I don't
will.
have
You do
to
it.
go through it
I
every
want to
time.
explore the building while everyone eats and studies.
Oh no shit!
That one.
I
Nat
can-
20
Natural
on
20.
the first roll.
He
Good
did do it.
job.
You remember everything.
Make a
You
we'll say
become
an
omniscient
investigation
for
check
3
since you're just
seconds.
kind of like searching.
What the
this
fuck?
place.
You're
Yeah, that's a nat
snooping.
20, right? I had you. So you got
So with your natural 20, you feel like you're at the point almost where you'd be able to look at a dinosaur and maybe even just know it looking at it.
That's
Like you're
fun.
getting pretty talented at like recognizing these things.
That's
And,
absolutely.
like you're
that's
kind of
what
getting
I'm
like the
talking
phylums down and like the the different subspecies of them and why maybe they correlate with other ones, and you're kind of getting a real idea of the evolution at play.
I definitely walk into the room from the balcony. I'm like, nerd.
I'm gonna throw.
But
like, a
that
piece
will
of
take
paper.
a sizable amount
Wait.
of your morning.
When he comes in and says nerd, I'm gonna rip a piece of paper out of a notebook and fucking make a paper airplane and throw it at his ass.
For sure.
I'm aiming for the cheeks.
All right,
if his
make
cheeks
an
are out,
dexterity check.
There's no
Intelligence
cheese.
check.
then I'm going
making
for
the
inside the
airplane.
shell. I'm going.
Oh, it's so annoying to get out, bro. Why would you do that to
What
me?
is it? Dex check?
Yeah.
You're gonna have like when you get something stuck in a cast.
19.
10, 12. 12.
12?
Yeah.
What is that?
It's 10.
Your AC is
Plus
definitely
2.
higher than 12.
Yes.
So you make this paper airplane and you throw it, and unfortunately you just didn't quite make it right, and it just kind of goes, it goes like straight up into the air.
Ah,
It just catches some
I
kind of
hate
weird.
when that happens.
The physics are unimaginable.
Yeah. But what did you roll for your search?
5.
5? Yeah. You don't really find anything too unique. You kind of search the various floors, and it is very much a luxury hotel space. The hallways are all very similar, kind of copy and pasted. Most of the rooms have numbers on them locked. You know, there's nothing really happening.
There's no, like,
you may have seen like
lobby?
a few like there's a lobby, yeah.
Is it cool?
Yeah, so you explore the lobby and there's a bunch of like couches around, and the place has like a very golden filigree around. There's like a desk with a few people standing behind it. You see a tabaxi kind of watching you as you walk through the lobby space.
I don't like that. Is that tight ass?
It could be a tight ass. I don't know. You'd have to check.
Is that the tight ass?
It's not the captain. No.
Not Captain Tida.
They seem to be working here.
Major.
They're just
Oh.
kind of like the front desk,
No.
the
Oh, so
reception.
this is private tight ass.
But there's like a dining room where you see that there's a 24/7 like kitchen. And as the morning comes, it starts filling up in there. It's pretty empty throughout most of the night. I don't know how long you're down there for. And then in the back, there is like a nice pool with a kind of mist fountain that pushes mist across the place.
That's helpful. And it's still nighttime, you said?
Yep. But keep in mind, the nighttime here is like, it doesn't actually turn night. The sun just turns like a shade of red. It becomes very like red light outside.
Oh, I thought we went to sleep.
Yeah, I
You
thought
guys
this was-
did go to
Yeah,
sleep.
she did.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm just
right,
letting you
right,
know,
okay,
like,
yeah. I forgot.
nighttime isn't really
Yeah, I
nighttime.
forgot.
You guys sleep during as if it is nighttime.
Bagor.
I
But
forgot.
Bagor.
Bagor,
Can I roll to
okay.
sleep in?
you could sure
I go
D4
back.
for hours of extra sleep.
Oh, I was gonna roll it. I was gonna roll like a.
Do you
con.
think
That's
we'd get
fine.
in trouble?
Okay, well, I
if
rolled
we
a
stole
7.
the pillows from.
I'll
the
let you sleep in.
beds.
Well,
I want to
Probably.
see what. Wait, my con's really good. It's
What
probably
if we
a
never
dirty
come
20.
back here though?
It's a dirty 20.
to this specific
Wow.
hotel.
That's crazy.
Well, you just
You
have to
definitely
get out of
successfully sleep in as
town,
much as
sleep
you
in
want.
Out of
Motel,
the hotel before they
motel,
check out.
holiday.
I'm gonna sleep until somebody.
Well, I
wakes
guess
me
if,
up.
I guess if
So
we
you're
put it
just
in
zonked.
the
I'm
bag,
What is-
Right.
the
Just
bag
got the
that
drink.
holds
So-
things.
They'll never know.
Dartha normally sits down and meditates. Tonight
Yeah,
she
bad
is gonna
idea.
sleep. She sees
Full
that
sleep.
bed and she sees that this is her time to sleep. So she's gonna sleep for 4 hours.
And
She's
I just-
warm, dedicated.
I don't think everyone got individual rooms, did we?
No.
No.
No, I
Because they
think
were
we all
expensive.
get
So who was
individual
all bunked with
beds?
who?
I know I'm with
Uh,
Sigurd. Are you with us?
I don't.
It was the Dragonborn.
I'll say you
or
get
no?
individual beds.
Okay.
Like you would get like they
I
have some rooms with more beds in it.
Then I would.
Queens.
For
I would.
families and stuff. Yeah.
I would assume that it's guys and gals.
Okay, guys and gals. Okay. So 2 rooms.
All right,
Just
well-
making sure.
Why, you afraid we're gonna procreate?
Well, the Dragonborn are all in
No,
one
just
room.
making sure.
No.
I wanna come back like from the balcony. I
You
come
wanna
in,
come back?
and after calling Sigurd a nerd and he misses his airplane, I
I'm
was
still asleep.
Yeah.
I was thinking I was gonna go down to the temple district
Are you sleeping
this
in too?
morning.
Oh, okay.
No, I have
If
not.
you do, you
No,
want
it's
to
not.
come?
Yes.
You get up. Does Edmund come
I'm a
back
little
in the morning?
interested
Yeah, come back
in
I
pretty-
want to see
these apes.
like what is
Okay.
well. Does
Maybe
Edmund come
there.
back in the middle of the night?
Right.
Actually,
I come
'cause
back in the middle of the night.
Okay.
I just sit there and stare at you.
I'm there for 4 hours, or I'm sleeping for 4 hours. I wake up. Are you actually staring at me?
Yeah.
Probably. I jump a little bit at least. I'm like, this is the last time that I actually sleep. I want to check out like the facilities because I remember being in the hotel and like there were like bathrooms attached and all this new swanky plumbing.
Mm-hmm.
There's someone
I
down
wanna
there with a
see-
tight ass.
Whoa. Well, I want to check it all out. I would love
Can I
to
see?
take a long shower.
No.
As soon as I see the shower, I want
Just-
the shower.
For
Don't
sure.
be.
But I'm also
So
gonna
they
steal all
don't
the
have
soaps.
really good plumbing, like because they're not like at that stage of like technology yet.
Mhm.
So like you look at the toilet and it's not necessarily like a complete like toilet. It's more or less like a bucket with a seal, so you
Oh.
can
Oh,
trap
hell
the
yeah.
smell in there, and then like a janitor will come by later and like
Jenka
Take the-
bucket.
Oh, it's just like an upgraded chamber pot.
yeah.
Whatever. Okay.
And then but there is like a shower in the building that you can go to, like a community shower that they
Oh
have.
hell yeah!
But women, men, like they have
There's
a
no
separated.
tub here.
Maybe in the shower room.
There's no soap.
Hey,
in
they
here,
got a
though?
pool. It's
No.
good enough.
I mean, there's soap for like there's probably another little pail of water to wash your hands with some soap and stuff there.
soap and stuff.
Okay. Well.
So
This is,
stuff.
this is why
Sounds like
back
a
then
store.
you had one hand for pooping and
is.
one hand for eating.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. Everyone wants to romanticize like the Renaissance period and everything.
But
what,
then you
what
get
about
down
the
to
shared
details.
sponge in
Hygiene.
the bathroom?
Think about the hygiene.
Shared
Yeah, the
sponge in
hygiene
the
was awful.
bathroom. throwing shit into the street from the second floor because you don't got plumbing.
Or like the Roman bathhouses actually being like the nastiest place ever. Not clean. Definitely not clean.
No. My
So
mother could never.
I get up and I definitely
Alright.
do my morning routine.
All right, your
I do.
Tai Chi.
Yes, I do. And then I'm gonna go find something to eat, I think.
All right, so you do your Tai Chi and you head down to the breakfast area.
Yeah, go get your shit together.
Do you go with her, Edme, or are you just staying in the room?
I'll stay in the room. I got
Okay.
a plot.
All right, so you go down there,
Yeah, I'm leaving you to that.
and
You
it's
wake me up this
actually a
morning.
pretty crowded dining space.
Mhm.
But you do manage to find a whole table to yourself, and then they have like a counter with various different food options, such as eggs, and you see like they have some very large eggs that they're cooking up in the back. They have various cuts of like bacon, sausage, the works.
Ooh.
So, even arguably, they might have hash browns.
Do I
browns
see
of
some
hash?
LeBron?
money exchange, or is this a complimentary?
You do see like there seems to be like some kind of guard posted towards the front of this dining area, and he asks your name when you come, and I assume you give it to him.
He ask your name.
Well, it's my name
When
on
you
my
come.
ID.
Yeah, so he will ask you for your name and ID, and the name that's
Wrong
on the
time to
room,
ask
and you
that.
see he has like a paper in front of him
Mark.
for people,
Martha Del Rook.
and you tell him that. All right,
Yeah, that's it.
enjoy your food, and
Thanks.
it's complimentary.
Oh, sweet. Okay, great.
But they don't want just anyone coming.
I heard
I
it's all how
understand,
much we
guessed,
but-
paid.
Oh yeah, it's just like checking.
It's part of the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually I don't know. I try to wake up. Oh my God,
Malachite.
Malachite. That's right. I try to wake up Malachite. I'm like, hey.
Roll to wake me up.
I would also say the Zalara is sleeping in the room with the girls, and then the other two Dragonborn are in the room with you guys. They may have just taken the floor
Oh,
or a
okay,
couch
so
or
she's
something.
in here
Fair
while
enough.
I'm plotting.
15.
Just
unless
letting you guys know.
How are you gonna wake me up?
Shake him violently.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's snoring.
I like shake you a little bit.
Wait,
Sounds like an earthquake.
has he been snoring the entire time while I was
Yes.
studying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go put a pillow over his head.
That's
Malachite.
hell.
And while you're trying to wake him up, I'm just gonna walk over with a pillow. I'm just gonna go on your head.
That's absolute hell.
Are you gonna just
Strength check.
Well, no, you
like
can
lay
be at
it
15,
over him,
but do
or are
it
you gonna
straight.
like?
Oh, with strength,
Just
that's
enough
like a
to make him stop
22.
snoring.
Yeah, okay.
So I'll stop his breathing for like 3 seconds.
I think he's
Malachite.
gonna wake up then.
That'll be good. And then here comes a pillow.
You can
on your
never
face.
stop someone from snoring. They'll just start it back up in like 2 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
Hey,
I think you roll them on their side or something, or put something in their
It's
nose.
all about their neck
like a
posture.
bug.
hey,
It's the neck
Yeah,
posture.
but-
Yeah.
It definitely is.
we're gonna go to the temple district. Do you want to come?
Shut the hell up.
Do you want breakfast?
Yeah, no, we can do that.
Breakfast wakes them up.
All right, I get them ready.
All right.
I talk to the Dragonborn. I'm like, we're going for breakfast. You want
Oh,
breakfast?
we'll come with. We're starving.
Epic.
They
What did
get
Liz
ready,
show you?
and
Hmm?
the 5 of you head down.
Yep.
I
Do
don't
you go
want-
down for breakfast?
The dresses. Like that. The styles.
Corey.
Huh? Yeah, I go down.
Sigurd goes down for breakfast. All right, so the 5 of you all
Secret
go
goes
down,
Ooh.
there, and you see Dartha at a table.
Ooh.
probably- Only like 4 seats. She's taking one of them,
Hey,
and she's just
Dartha.
eating her meal.
I don't know.
Oh.
Are there any
I
single
hear-
spots?
I hear the word complimentary, and I don't see any money.
So you take a sizable.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I am
This is like
She's
a
got a few
buffet.
plates in front of her.
I am
A
protein
whole
maxing
plate of
right
like
now.
each thing.
Protein max.
But you guys get to the dining area, and the guy asks your ID. I assume none of you do anything crazy. So he checks you guys in, and you go in. And you also get your meals. There would be some single spots, maybe, kind of like there's a window on the back wall that overviews the pool, and they have like a bar against that window with like stool seats.
I'll sit there.
All right, so you go and sit
Oh,
there and eat your
well,
breakfast.
they probably don't make the
You don't-
stools for me.
I
You don't wanna
suddenly
sit at
have
the
a
table
rumbly
with
in my
me?
tummy.
I'll sit. They probably don't make any
Sigurd
seating
doesn't.
for me.
Your character still doesn't like me. So.
I'll sit
I
next
do
to
need
Dartha.
There are
to-
some chairs that
um,
are like almost like benches, like small benches.
Do need to
that you
have
can
a
sit
chat
on.
with you eventually.
Okay. Yeah, I'll sit on one of those if they're available.
Yeah, they've got a few of those
I
with
think
like a
things are a
cushion.
little better at least.
But
I load up them plates.
you load up them plates.
Alright.
You all load up them plates, and you start scarfing down. It's pretty good. It's
Dude.
definitely not Oren's cooking.
That's right.
You know, you've tasted
Oh.
far better from Oren, but
It's mid.
certainly a
I get
passable.
one plate and that's it.
It's not bad.
But it's
It's
not
good.
orange.
It's
I don't
not
want it.
Oren. Yeah, he's kind of like he's giving you guys like this almost like mom's cooking nostalgia effect.
Yeah,
Where, like
been
all of
working
the
with him,
food
too.
is just mid compared to Orin's because that's just what you're used to is Orin's cooking.
That's it.
Mid-pack.
All right, I
get full.
finish eating and I'm
You
like,
guys
I don't
finish
even know
eating.
why I ate
always
all
getting
that.
full, bro.
I don't know why I ate all that. I got shit to do. I once again raise the question. So do you want to go to the temple with me?
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. Whenever you're ready to go, I think I'm good to go.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm ready.
Okay.
I go over to Dartha. We're gonna go to the temple district. Do you want to come or no? You don't have to.
Not particularly, but I did want to ask, while you're in the temple district, Sigurd, if you remember correctly, there was a book on the tank that I read and then shared with you, and I'm wondering if I may look at the dinosaur book.
Oh yeah. Here, I basically finished. Wait, let me do my. Yeah, I basically finished it, so it's all yours.
Oh,
Here
thank
go.
you. Yes.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff there. These things are weird. I don't know. I never heard of these things before, but man, they're kind of scary. Some of them.
And I go over to Malachite again. Did you want to come to the temple or are you gonna go back to sleep?
Oh, there's probably
Oh,
like
okay.
notes in the book where I wrote about like specific things to like remember. So you
Okay,
might see
well,
like just like
would that
silly
give me an
notes.
advantage? 'Cause I'm dumb.
I guess I'd be up to Kyle. Up to our DM.
Remember.
No.
But
This 5th of November.
I'd probably be writing like small little
Gunpowder,
notes
treason,
in-
and blood.
about them.
So you hand the book over to Dartha.
Mhm.
Okay, so you have this large, thick book
Yeah.
full of dinosaurs.
I want to at least start reading through it.
And you wanted me to look for a book in the temple, right? Was that what you wanted? Or
No.
Also,
okay.
with
No,
your
she just
natural
wanted-
20,
Oh.
Yeah.
there is a section talking about like new discoveries. Like they just recently opened up the idea of like dinosaurs from almost like the Underdark, like a subterranean environment that these dinosaurs were finding fossilized versions of them, and they were far bigger and more magically potent than the ones that dwelled the surface during this time and era. But they said like we haven't like it's kind of noting like this is a possibility. We're just now coming across this stuff, but they didn't go much further into it past that. But with your natural 20, you do notice that little subtitle.
I put a big exclamation mark.
Oh, and you
red
see,
on that page.
is this where it could be from? Question mark at the end.
I put a big exclamation mark on that page as it's important in red, just so I like. All right, I don't know. It's
In
not gonna
red.
come back.
For show.
For show.
For show.
For show.
shizzle.
So you guys eat your breakfast. You pass on the book.
Mm-hmm.
What are you guys doing now?
I'm still in my room.
You are.
temple.
You three are heading to the temples.
Did you
I'm
wanna
gonna go
to the
back to
temple?
the room
Yeah, I was kind
Okay.
of
and
hoping
see.
someone would come get me.
Well, I thought you came.
I'm gonna
down
go
with us
back to the room and get you
Yeah, that's very polite of you.
because you're in.
I
my
was
room.
told
Um,
not to knock on a woman's door if I not.
Zalara, as you're walking towards
So-
the
Who
room
taught you
with
that?
Edme, Zalara's kind of like, I hate to be a
You're
bother,
right.
but I feel
My-
like this is an important thing to remind you guys. We never went and got the iguanodons. They're
Uh-oh.
probably still at that lot.
Oh, we gotta go get those, don't we?
What?
I think so. I don't know. We never grabbed them after.
What?
After the beach day?
Yeah,
We
you
didn't come
guys
into-
you guys parked them in the lot, then went and got your IDs, and then went straight to the hotel.
No, you're right.
We gotta go back. For
Oh, I
the-
thought that
I
was
thought
like
the
permanent
Dragonborn
parking.
We're watching.
You might be.
I thought that was boarding.
I thought that was a.
That
That was
dragon
just like
board,
a
yeah.
spot for people coming in to like park their.
I thought the
whatever.
dragon.
We gotta
where
go
the
back
dragon.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I thought the Dragonborn was supposed to bring them.
Shart.
with them.
Well, they had to get IDs with you guys.
This is what
Oh,
happened.
They
yeah.
were they were
asleep.
Okay.
They didn't have any more
Okay.
access to the city than you guys.
Let's
did.
go. Yeah. I hear that and I'm like,
That-
oh shit.
Yeah, we
So-
should probably do that first. Before
Red
the
alert.
temple.
Let's go do that.
They're
I'm
in
gonna
the
do
fucking.
Well, you guys
pound.
already took off to the temple.
that.
True.
Cool. I didn't want to go on that trip anyway.
Yeah, I didn't want to get those iguanodons anyway. They'll be fine.
Lara reminds you,
No, no.
and I'll say the two other guys went with you, the Dragonborn guys.
All right.
I can get you their names. If
So
you want
boys
them.
trip.
I have them written down
So
somewhere.
we're going on a
Nice.
girls trip?
Girls trip.
Okay.
Wait,
And then
I
yeah.
don't like you.
So you go
You're
up
the
to the
weird
room.
one here. Listen.
I'm above you. Because
In
I'm
what
royalty.
way?
I'm literal royalty.
Well, not anymore.
No.
You're not here.
Oh, yeah, right. My fault. My fault, gang.
I don't even think that we really know that.
Yeah, I told you guys.
Yeah, but
Varesh
it doesn't
is the
really
red one.
bother.
Varish.
And then the other guy, which is blue,
Baloo?
he's blue.
Oh.
Why are you blue?
Damn
Why
it.
are you blue?
Don't you guys know about Baloo?
The Baloo? It's
The
a
balloons?
Baloo?
From Jungle Book.
Yeah,
It was so long
he's
ago.
Um,
Oh.
Baloo.
Oh.
the other one, I don't think you got the name of the other one, but his name is Jaxus.
Necessities, a simple
Yeah, I don't
Jaxus.
remember Jaxus.
Fire tongue.
Your word and your stripes.
Actually, no, that wouldn't be Fire Tongue because he's a fucking blue dragon.
Thunder Tongue.
Thunder Tongue. There you go.
Thunder Punch.
Thunder. They call me Thunder Cooch.
I'm sure they
Who?
do, Veronica.
So
Kyle
those
and my mom.
two lads are going with you, and you go upstairs to see Edme staring at the other Dragonborn. Or no, she's not there. You guys have the other two. So yeah, you're just staring there,
Oh.
sitting there staring.
Where the hell are you going? What is it called?
Help.
The Twin
we're-
Pillars.
Yeah, they're going to like the Temple
We're
District.
just going to the Temple District.
Yeah.
We're here to spread religion. Just kidding.
I am.
I'm not.
Mission
I
trip.
am.
I gotta get back to the city. I got too much
Wait, is
shit.
Malachi just a youth pastor?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, yo,
All right.
you know what's cool about my god that I forgot the name of?
So we'll start with the lads. So you guys walk out
Vlad.
of the resort, the Sunspire Retreat,
Yep.
and you begin heading towards where you've seen the Holy District.
I feel like we forgot something.
I check my pockets. I don't think I'm forgetting anything.
You can make intelligence checks
I get
if
a
you want.
tab.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'll make an
Shield.
intelligence check.
I'm sure if it was important enough, we'd remember.
When he brings
it.
that up, you're kind of like, maybe I should think about it. Natural one. Nah, you're rock solid.
I
You
got
can forget
my
anything.
You're
bag.
Listen, if it was
Hi, Veronica.
He's wrong.
if it was really that important, then we would have remembered.
Right,
it.
I got my keys. Just kidding, I don't have keys. I got my bag. I got my
You don't have
money.
keys to your own house.
Phone keys, wallet.
Not right now. No.
Shit, shower, shave.
Shit, shower, shave, there you go.
Shit.
What?
I should
Shower,
Shower,
shit.
shit.
Shit,
Honestly,
shower, shit again.
Pooping right after a shower is the worst ever.
It's
Well,
literally worse.
that's why it's shit showers.
No.
Yeah,
Actually,
but like
it's
you're
shower,
mid-shower and your
shave,
body's
shit.
like, time to poop. And you're like, bruh.
Yeah.
Anyway,
No,
we-
it's just shower and shave,
You
but
guys
you're in the
proceed
shower the
forward.
whole time.
Yeah, I got everything. I don't know. I don't know what we could be
Down the
missing.
drain.
yeah, me neither.
So you guys are walking down the street, and again, the population here is definitely a melting pot. You do see some scaled, but you definitely see far more mammalian
Ow. types.
types. You see tabaxis, minotaurs, humans, elves. There are a bunch of these
Nazi.
elephant-looking people,
A minotaur.
loxodons.
Nice.
And there's just a few, like a bunch of these, and you see a lot of them are more like animal. Like you notice that like the elves and the humans kind of take a little bit of a back seat here,
Mhm.
and there's definitely more minotaurs. There's more tabaxi. It's just it feels like almost like a Zootopia vibe in a weird way.
Where's the rabbit?
Where's the red? You do in fact see one or two rabbit people hopping around.
That's epic.
Whoa.
Oh
What
my.
about fox people?
You don't see a fox person.
It's because they're sly.
But once in
Ah.
a while, you will see one of those like 7-8 feet tall apelings walking, typically with the crowd following behind.
I don't think we
in
should
a
call them
good way or a bad
ape-lings
way?
if they're 9 feet tall.
I try not to stare too hard.
Aplers.
But I'd be staring
You're
a
just
little bit.
apes.
All right, sure.
Not too hard though. I'm like, well, I'll catch myself when I stare at somebody for too long. I'm like, oh, I shouldn't do that.
I'm just stupid. so
But they
I'm just
walk,
gonna
and they
stare.
definitely
I'm just
all walk
looking.
with definite bravo and confidence.
Swagger.
Like they sit on top of everything.
I'm walking
Um,
with swagger.
But you guys push through the streets, kind of go
Moves
through
like Jagger.
some alleys underneath some colored tapestries to get there, and it takes you a decent amount of time to get there. But you do arrive when you walk out of an alley, and everyone is just wearing blacks and whites, and you see the marks across everyone's face. And there's like this large gate where this like T intersection. You kind of come out an alley onto this T intersection. There's a large gate where there's a bunch of people pouring out and pouring in, and you can see like the temples behind like this wall on the other side of this gate. There's no one stopping anyone at the gate. People are walking freely through. Most people are wearing black or white. But there are some people wearing just your normal clothes of various colors.
Okay, before we enter, we have to get one thing straight. Where are we from? And who are we? Before anybody asks us.
This is just the boys, right?
Yeah.
Where
Where we're
Yeah.
from.
we're
We should have that situated so
We're-
we
Are
don't.
We not? Are we? I thought we weren't lying about that.
Yeah, but like then it's just gonna lead to more questions and like awkwardness. So like if we can keep that to a minimum, that's like the best. So maybe we just don't even bring. But they're always like, who do you follow? Like, bro.
Who do you serve?
Yeah.
So here's an idea. Why don't we all just go
Your mom.
find some black and
Whoa.
or white clothes?
No, I'm okay.
Yeah.
No. I'm not there.
I don't fake religions.
Well,
I can't.
I have my.
I'm trying to
faith.
be a
It
real
you
doesn't.
religious guy.
you don't have to talk
Legally,
like you. We just if we
can't.
if we show.
I think if we mind our own business, I don't know if it's gonna matter.
Yeah, I mean, like I know
Probably.
this area. We're seeing a lot of white black clothes because we're in the temple area.
Okay,
Like,
so we're going
I'm
with
assuming
that.
we
We're
were
just
seeing a lot of
from
other
not here.
outside of this area.
Yeah.
We're from
so like,
pulls out pamphlet.
Number 3.
we're from dot
We're from,
10.
the Jeep, we're from the Jeep factory.
Yeah, we're. My
Okay, no wait,
my name is Chief Grand Cherokee from the parking lot.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Whoa.
Where were we? Where we
That's pretty
met
good.
the other old turtle guy?
Oh, we're
That
from.
place is...
Fuck. I have.
You
it
would know
written
that that place was like a rebellion headquarters.
down.
oh.
Okay, so no.
We don't bring
So
that
it's
one
probably
up.
not a spot you want to be like, hey, I'm from. Because it
They're
was kind of like,
oh, are you?
you imagine it was thought of as like a ruin that people
Mm.
just kind of like avoided.
Okay, so wait, this place is like the middle ground. Like this isn't. I forget. It was like the claw or the fang or
The
something.
claw.
There's the Maw Eternal
That's
and then the
the one.
Pamora. They're like
Yeah.
two warring factions, and then Sol Ren is like a city state
Right.
that is
so-
pretty much just like a merchant, like
Yeah, so we're
very-
separated from that entirely.
yeah. But there's spillage.
Well, sure.
Certainly.
Like it'll,
Yeah.
you know.
Were there any like other town names I could recall hearing?
Anything really far away that has nothing to do with anything.
What if we just
Otherwise-
say we're
You
from
did hear
around?
about, I think it was Skorva.
Score. Well,
Here
yeah,
and
that's this, isn't it? Or is that different?
What was the slave trade?
Skorva would be like 1. Or what's that over there? Sorry, 10.
Is it
10? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay,
we'll just say
fine.
we're from
10.
Scorva.
We're from 10.
Skorva?
Scorval.
You're-
And we can't lie about our names because they're already.
You
on our
can't be
IDs.
from there. That's got to be Panmora. They don't fuck with you.
What you remember about Skorva, if you want to know, is they typically call it the Skybound Forge. It's a city atop of mountains.
Yeah, they do
That's
not.
special.
fuck
Specializes
It's
in
mostly Tabaxi, bro.
forging
We can,
and
none of us can
flying.
be there.
Yeah, okay.
Dinosaurs.
Yeah, but rocks.
All right, fuck it. We're from beyond the mountains. If anyone
No,
asks,
just around the area, and we don't indulge any
we're from
further.
we're from around.
You know, here or there.
Yeah.
Like,
Just
I
visiting.
Really, I
We're-
didn't
we're just
grow
visiting.
up anywhere. I just kind of popped
just
into
here.
existence.
You know,
No,
I never really identified with one place.
We're
You know, I was
nomads.
always around.
I'm actually a
Existence.
figment of your imagination. And as soon as you blink, I will die.
Okay, so what is our
You are currently
plan
having a stroke.
while we're in the temple district?
Yeah, I
What are
am.
we doing here?
Oh,
We're just
I'm
checking it out. We're trying to learn.
I'm trying to find that temple that Thorin or
Thoven. Thornock.
Thorin.
Torn.
Dude, shut up. Thanks.
You read me? Yeah.
I'm trying to find the temple that Thorin mentioned while I was under the water. He said that I told you this yesterday, but just to remind you.
Oh, yes. Yeah, a reminder would be great.
He said that my tattoos were like familiar, so I wanted to come and see what the hubbub was about.
Do you think you think it's smart to ask somebody?
He said that it was an abandoned temple,
So
so
it shouldn't be that hard to figure it out.
it can't be that hard to figure
Okay.
out. How many temples are in this temple district?
Yeah, just from what we can see. Right now.
It's hard. Like it's
Hell,
kind
one
of
on the left,
it's kind
one
of
on the
a
right,
walled-in
one on the
area.
middle.
But it seems like there's maybe like 10 to 12 buildings
damn it.
within this walled-in area. But
Okay.
it's very much like a T intersect. Like there's one road that goes through, and then there's like a crossroad and then there's like a gate on each end. So it's a small area relatively, but yeah.
Does it look like these buildings are like marked appropriately for like left and right marks?
Do you guys walk into the distriurt?
Yeah,
Okay.
you take lead. I'm following.
Yeah, I'll take lead.
Okay, so you guys are walking in.
I'll take secondary lead.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, so we're like a triangle. You two are side by side.
Yeah,
I'm
we're in
behind.
the V formation.
I'm like just holding onto your coattails. Like, all right. Don't let me go, guys.
The human shield.
Put this child on a leash.
So you guys start pushing through the crowd, and gently, of course. I don't think you guys are being quite aggressive about it. And a lot of them do kind of move out of your way, and you do feel a lot of eyes on you guys.
I shake my booty.
Is there like
don't do
anyone
that.
here that's not wearing black or white?
There's a few people, not
Okay.
like,
So that's not why.
yeah. It's just you also kind of are a interesting looking bunch, especially because your clothing is, well, you never technically said you changed. I assume you would have changed.
Are we still?
I did when we
Oh,
first
thank
got to the
God,
slave
Okay.
trader area.
Thank God.
No.
Yeah.
I'm talking
think
about
so.
from your bathing suit.
Oh,
I would not have put
I
my
don't think I
bathing
would've
suit back
slept in
on
it.
after
I don't think you would have either. So we'll assume
I'd
you
probably
changed,
be
and
in,
then you
like,
did change from
Yeah.
Soldier Boy to,
Soldier Boy up in his
the
hole.
random
Just
clothes.
something.
Yeah, just
Okay.
like stuff that was like.
and then
matched.
so you guys.
I'm mostly just wearing my armor.
Yeah. It would
Like, it's
probably
hot.
mostly be
It's hot
Orin
here,
that kind
right?
of stands out. It is very hot.
So
extremely
I'm
hot.
basically
Like
just wearing.
you
my
guys,
I guess it's an odd trio.
it is immediately like sunburned territory when you step out, and
a
you can
gray
see
guy.
most of the crowds are kind of like
And a
jumping
half
from shaded area to shaded area, but the shade is immense. There's so much shade covering the roads. Like they have
Okay.
structures dedicated to providing shade.
Okay.
Um,
So like we don't have to like try.
You don't really have to try, but you do notice like where there is sunlight peeking through, there is an active, like the crowd avoids it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I gotta see how hot
But
it
it,
is.
like
lame.
you could step in it and you're not like, getting like burned or like
Okay.
Right, but nobody's
any
just
damage.
staying.
But it's
in
like
there.
uncomfortable, like
Except for
because you kind of look through the crack and you just see this star sitting like a mile above you,
Damn.
just beating down on the city.
Yeah, I wonder if they're getting
I'll-
radiation from this.
I'll walk in the sun because I probably think it's okay.
Yeah, it's
Sun
almost
walker.
comfortable to you.
I follow right
I'll walk.
behind.
I'll walk in the sun.
You follow right behind
Right
him
through
in
the
the sun.
Ooh, damn, that's hot. Yo, don't go through the sunspots again. That's just hot as fuck, man.
Sun's
Yeah, you could
But
just
there
stand
are
in
still
the sun.
gaps in the canopy and stuff that let a good breeze through, so
But
it
the
still feels
deformation-
nice. It still has that
True.
natural heat. But you guys are walking through this crowd, and you're definitely getting eyes. And you even see on the sidelines of the street there are some people dressed in black, tabaxis. You see, they are themselves black, and they have just like these peering yellow eyes. And there's like 3 of them, 2 on each side of the street, and maybe 1 like around the corner. And they're like very intensely staring at you guys. And every time you kind of make eye contact with them, they don't break their stare at you.
They don't break it.
Damn.
They don't break it. They just
Damn.
actively like
They just
stare
have, like,
into
the-
your eyes when you make yeah.
Usually when they stare, they look
Badasses
the other
over
way
here.
when I
We got
look.
Billy Badass.
But you do recall black
Badass.
symbolizes the worship of Goran,
Oh,
which is of
strength.
and endurance, and you imagine that these people might be some kind of guard or some kind of like zealot keeping an eye out for the religious area.
Yeah.
But you look and there is definitely, you can tell, a black crowd coming out of the, I think it's the right side.
Yes.
Yeah, so there is a crowd of people wearing black coming out of the right building. And then on the left side, you see people wearing white coming out of that building and going in. That seems to be, and you can almost see the building is shaped very much like a ziggurat. It's got like this very Aztec feeling to it. And at the top, you can almost see the shape of like a gorilla kind of sitting like as if this building is a throne for him. And each one sits slightly differently. The black one, Goran, he kind of like is almost leaning forward with a bit of authority, like looking down amongst the crowd. And the other one is kind of sitting back with its face kind of in its hand, almost like pondering something. But that's what you see walking into this city, or this section. And you do see more buildings inside, but they look less put together, less large scale. Some of them even look like ruins of the old world, but kind of remodeled and refurbished a little bit. Like these were once commercial buildings similar to like the hotels that you guys stayed in when you first got here, built in a similar design. However, the ape temples are completely different. They are built from scratch by these people, seemingly.
Do you
That's
think
nice.
we should ask about this temple, or should we just try our luck?
It'd probably be quicker to ask.
Yeah, probably.
Should we ask one of those weird cat people who are staring at us?
I don't know. I look at them.
They stare at you.
I'm gonna look at them too. I give them a wave.
They just stare at you.
I'm gonna walk over and I'm gonna ask.
I also walk over to them.
I follow
Alright, so you
along
walk
because
over to
we can't
one
break
of
the
them.
V formation.
Oh, true.
We can't lose the V
Sure.
formation.
Yeah.
Or else I'll get dragged away.
So you guys walk over to one of them, and he's kind of standing there, and he looks at you.
Good morrow.
Good evening.
Is it evening
can
already?
I help you?
I thought it was the morning.
Shit, I thought
Sorry.
it was.
Good morning. How can I help you?
We were looking for a lesser known temple.
Of who?
I'm not quite
It's not
sure.
Zathul, is it? You can almost see the claws kind of coming out of his fingertips.
No, I don't think Zathul.
This is more
I don't think I've heard of
for
that name before.
historical research.
But I have, but
So we heard talks about it and we were interested in learning more just for historical purposes. So it might be a temple that's a little run down, not very well attended.
Certainly. There were temples of the old world abandoned, as their worship bore no fruit,
Yeah.
and so many abandoned the faith. Perhaps back there, and she points towards one of those commercial buildings.
Okay.
Those three I believe to be old temples, but no one goes in them anymore. But you are welcome to look about.
Oh, thank you.
thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you much.
Pinkies.
She's black, all black.
Yeah.
May Goron be with you.
Goran be with you. And you guys go to those temples.
Yeah.
You're kind of looking about, and they are they don't look super unique on the outside. They're very just built to stand there. They don't stand out by any means. Very commercial-esque. They look very much like those hotels before, where they're like this gray concrete with a kind of what may have been like a straw decor, but they've since gone, and they've tried refurbishing them a little bit, so there's like clay elements now built into it, but no one uses it, so there's not much care put into them. But it's enough to look decent on the surface. But you kind of walk down the street, and this part of this section is, for the most part, empty. There's not a lot of people walking in this area. But you stand there, and can you make a religion check for me, any of you?
Except the girls.
Except the girls.
I had a 9.
Just a
I really
girl.
gotta. I should respect
17.
myself so that I don't have a
17.
-1 to religion.
9.
Maybe.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I didn't pick my skills well.
So you
Like,
guys are trying to
I might
decide.
respect sometime.
Okay, I'll be lenient with it.
Okay.
I'll let you. But you guys are standing there trying to decide which of these temples you're going to try first, and you're trying to kind of tap into the religious side of you, where your connection to your gods. And Sigrid, you feel a calling to a building to the left of you.
Left! Sorry.
Secret, stop fucking screaming.
Sorry, I just got like an answer in my head. It's the left one.
Okay. Thank you, Secret.
It was the ants.
Oh my god, this is a boys' trip. No one knows what the fuck is going on.
Boys.
All right.
Yeah, and the other Dragonborn are here. What do you guys think?
They don't know.
I mean, if he says left, and we were going to search all the buildings, we could just start with this one.
Yeah.
True, actually.
No, I think we should split the party. Right, left, center.
Oh, yeah.
So
I'm
you
kidding.
guys, I assume, go to the left one.
Yeah, sure.
You go in, open the double doors, and it is definitely a temple. It's got the pews, the seats for people, but it is disheveled, old and dusty. Excuse me, had a burp forming there.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
But you see sitting in the back, and it reminds you of the temple at home, this large oak tree that sits in the middle. And you see it had a canopy that went across the entire ceiling, but as you look at it, it is dead. There are no leaves. It is just withered
Aw.
branches kind of holding across the ceiling.
You hate to see it.
You see there were once windows, now they are boarded up and covered with clay from the outside. And perhaps these branches once went outside these windows, but no longer.
Is it dark in here?
It is dark in here.
Sigurd, light
It's
me.
dark,
Oh,
though.
yeah, here you go. I cast light on his fingertip.
You get light on your fingertip. It goes out and you get to see 60 feet around you.
I'm gonna do light.
Pretty much covers most of the temple.
I'm gonna do light on my finger too.
All right, so you guys
Double
are
light.
searching around.
Yeah.
Make an investigation check.
Yeah, my favorite.
15.
12.
What's my investigation? It's not moving. 13.
13. Are you looking for anything specific?
In specific, I was, because he mentioned like my tattoos
Yeah.
were similar, so I guess I would be looking for like symbology or like artwork, I guess.
Okay.
Wombology.
Yeah, wombology.
Were you guys looking for anything specific or just like
Book.
anything? Books?
I tell him to like go check the altar if there is one.
Okay.
And, like some,
Yeah.
maybe some like paperwork. or
So you're
something.
looking around for this, these symbols or any signs or any art or anything like that, and you can see some of the window panes. They do depict some kind of story, though they're very dirty, and it's hard to make out, especially with like the lack of light. Like even though you put your light up to it, it's just dirt on one side, and so like a lot of the color, it doesn't really show the image, and it's covered in dirt in and of itself. So there's a lot of imagery in the windows themselves if you could clear them up somehow. But you do notice in the few glimpses where there's not dirt, you see various symbols, very similar to the ones that are tattooed on you, like of beast of various sizes and shapes and different forces and nature, and they're in that exact same art style as yours. It's very interesting how similar they are to yours. And you eventually make your way to the dead tree, and you see in an orange paint kind of around in a ring around the base of this tree are also very similar symbols that are on you. And this paint has, despite all, kind of stayed kind of clean, and it looks almost freshly applied, but it can't be.
I guess I'll sit in front of the tree and
Fuck, I can't believe I don't.
maybe try and like pray or like chant or something. Maybe see if I can like activate them. 'Cause
So
if they look fresh, but they're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try to like activate them. I'll do like some old timey like Cernara chants.
So you sit
and
down,
shit.
start doing your chants and prayers.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna attempt to like prestidigitate or just like wipe off the mirror or the glass panes, get the dirt off. So while he's doing his thing.
Okay. So you start cleaning those with your prestidigitation. What is Malachite doing? Being
Look
chilling?
around.
Being
Can't.
chilling.
I'm,
Alright.
I'm,
While you guys do that, we're gonna go to the other group now, because we accomplished a bit there.
The girls?
The girls. So
Girls,
Dartha
girls,
comes
girls.
into the room to Edme, and you
I
guys.
am Edme.
What do you do?
We kiss.
You kiss.
No, sorry, but it's not like that.
No.
I don't think you actually try for it. What are you doing in the room?
I'm literally just sitting here.
But like staring at what?
Nothing. Out the window.
Out the window?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have a problem with windows?
Edme,
What?
I know you don't eat or sleep, but so you weren't, with us or doing anything, and there was that thing this morning with you staring at me. But would you like to come with us to get the iguanodons, because we're gonna need more hands?
Yeah, I guess nothing else going on, so might as well.
Okay. Great. Okay, great.
Epic.
Awesome sauce.
And we march. She said that to me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, we have to go right now. Like, what if something happened? I'm really thinking the worst at this point. I
Yeah.
really am.
Yeah, I mean, you left them there a whole night. It'd be pretty stressful too. So you guys head out back towards the front gate.
I
You go-
thought that this was extended parking.
I mean, it might be.
It probably is.
It probably is.
There's no way
probably
it's
fine.
not extended.
There's gonna be a ticket on one of the birds.
Are there any iguanodons like in the city or no?
Yes, there's tons of dinosaurs, and there's tons of like areas for dinosaurs to rest that are like shaded with.
Why didn't we
grass
see that
Oh,
before?
Because we didn't go into
DM, you didn't mention it. I blame you.
Blame the DM.
I thought you guys would have been keeping track
Classic.
of your dinosaurs.
Fair. That is a fair assumption.
I was asleep.
Sure,
This is like taking.
It was
Taking
much
care of
easier to be
pets,
captain of
yeah.
a ship.
I bet it was. But
Excuses,
you guys
excuses.
push out into the street.
So
You
I'm
forgot
here.
about
And you begin
them, too.
heading
I
towards
didn't care
the
about
front
them.
of the city.
Fair.
Can you guys make perception checks along the way?
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
make
perceptive.
a perception check.
No, not you.
9.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice roll.
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20.
Damn.
Help! I'm scared.
Don't touch
Ooh.
me, I'm scared.
That's a 24.
Don't touch me, I'm
24.
sterile.
Yeah.
So as you guys are walking through the city, both of you are definitely keen on listening to conversations wherever you go. You like listening in on people. You're
I'm
quite
definitely
nosy, the
nosy.
two of you.
Into
So
that hot
ways.
gas.
there is a lot of talk about a fight occurring tonight at the Crimson Sand Arena, and that they're excited about it because it's some of the new
Arena?
Vanguard members, and there's some opportunity to make real money there.
Real money.
Real money. You hear a lot of
Okay.
gossip
I've
about
never
that.
had any real money before.
Really? You only fake money?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then you
So
hear
gamble.
a bit of gossip about apparently a battle up north beyond Solren between the Panmora and the Maw Eternal that ended pretty sour for the Panmora, and that they lost a lot of men in that battle.
What about women?
I'm sure may have been some women involved.
May have. The women all survive because they're stronger and smarter.
Yeah. But another thing
Anyways.
is you hear a lot of worry about this Balmok that
Oh,
apparently he had quite the showing on the battlefield.
I wrote notes about him.
And yeah, that's kind of what you hear. But you guys get to the front of the city,
Yeah.
where you see there is so you see the main doors where you came in through, and the security check is just on the other side of those doors, and you look to the right of those doors, and there is a separate set of doors that go into the garage area to reclaim your vehicles, and you see to the right of those doors is a much larger door where dinosaurs are actively coming out of. So you imagine like this is where we would go. So you guys go in those doors,
Okay.
and you push down the hallway a little bit, and there is quite the line. There's probably like 10 people in front of you, and this small desk with one person behind it. Kind of a chubby woman minotaur sitting back there, very similar to the one that took your ID.
Yeah.
And you see she's kind of slow. She's really taking her time with this paperwork.
Great.
Bruh, is this the DMV?
Did we bring
Oh
all
my god,
our...
it works!
Yeah. So you guys sit there for maybe 15 to a half hour before you get to the front of the line. She's like, you have any IDs with you?
Yes.
Yeah, fine.
Can I see them?
We
please?
whipped them things out.
I believe the tender should have given you a ticket
Ticket.
with your dinosaur.
What? We didn't get
Uh,
no damn ticket. Did we?
I think I have the ticket.
He did. Like you guys gave him the coin, and then he gave you like a receipt / ticket.
Oh my god.
But you don't have a bag of holding though.
hold on.
It doesn't mean I don't
I
have
might
it.
not
put it in
have
his
that, but I
shelf.
might
I
be
just
able
put
to
it in
get
my bag.
the numbers for you possibly. Is that something that would help?
Can I get the serial number?
Sure, and perhaps a
It's
description of your
21
dinosaur,
numbers.
so that we can.
Yes.
Match.
Yeah.
The ones with the meat on the back.
I am
Covered
gonna
in-
use
We got
my
sausages
ring of
over there.
sending
Okay.
once
The
per
ones-
day.
The ones with the jerky.
I'm gonna make this very, very, very clear for Oren.
Please make the ticket number 21.
Okay.
21.
Anyone?
Wait, how many letters do you get?
25.
Or words?
Oren.
Oh, make it 26
This
numbers.
is important. I need the number
What's going on, buddy?
on the ticket for the iguanodons. I almost counted that out like symbols.
I'd be doing that when I'm thinking about
Yeah,
it.
me too.
Also, do you know
The Muffin Man?
I was
how many there are? Please respond completely.
Where am I when this is happening?
You're currently in the middle of prayer and like chanting, because they had to take like a half hour in the DMV before they even got
I'm
to
like,
this point.
I'm sitting there and just
So this disrupts you.
you both of you like look over and you just see me like
You're gonna sigh.
Something's going on.
I tap my bag. I don't know why I think that would work. I go into my bag. I think I have the ticket. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
You're the one kind of leading.
I go into my bag.
I guess every driver would have their own ticket of their dinosaur.
Oh, well, I was one of the drivers.
Okay, so you have a
So,
ticket.
I
You
have a
have one
ticket.
for yours.
She has a ticket, and then
You all get a ticket.
I wasn't a
one of
driver.
the dragon.
Oh, you
boys.
weren't. Then, oh, you were with her.
You get a ticket.
No,
Yeah,
no,
you were
I
with me.
was. No, because I
I'm
was.
pretty sure we were together.
The Dragonborn was driving, and I was behind because I was strapped.
Then she would have it,
Okay.
and so she gives you your ticket for your guys'
Okay.
dinosaur.
How many are there
4?
though?
They're 4.
There were 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's 4 of them. All
So
I know
you
is
have
that
2
mine
of
is
them.
named Slizzy.
You would need to get
Slizzy.
the other 2.
Two of them. They have 2, and then we
Trying to
have
get
2.
You
some of
have
that
2.
Slizzy.
I
It was
assume.
probably on you and one of the male dragonborn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they were driving one.
Hey, Varesh.
Yeah.
Do you have a
The
ticket?
Ashton
Oh yeah, right
Rada.
here. He gives it to you.
Can you read those?
I'm like
Oren?
ready.
Can I read them?
Does it look
Yeah,
too small?
It it says 47C and 47B.
Okay.
Oh. That's not bad.
I think. Hi, Dartha. This is Oren. 47D and 47
B and C.
B and C.
B
Okay.
and C.
Oh my god.
I was gonna let him get it wrong.
I mean, he always says it out loud, so he'd probably say it, and I'd be like, no. B and C.
The numbers are 47B and 47C.
Oh, sweet.
One of them is named Ian,
Great.
And they have a lot of jerky.
and they have
on them.
jerky on them.
They have jerky.
So you give her the ticket
Yep.
numbers.
I
and
give them the 2
you have.
tickets, and I'm like, these are also ours. I just spoke to my comrade via.
Comrade.
Just give me a few minutes.
Comrade.
And she starts doing some paperwork, like writing down things, looking at your tickets, looking at your ID, and it takes her 3 to 4 minutes to get all this done.
I thought you were gonna say hours. I was like,
Hey,
God.
that's DMV for you.
And
That's
then
the
she-
dinosaur motor
She
vehicle.
like
Secretary
rings a
of
bell,
State.
and a manly minotaur, a kind of bigger one, kind of walks through the door behind her.
oh,
Is he?
a man.
Tickets, please. She gives it to him. Just bring him outside, please. And he goes in the back
Is he
and he
hot?
grabs them. What?
Is the Minotaur hot?
He's ripped.
hot?
He's yoked. Like he's got the body of
So,
definitely a big gym bro.
Zeus.
Liz,
Does
have
he
you
have the
read-
base
Have you read
though?
Morning Glory Farm?
For a bull, he's not that bad. He kind of has that piercing, you know.
Oh, the.
Oh, the septum.
Septum?
Yeah, the
piercing.
septum.
septum piercing?
I
I
kind of
wanna-
want to get one of those.
Can
but,
I
like,
roll
don't
to give
know.
him the
Do it.
eyes?
Doesn't hurt.
Well, it's not about.
Sure,
her,
make
it's
a
more- I don't know if it'll
persuasion
look good
check.
on me.
Well, you
Yeah,
can just
Literally
take it
like a
out.
You freak.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one wants to see the
Darth
scar.
has
Yeah, but then it's like that's just a waste.
Dartha has a new type.
a
I
minotaur
guess.
mistress.
$30.
I don't have 30
Well, she's not
balls
with
right
anyone,
now,
so.
that's bad.
My bad.
Damn.
No, I look at. I'm
How
gonna do
hot?
this. I'm gonna do this.
How
I'm gonna do this. Okay. So I look at him.
I'm bored.
Me too.
I just do an unsynchronized blink and
Okay.
think that's a wink.
All
And
right,
that's
what'd you
about all
roll?
I do. A
That
one.
one.
A 1. So you do that at him, and the party definitely notices. Even the female minotaur notices, and she's kind of like, she looks at him, and he's just like, he doesn't even say anything. He just kind of,
Oh,
and he walks out the door.
that sucks.
I mean, it's just like,
Why do I have to roll a one?
That's so
Damn.
funny though.
embarrassing.
That's
like,
brutal.
You'll bring your dinosaurs out there for
It's okay. You don't want the Minotaur anyway.
Hey, you know
you.
what?
Thank you for your patience.
They're not.
You know what? Just have him step
She's
on
trying
my
to get the
head
real
with one of those
immersive
iguanodons.
Mm.
But you guys go outside
Respect,
the
though.
garage
Respect.
section, and they bring out all of your iguanodons, jerky and all.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Was the jerky done?
Is that jerky good?
I don't
It
know.
was in the sun
you
for a
guys
while.
are kinda,
Did you salt it or
I don't remember
put
salting
some
it.
kind of
I would
a?
assume I salt. I mean, I would know how to make jerky. I would
Do you
assume-
have that much salt on hand?
Probably not.
This,
I guarantee
I was about to say you don't need a
fucking
lot, but
don't.
is it
yeah,
like-
you need a lot
Okay,
of salt.
It's like
Really?
if I
If
think
My
salt.
ass thought this would work
Okay.
like a dehydrator.
Does
but-
it look
It's
rancid?
kind of rotting on the side,
Does
especially
it-
in the sun.
Does it look rancid?
It looks pretty
It's just
rancid.
covered in fucking
I'm gonna
flies.
And
dispose
the
of
Minotaur is
this.
definitely giving you like
The
a
Minotaur's like,
concerned look.
bruh.
What the
I'm
fuck?
it's an acquired taste.
I'm going to.
It's like the
dispose of
mold
this.
fish guy.
Yeah.
Yo,
No.
Drew.
He kind of drops it off and, and he walks back into the garage,
More of a
blocking his
deterrent.
nose.
Yeah.
He definitely doesn't want you now.
But you guys have your
Yeah.
iguanodon?
Let's collect all of this jerky and
Eat it.
put it in the nearest like
Yummer.
Garbage.
dung pile,
Yep.
compost bin.
Throw it in the
There
ocean.
are quite a few dung piles around.
Oh, yeah.
Very large piles.
It's
notice.
going in.
They like have, there's literal people going around with like shovels that like
Like an
I'm
Animal
like-
shovel
Crossing.
up piles and put them in like a
Park,
wheelbarrow. And
I pull
Wheels
Edmay
on
in
a wall.
close. I'm like,
Those are, like-
Edmay,
Medium size.
the jerky got stolen. It disappeared. They don't know where it is.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay. You don't eat anyways.
No, I don't.
This is not
We're
good.
gonna come back and be like, where's the jerky?
The jerky.
Oh, the jerky should have been done. I'll be like,
It should have been done today. What? Is this gone?
But you guys take it back to your hotel. You have one of those?
yeah, minus the jerky.
Sure.
Yeah.
You definitely go up to where you see some people dumping wheelbarrows of shit into this huge pile. And you just kind of throw your jerky
Don't
in
put
the
it in there.
pile.
It might
So-
explode.
There's 3 of us, or how many women are there?
Yeah, there's 3 of you.
Okay, there's 4 iguanodons.
Yeah.
How are we pulling them all in here?
You could definitely wrap, like, because they have the leads.
You can try
Oh,
put
okay.
the
You
leads
just
on
need to.
one of the saddles.
It's like a
Okay, okay.
tourist.
So I hop on Slizzy,
Slizzy.
and then I'll wrap one of them.
I never named mine.
Sorry,
Get
Lizzie.
hawk to it.
Glizzy.
Veronica.
Amazing.
Creative
What
and
beautiful
Chip
imagination
Skylarking.
you have.
Exactly.
Chip Skylark.
My shiny teeth.
My name is
Skylar.
Skylar White, yo.
My husband is Walter White. Yo.
But you guys take your iguanodons back to the hotel, and we
Yeah.
will switch back to you guys. Your pair gets disrupted by a message, certainly. So it takes more time to try to get back into the zone.
Do I get the windows clean by the time he's done?
Yes, you probably will.
Nice.
Please make
Nice.
a religion check.
Yes, you know I'm so good at those for.
I
Yo,
know.
Don't worry, since I'm here, I'm not giving you any help.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Is anyone
Just like
proficient
vacuuming
in?
the windows.
Is anyone proficient in religion?
I
Hey,
actually
I need
Nope.
to be,
am
but I'm
not. I am not.
Why are you not proficient in religion,
Because I'm
cleric?
stupid.
Bro did not know how to build his character.
That's okay. That's okay. I believe in faith. I don't believe in faith
Oh
anymore.
no.
5.
Hey,
5.
I would just like to say for the peanut gallery, when I was building my cleric, I was specifically making a shitty cleric
The Beano
Okay.
Gallery.
Yeah. that
because
makes-
I
can't
lived
pay
under
for
a
that.
rock my whole
Yeah,
life.
that is fair.
Oh,
That is fair. All right, what was it again,
If you had
Zach?
nothing else to do, all you had was
5?
religion, so you should
Oh,
be a
I
better
read a
cleric.
lot of books. I have proficiency in
So-
history.
Smut.
Yep.
I'm gonna have ice cream.
You're
for
praying to
Wayne,
this
let's
tree,
go.
Fucking Dartha messed
Wait, I
me
already
up,
had
bro.
dinner.
and she did mess you up.
After D&D.
And so you're just kind of thinking about, wait, did I give her the
I
right
buy this
number?
expensive
Like you're
ice
kind of
cream
like second guessing yourself throughout your prayer, and you're having
Doesn't
like
hurt my tummy
you'll even
much.
check the ticket again. And you're like, I did give the right number. That's good. But then you're like,
This
maybe
is
I
the
missed
brand.
something. And it's taking you out of it, and you can't focus.
I feel like I've seen it.
Mm,
clearly,
pretty
right?
sure.
And that's
Yeah.
what happens. And then
It's like $7.
Sigurd is done cleaning the
That's a
windows.
small one, right?
So you come out of your prayer and you look around, and he's kind of like putting his light next to one of the windows, looking at the cool art that is there.
Mm.
Do you go and join him?
Yeah, I guess. I'm a little
Can I
upset.
make any figurehead of this art or no?
Or actually,
Like in the wall.
is there a altar like up front? Like where the
It looks
priest
like
would
there's
stand?
definitely a position for one, but it's not there.
Okay.
Like a lot of the even the pews are broken. A lot of the stuff is just very old.
Fair. Okay.
But yeah, you look at the art and you see a lot of them are depictions of like spring, like nature coming to bloom, and you do make an intelligence check for me, or do
That's
yeah,
a metaphor
intelligence.
for a girl becoming a woman
16.
16.
in
Yes.
art sometimes.
What? I just didn't hear what you said.
Spring
What
to
did you
summer.
get, Oren?
No, spring coming to bloom.
Oh, I didn't really. Okay, I
Metaphor
can
for
roll.
a girl
Sorry.
becoming a woman.
Oh.
3.
Never heard that before.
Oren's not having a good time in his temple right now.
Huh?
I never am.
And you're also like seeing this dead tree here, and like you've seen the temple at home and life and bloom and action, and it was beautiful and awe-inspiring. And seeing it like this is like a mirror version of it where it's just dead and abandoned. It kind of gives you the creeps.
Kyle, give me a +1 to religion.
Kyle kind of gives me the creeps.
Not
Please, for
yet.
the love of God.
But you're going through these panels, and you see a depiction, a lot of like the cycle of 5. There's a lot of talks about like a generational. You got 16, right?
Yes.
That like 5 generations will live, and with the 5th one, the cycle will change, and things will shift. And it is often thought of as just like the equinox, or like the peak of the religion. Like they look forward to the 5th always, because the 5th always brings such great change to the world.
I believe the 5th.
That is like the prophecy of this religion, is that the 5th brings change. He is the change bringer.
555. Am I right?
And you see a lot of depictions of this, but you notice some of them, like you see, especially towards the end, closer towards this tree, you see a depiction of turtles. And you see this depiction once or twice of 5 turtles, each fighting their own beast or accomplishment. And the art is very beautiful and whatnot. But when you go back a little bit further, you see what looks like some other race. Maybe one that's more feline. Yeah, and you see a generation of 5 of those, 5 of these, and then the 5th brings about some great change. And you see these with different races across the different panels.
Orin, what generation are you of your family?
4.
3rd. I probably would be the 5th generation.
You are the 5th.
I've always been told I'm the 5th, but I can't really confirm that. I haven't been here that long.
Yeah, you might just be like an
The Messiah.
Like an oracle or something. I like point to like
No, his name's Orin.
Yeah.
Oracle.
I'm gonna touch you, Malachite.
Not while I'm here.
What are you gonna do? Stop me? Your brain. But yeah, so like there's like every 5th generation is apparently like a game changer.
Game changer.
You know, it's got like the turtles. If you look there, and I point to there, and then I point to the other one, it's Tabaxi. It's got the like cat-looking people. Those guys are pretty cool. That they're the same, and then there's like another one over there, and then there's that. You know,
are turtles the most recent one?
Yeah. And I would say there's about 10 panels.
Okay.
Of these different depictions, each one representing 5 generations.
And there are no repeat races?
The last 2 have been turtle.
Okay.
And then there was like a Tabaxi, and then I think a Tabaxi before that, and then it goes onward. It changes. A lot of them you notice you don't see any humans or elves. They're all kind of more animal-esque.
Okay.
Beast-esque.
Yeah, but the next one's gonna be gorillas.
No, they got their own 2 pillars, bro.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
I mean, you are like the chosen one, or no? The wanderer. My fault.
That is true. That is my true title. I am the wanderer.
That sounds like pretty game changing to me. I think.
Yeah, but that's always what the title has been. Like, I guess I don't really feel any different from what my grandfather felt.
Yeah, but like, did any of like the actual wanderers beforehand actually have any impact on the world? Like, or is it just you? Because you're like.
Is it just you?
I mean,
you're having impact.
They all.
I don't know if they did.
From the stories that have been passed down, they always. I unravel my tattoos. Or I guess they're already unraveled. I point to one of the tattoos and I'm
Bedazzle.
like, this one, there was a hold on. I have it written down. Let me.
Sure. Fake. Yeah,
I haven't had to think about my tattoos.
But as you guys are like
actually.
discussing this and stuff, and you guys are just constantly like looking back at this window and stuff, at the top of these panels where it represents the 5th, you do see them in this like calamitous battle, like always at the top. So it's like these different levels to the panel depicting each one, and as it goes up and up, it gets more epic, more massive, like whatever the thing they're doing in the depiction of the beast they're fighting or whatever they're fighting. And then at the top, it's just like the world is shifting around them, like they are some wielder of all power.
Oh, this is too much for me to be around.
I do speak on my left arm. This one, my great grandfather Torben.
Oh, Torben.
He took down Jubilex, an ancient red dragon that lived atop a monstrous volcano and was threatening to end the world, as those stories always go.
Oh wow.
But I mean.
Oh, okay. So they actually they were doing stuff. Okay.
They were doing stuff, but I guess not. I look at like the calamitous, not that big.
Okay, yeah, that might be you. I think doing that, and that means that's gonna be us also there probably. So
just full of yourself, assuming you'll be involved.
I mean, if he's with us, it's probably gonna happen to us too, because he's traveling with us, right? I think we'll be dragged into it nonetheless.
Well, whatever it is,
such is the way the fates go.
I guess we'll have to find out.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Hopefully, we'll be there to see it.
Yeah, I'm not trying to die to a calamitous monster. That'd be pretty fucked up.
Might be fun to fight one though.
With or against?
Oh,
okay.
I may come back here later on my own to see if I can get anywhere else.
That's probably a good idea. Yeah.
Should we check the other ones?
I don't think we need to. Well, I mean, I guess.
What do you think, Varesh and Jaxus?
I mean, I don't know. I don't really know a purpose that we need to. We found one of your faith. I mean, perhaps maybe there's one of Tharnak. But...
That's what I was thinking. Let's go look at the other ones.
That's a good idea. Good thinking. Which one?
Good thinking,
Varesh.
The other one is very shy.
Which one are you?
Good thinking thing too.
And then, what do you say? After we're done, we'll hit up a restaurant. I heard the Cinderheart Steakhouse is.
Wait, shouldn't we? Are we gonna get the rest of the group before we eat? Or
Nah, boys
go us?
One of the girls doesn't even eat.
Well, I guess I should, but I don't want to get yelled at.
No, I
face the wrath.
Because I'll be the one. Just because I'm there, I'll be the one to face the wrath.
The wrath of hungry women is nothing.
They love blowing up on you.
Right, exactly.
Hungry and sleepy.
All right. We'll go back.
Okay, I think that's a good idea.
But let's check the other temples. Make sure it's not Tharnak.
A little quick look, peek in, peek out.
Okay. So you guys go to the one in the center, the back kind of way.
Yeah.
So you guys go up to that door. And it looks very similar to the one, like these buildings are kind of copy and pasted, just with different kind of patchwork fixing up. And you walk into this one, and once again, a deserted, abandoned, disheveled temple this once was. And in the back, you see a statue of a man. Oh. A man who stands there with a large sword in front of him, grabbing onto the hilt with a crown atop his head. He looks very kingly.
Is that Tharnak?
I'm gonna go look at it.
Maybe he's got a name on it. Maybe he's got a name on it.
Maybe it is Tharnak.
I wanna do a little of this.
Make an investigation check.
I'll walk in. I can help. Can I help? Because I'm proficient. Unless you want me to roll for it. I got plus 5.
You can help. I rolled a 19.
Oh. Well, you get advantage if I help, so that'd be it.
Oh, shit.
Just roll your own then.
10. It bounced from my box to your box.
10.
What did you say about my
try
box?
to get this guy's fucking name.
Kyle.
It's not Tharnak, you know that.
You're right, it's Garvac.
It's the Garvey.
It's Mr. Garvey!
Oh no.
Bro, there's this guy on TikTok that like does a D&D like roll for soda. It's like, and he looks like Michael. He looks like Michael so much, and it's so funny to me. Have you seen him?
I've seen him, but I don't know who he's saying that you look.
Yeah, who's Michael?
Michael Garvey or Michael Baker?
Zach's brother.
Oh, yeah,
Bro,
he does.
Doxing.
But listen, at least 80% of the men in Micro Center at any given time look exactly like that too.
That's so true.
Right.
It stresses me out. There's too many like brunettes with short hair and like glasses, and I'm like,
Don't
okay,
this look like Michael?
Oh.
Doesn't that kind of look like Michael?
Yeah.
Like.
Michael's beard isn't that big though.
I think it is now.
Is it really?
I think so.
I haven't seen him in a while.
I can't find this guy's name for the life of me right now.
Garvac.
Garvac.
I'm gonna retcon this later because he
Garvac.
definitely has a name that's important.
Okay.
But we will call him King Henry for now.
King Henry.
But
The fourth.
You've seen and recognized this name from before. That this is apparently you believe that. Make a history check.
Well, I'm good at those.
Oh,
Wait, I'm okay.
I'm not good at
actually.
those.
I got 14.
14.
You
You're.
have +2.
Yeah.
You're
I'm not proficient.
Why are you so
17.
Because it's just a plus. I forgot I'm not proficient.
I'm
history.
proficient in it.
Oh.
I still
I'm
get
proficient
only
in
a +2.
investigation. Well, that's because your character's done.
17.
I'm stupid.
So
I got 17. Yeah.
you recall living in the tunnels, there's a lot of stories that were told from the old world. Because not many new stories were created. So while over time the game of telephone really skewed the stories,
Sure.
but there were
I hate
some
that.
elements that really came through. And while you don't recall the name of the king,
I'm a
you
baller.
do remember a lot of the stories were surrounded a king, the king of unity. That this king was some god amongst men who united men against the slavers of the arcane. And that he was the great unifier that changed the world.
Hey, the Great Unifier.
And
The
people
great
worshipped him
annihilator.
as a god. You kind of get this information out of the stories you've heard,
Mm.
that he was very much worshipped. And so you assume that this could be that man.
Okay.
Mm.
Do I see anything else nearby, like any books, any other inscriptions anywhere? No.
Should we graffiti it?
A lot of this is a very old place.
Yeah.
So a lot of the paper is gone and withered away.
Third,
Yeah.
third building?
Yeah, I
Mm.
mean, like, if this is all that's here, very interesting that we find this, though. We used to grow up on stories of a king.
Mm.
Wonder if it's the same guy.
Could be.
King Henry.
Well, I walk towards the third
King
church building.
Jenry.
Yeah.
You walk towards the third.
Yep.
Yes.
So you guys go there and you open up the door
Tharnak!
and you immediately hear snoring when you open the door.
I pull out my gun.
Is me.
Just kidding. Not everything is
What
needed.
a, what an epic reaction.
You
Turn
notice-
on my light finger.
I turn off my
Put on
body
light.
cam.
You open the light and you notice like where that tree was
Jesus.
and the statue was. A lot of these temples had the same design where it was like
Insane.
the symbolage of that faith was in the center back holding the center of this place.
Yeah.
This one is destroyed and ruined and is non-existent there.
Oh.
But you do notice a few people, probably like 5 or 6, kind of sleeping amongst the pews. Very disheveled, hungry, and homeless looking people. They're just, and they, when your light starts coming through, they all, and they start like getting underneath the pews and like taking cover and trying to hide from
I was
you.
gonna
Don't
ask
be
earlier
afraid,
if they were
don't be
homeless.
afraid.
No, we're not cops.
Be not afraid.
Be not
This is
afraid.
the scariest day of my life.
Food on you, would you?
Like,
Like a very skinny elderly man kind of comes up.
Aww.
I believe I can help you, friend.
He's just a guy.
Why you couldn't cast a spell, yeah.
yeah, let's.
I got some MREs, but I think they're bad. I'm pretty sure they're
Don't
bad.
feed him
Not
those
the
MREs, please.
He's like, I'll pass.
my friend Malachite here can help
Without
you out.
radiation, they'd be okay.
Damn, I'm
I don't have food, but by the grace of Tharnak, I can make some.
But only if you convert.
The spell only
I
works
pat
if
him
he
on
has
the
more
shoulder, and then I
followers.
go. I want to go up towards the front where the
Sure.
where the symbol would have been, and I'm gonna cast
Make a fuck ton of food.
create food and water,
Hell yeah.
which does enough for 15 humanoids or 5 steeds for 24 hours.
Yeah, they definitely, that's enough for the like 5 people that are in here. And they all come forward and start eating it. And they're like, thank you very much. And Tharnak?
Tharnak, yes.
Thank you, Tharnak. And they start eating their food in thanks.
Smitey.
Yeah.
Why are you guys chilling in this
chilling.
abandoned church?
Because no one typically comes in here and they leave us alone for the most part. It's a good place to sleep. Keeps us warm.
Oh, so you're homeless.
Yes.
Mm.
Oh, you're homeless.
Just buy a house.
Just buy a house, dude. Come on.
Oh well,
we know
I'm
who's-
sorry for your circumstance.
It's okay.
Do we know whose building this is yet?
A little
or
too
no?
old to work and, savings got stolen. What can you do?
That's real.
Typical.
Stolen by the government.
Do you know much about this building? We were just in the other two.
I know nothing of this building.
Mm.
Well,
Long forgotten god, I presume.
I look at you said like all the symbology is like scratched out, right?
Yeah, like
I
this
would-
place was deliberately sacked.
I would
and
have to assume this
sundered.
may be Zathul's.
Oh.
Temple.
Yeah, because it's all scratched out and shit.
Not
Yeah,
bad or something.
that would make sense.
And that would make sense why nobody comes in this one specifically, and why they weren't sleeping in the other two.
Yep.
Do you know if others go into the other two?
Not typically. But those ones feel more lived in. I know the gods don't actually live there, but their symbols are still there. It feels a little different than this one. This feels just like an abandoned building.
I know what you mean, friend. Should we be on our way, or
They're scarfing down.
do you need to be here for that spell to keep up?
No, it just makes it.
Okay.
It's not concentration. Imagine if I have to concentrate on keeping.
That'd be awful.
They eat the food, I stop concentrating. It just
All right, you're done.
stomachs.
You've had enough.
That would probably cause a lot of stomach pain.
Yeah.
How many of them did you say there were?
There's 5.
5. I want to give each of them 5 gold pieces.
Okay. So you give each of them 5
Wow,
gold pieces.
Mr. Charity over here.
Minus
you very much.
25.
I wanna can I for a performance check do a little preaching?
Sure.
Cool.
I'll let it be performance.
I mean, if you
Probably
want
should be persuasion.
okay, that's fine too.
Probably the same thing.
Actually, my persuasion is much better.
Okay.
Because I took proficiency in it. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Yeah.
As these people are eating the food provided to them by Tharnak, listening to the words and preachings of Tharnak, you feel as though these people are certainly converting here before your very eyes. That they are becoming
Fuck, we're losing customers.
believers in Tharnak.
Fuck.
And they want to know more. They're definitely like,
Yeah. I tell them, like, obviously I don't have time to tell you every little detail, but
of course.
the single most important thing is endurance of knowledge and the curiosity to learn more. My
They
God
kind of
was
take that to heart.
inhabited. My God inhabits mountains and the earth in a presence that will always be there, and a wish that knowledge be preserved for the future generations. And that's why I took history proficiency over religion.
Make another persuasion check for me.
13.
13?
Yeah.
No, they eat it up for sure. They take it and they're kind of like, perhaps we will pray to Tharnak, and maybe he will bestow upon us similar gifts to you, and we
This
will
is how people
share
join
the word.
cults.
Yes.
Thank you for showing us his way.
Of course. Happy to be of help.
And they start eating the food and kind of talking about Tharnak amongst themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you may have created some followers.
Shall we leave?
Shall we?
Shall we? Let's.
Yeah. Let's leave.
Let's leave.
Brush,
Let's
Jaxus,
leave.
we're leaving.
All right. Let us go get some food. Steak.
But first, we need to catch up with the rest of the gang.
I'm sure they're back at the hotel.
Is there like a parking in the hotel?
Like just
Where
next
can we
to
put
it, yeah.
these things?
It's our
Yeah.
parking
Yeah, there's
structure.
definitely next to it, and there's like once again another guy there. This one is this one's a human,
Yeah.
and he's standing there. Name, please, and ID.
Blue, please.
I like show my ID. I don't know how to hold this thing, so I'm probably holding it just like.
What's your room number?
319.
We'll say you know it, and you give it to him, presumably, unless you don't want to.
I mean,
Unless
give
you're
it
trying
to
to cause
So
problems.
he does. Okay, we'll check in your dinosaurs, and we'll make sure no one takes them out. We'll keep them
Thanks.
fed too.
okay, great.
Whoa!
They
keep 'em
probably
fed.
smell a little bit.
Okay. Well, do you want us to give them a wash?
Yeah.
That would
They
just be
stink.
an extra 3 gold pieces.
Each?
How much
Yes.
is the boarding?
It's on the house as long as you have a room.
Oh.
Okay.
nice.
No, they don't need to be washed.
They're
We're
gonna
supposed to
eat
be
our
high
damn
somewhere.
dinosaurs.
Honestly, I think the rancid smell probably will ward off a lot of things. So
Yeah, you know what? We're good.
Rancid it
look
is.
at them.
Enjoy your stay. And he goes back and
Yeah.
sits behind the counter. Just like opens a book.
I ain't paying that shit.
no, I don't have the money in the group.
I have money, but I'm not paying that shit.
And as you guys are approaching the front door of the hotel, you notice a group of men approaching, similar men as Orin, Sigurd, and the others
I was like, ooh.
also approach the
I'm about
door.
to start getting ready to fight.
Like men are approaching us.
And you guys reunite in the front door of the hotel.
Reunited.
Are you guys feeling peckish this evening?
Perhaps
Who are you?
out a steakhouse.
Dude,
peckish.
shut up.
Is it evening already?
No, it's
Lunchtime.
like midday.
Are you feeling peckish this midday?
I mean,
Afternoon.
I had absolutely massive
Yeah.
breakfast. So did you.
Yo.
Yours is probably like size.
Yeah, I could beat more.
I had a massive breakfast.
Hey,
took a
you know,
massive
we're not
dump.
going to be in Soul Ren for too long, and I told myself I'd try restaurants. So
Okay.
What
Yeah,
shrooms
why
are
are we
open?
here?
Well, because we have to go through here anyway.
we do have to go
continue
through here
forward.
anyway.
So we really stopped here to see
Okay.
if there's any other dragonborns.
What kind of supplies do we need? What are we running low on? What do we have? We might as well stock
We
up
technically
while we're in
have
the big
infinite
city.
food.
How is the jerky?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
that was the-
Well, you
No.
guys discuss this. I'm gonna go to the bath.
It
We
was the
technically have
weirdest
infinite food.
thing. We went out there and there was this long line to get the dinosaurs.
Mm.
And when they finally brought in the dinosaurs, jerky was gone.
What?
If someone
Yeah.
stole it.
But it was done today.
Yeah, it should have been done today.
I have no idea. I have no idea about that.
Well,
Actually, none.
at least they
Dude.
didn't take our bird or
I think I saw who was taking it.
Who?
It was Tabaxi. And I pointed at the front desk clerk. That one.
I don't think that's what
Can I
happened.
roll, I'm gonna roll an
No.
insight check.
Do
Roll a deception check.
Okay, actual stuff that we need. We don't technically need food or water because we have
Okay.
malachite.
I don't know I had that much.
We need
19.
They rolled
Maybe
a
like
13.
Yes.
I totally believe you.
Haha, idiot.
There's just not much we can do.
I was thinking we should steal some pillows from the hotel. Most
Um,
definitely.
I don't think we need pillows. We've
Why?
done
But
fine
we could
without
put them on into our tent when we sleep. We have awesome pillows.
I use,
I don't want to cause issues here. I
I
really
use
don't.
hammock.
They won't even know they're gone because we'll be outside of the hotel by the time they go and clean our rooms, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, the pillows are gone," but we're already be gone, and they're not
Yeah,
even
but
gonna
our
know.
licenses and everything, and then
We could just be out of the city by that time if we stay here for
I
a
don't
few
think
more
the
nights.
pillows are worth it.
Yeah.
However,
Yeah.
I do think that we should get like light-colored, sand-colored cloaks
Mm.
and robes.
I'm
Not
very
a bad
much
idea.
for getting
Some
white
blended.
robes.
camouflage.
Not white. I wanted tan specifically because white robes mean something and black robes mean
Are
something.
you-
I know.
Light
That's why I
robes.
want to get
Are you
white
turning
robes.
into a man of Balaku Malachite?
I want a
be
black robe.
able to get in with the people.
The people!
So you can tell them about
But you're not
so
gonna.
you're gonna join
You're not
a
gonna.
religion to tell them about your religion.
No. I just want to be able to learn more about it.
Uh-huh.
And I feel like I'm not going to be able to learn more about it without getting sneaky with it.
Getting
Right.
sneaky
We
with
should
it.
probably get some healing potions.
The
perchance.
people!
True.
Okay. So new cloaks, healing potions.
I want a pink cloak.
You
Yeah,
can
I'm
find
sure
one,
there
you're
is.
rich, so you can buy one.
Maybe some more
Mm.
rope. Maybe.
You said I'm rich?
Yeah,
You don't know me. Or my finances.
yeah, I do. You brag about it constantly.
Shut the hell up, damn rich ass
I'm
motherfucker.
poor, dude. I
Damn.
have 2 gold.
Damn gray guy.
That's more than me.
Mm,
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do you
so
mean?
What do you
I thought
mean?
you were rich.
I am not.
2 gold. I think you mean 20
Rich.
silver.
that was like a meme moment, to be honest.
Kyle, you better put that in a fucking reel.
I'm sure I will when I see it later.
When
Yeah, that means he wasn't listening because he hates you.
No, it's from
So true.
last episode.
Last
When
time.
I was
When he was
bargaining
like-
for my swimsuit, and I was like,
that'll definitely be one. 50 silver.
Deal.
Yeah, that was
Oh my
crazy.
god, that was insane.
I thought it was 100, not
Yeah,
10.
you definitely.
Because he was asking 5 gold for it, wasn't he?
Yeah.
You just gave him 50 silver, which is the same thing. Funny.
That's fucking
Anyway.
hilarious.
But
I thought it
so what are you
just
guys doing now?
You had to pay them in gold though because you didn't have the silver. Or did you have the silver?
Lunch.
I chose to ignore that fact.
I don't know. Is there anything more pressing than lunch right now?
Do you need
Uh,
lunch that bad?
Shopping.
I mean, I can't
let's shop
imagine
on
that
the way.
getting cloaks is gonna take very long.
Yeah, we'll get our shopping out of the way first.
How long are we staying?
Oh, I totally
here?
forgot to put on that.
Probably.
Oh, and looking for.
I mean, we're in a fucking city. If we want to find Dragonborn here, it's gonna take a hot minute.
That's true.
If we're actually
Yeah.
looking.
A minute
We
of
have seen a
peace.
few Dragonborn here.
Well, right, but if we're
Like
looking
the-
for
yeah.
our
Sure,
Dragonborn,
sure.
it's
Yeah.
gonna take a minute.
I turn to our Dragonborn. Do you think that we could even find someone of your group here?
I mean, it's possible. If we could go to places where there's a large crowd, we could search around perhaps, or...
Oh, well, there's
I don't
gonna be a fight later tonight.
Oh yeah,
A
with
what?
some gambling.
Some
that
gambling.
You can make money.
Perhaps they'd be there.
Oh,
Oh, they
do you
like to
think,
gamble.
Do you think I could sign up
To fight?
to fight?
I mean, probably.
I just
I
heard
was
some
gonna say yeah.
passerbys. Maybe you could.
I
don't know where it
see
is,
why
though.
they wouldn't.
They said it was at the Velvet Rabbit.
We can always ask a
But
guard.
was it actually the
The
Velvet
what?
Rabbit?
No.
The
That
Kinda
sounds
goes
like
hard,
a
though.
place not for
Velvet
fighting,
Rabbit.
but for loving.
Yeah, it
it's the
sounds
name
like
of
a brothel.
It's the name of a strip club from a
Yeah.
TV show I watched once.
I was gonna
Oh,
say
hell
that definitely
yeah.
sounds like a strip club.
Well, I think you mean from the Crimson Sand.
Takes one to know
Arena.
one.
Yeah,
it's actually-
Crimson Sand. That's what it is. Okay.
I was so close.
You were.
Really?
no.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Well, I guess we can go there, and I just keep your eyes peeled. I guess.
All right.
Okay.
Keep an eye out for them.
It's happening this evening. I guess we'll go around, see if there's anything.
I keep my eyes peeled.
Okay.
Peel
I
my
want to
eyes.
look around for unique, fun buildings that I don't know what they are.
All
'Cause
right.
I want to experience
Okay.
life.
21. Are you guys walking to the Crimson Sand Arena, or you
Well,
just...
I figured we were doing shopping, and
Oh, we're
then-
doing shopping first. Okay. So you
I
Shopping.
guys...
also want to see. Is there any like religious texts around? Like I'm thinking like Bible level shit. Like, cause this like the religion with the gorillas is like
Yeah.
fucking everywhere. So
It
I'm
is
assuming,
everywhere.
I'm assuming that
There's definitely
some
holy
of these-
texts for them.
There's
scattered
probably
about, yeah.
two separate
like
books
to-
in the drawer.
I would like
Yeah.
to
in the
get
room.
both of those books.
Okay.
As well.
All right. So
That's a
you,
point.
so you're keeping an eye out while you guys are going, and you definitely notice like there's a certain streets where the crowds really get tense or like tight, and you imagine like these are the streets with the marketplaces, because that's where all the crowds are. And so you guys go there, and you're going through stores, and you very quickly, like one of the first stores you see has various white garments, black garments, various religious attire, and the holy books for Goran and Baalaku.
Do you need money?
Remind me.
And there's even a third one
quick
for the
like because
union
I
of the
remember
twin
the
pillars.
black one was like strength, endurance, whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
What the other one was.
was like wisdom, strategy, and
Do you need money?
Badassery.
wisdom. If I didn't, yeah,
I'll give
It
you.
was
it was more like
wisdom and
intellect.
enlightenment.
Well, yeah, enlightenment.
Actually,
That was like
take
where the
70.
real religious people go, and then the Goran people were typically more like warrior types.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna grab white robes.
Okay, you grab
And
white robes.
One of each book.
All right, all right. So that's gonna cost probably 10 gold.
Okay. Corey, do you want to give me a
The
little
books
bit
are
of
relatively
history?
cheap
Okay.
because
You
they're
can
like
keep this,
there's a
okay.
lot
I'm
of them.
900.
It's mass produced.
Well, just on me. I actually have.
Like the Bible.
Wait.
Yes.
Well, that's fine as
Yep.
long as the text.
Do you get
is
dressed into your white
equivalent.
robes?
Yeah. Are
Okay,
we thinking
they got a
like,
dressing room.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. I'm just gonna put it on like over my armor still.
Okay, yeah, you can do that.
Just for my sake, are we thinking like Greek, like togas, or are we talking like more Middle Eastern, where it's like,
Like a
covering
kaftan?
everything, like covering?
It would be the covering and everything
yeah,
like
so
that.
it's
Yeah,
like because sun.
yeah.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
what a lot of it seems to aspire
Yeah, those
to.
Goron
But you do see some
motherfuckers.
people
Would
in
it have,
togas.
like, a
There are
hood?
some people in togas,
Sure,
but typically you would notice that those are the ape people. The ape people are almost always in these like togas.
okay.
Can I just say, Goron worshippers suffer every single day being in those robes?
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
But they look cool as hell.
They do.
It just proves their
but, like,
dominance
depending on
and
the
like
material.
determination.
When it's
so-
when it's 90 degrees out with the fit hard.
You
They're
gotta be a
always,
badass.
they're always just doing like heat workouts. That's what it
Yeah.
is. They're just sweating it out.
Honestly,
But like,
it's really good for your skin.
Stoicism.
okay, so like, does it have like a hood? Would it like cover my face? or
And
anything?
it's
Like-
not all the same. Like people wear it differently.
I think that's
It's
why.
typically like some
Okay.
people are wearing your average clothing, but it's just all white or it's just all black. But there are definitely like the more religious people tend to have like the complete like shawl over their face. Maybe even some have a face covering.
Okay.
Good
Could I
shawl.
find one that like has that, but I don't like wear it all the way?
Yeah.
Like, so I have the option to do that.
Yeah,
if
you
I
can,
feel
like, pull it
yeah.
up and down.
But I'm just
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave the hood up. But I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
and a lot of
cover
people
my
will
face.
pull it down like when they walk into like a marketplace. They'll pull it down
Yeah.
to like look around.
Yeah, so I'll put my hood up when I'm walking around, but I'm not gonna put the face covering.
Okay, sure. And none of you guys get any of this attire.
No, decided not to because I don't care.
Suddenly she's not interested.
He got the books, so I'll read them when he's done with them.
All right.
I'll give you the Goron
I don't
book
read.
to read while I'm doing this one.
So what are you guys looking for on here? Just like funny, like cool knickknacks, magic shop.
Well, I guess we're looking for what? Potions?
Potions is something we probably should grab. Healing pots, because we only have 4. Great.
Well, were there any like
What was the other god's name? It's Goron.
Balaku?
Balaku.
Why'd I pick the one with the hard name?
Balaku.
It's not even that,
Because the
right?
other one is Wacko.
Oh, we're looking for potions and
Maybe some more rope.
like cloaks that would help us blend into the sand or whatever.
You definitely there's tons of clothing stores that don't have strictly the black and white. And you guys can find your clothing, your beige robes there, easy enough.
Yeah.
So you guys, how do you want to outfit yourself? You can describe it.
Hmm.
I know you'll certainly be able to find it. This is a vast marketplace.
I don't need anything.
A cloak would look so awkward on me, to be honest.
It might.
I only
I
want
mean, you
tactile.
don't really
Think
need to
about
cover
how
yourself
hot
in
your
the
shell
sun,
is
though.
gonna get though.
I basically
Yeah, it's
want to
gonna
look
feel
like
so nice.
like a desert
He's just gonna
raider.
start throwing
Stealthy.
eggs on his back.
Like a Tuscan Raider.
Yeah, kind of like yeah,
Tuscan Raider.
kind of yeah,
Okay, for sure.
like a face covering, and big hat,
Um,
hood, type
More
shit.
like big butt.
I guess I'm looking for like
Yeah, I got-
linen
Secret's
specifically.
got
Is there
nice
like
butt.
fabric
Secret's
that's
got a fan.
more woven and it's like breathable?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is that.
I definitely want like a long caftan because like I'm really only thinking about like specific purpose.
Yeah, like practicality.
Practicality.
Yeah.
Are there pants with a lot of pockets? Because I have those green camo
cargo
pants.
pants.
Do I
You
see
don't
the
really
pants with
find
a lot of
pants
pockets?
with a lot of pockets. It seems
love me
like
some cargo
like
pants.
those pants you've seen were like a rarity. Like they had some advanced technique to be able to put pockets everywhere.
Ugh.
But this one is a little more like it's just your basic pockets.
Do I have like pouches and stuff in these robes too?
Yeah, yeah. There would be some inside pouches.
I probably
Definitely big
should-
enough to hold the holy book.
I probably shouldn't carry my shield
fact.
with me though.
Yeah.
I mean, you could keep it underneath the cloak, maybe.
on the
You
back.
you see well, you don't really see any people in white with weapons.
That's what I'm
But you do
Oh,
see
right.
people in black with weapons.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
I
you're-
definitely
you're
want,
learning
like, a
now.
long beige cloak with like arm slits that I could easily like.
I mean, I'm assuming my
weapon
robes
through.
have
Sure.
enough.
Sure. You get to find them.
I'm assuming I
But-
can hide a mace in my robes.
And then
at
like
least,
a
but I
big
can't.
scarf, I think, for
Okay,
when we're
big
traversing
scarf.
the desert.
Get that sand out of your face.
Yeah.
Easy enough.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do they have cool walking staves
Definitely.
that I could like turn into my arcane focus?
That you could turn into your arcane focus. I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't specify like it has to be.
Well, I
You
know
can turn
but
almost
I-
anything,
I know.
right?
I just want a staff though. Yeah.
No, it has to have like some kind of like conduit in it.
Fuck.
Like a crystal or
You
some
don't find
shit
any
in
of
it.
those. You do
Dang.
find like walking sticks.
I'll go get a walking stick.
Okay.
Just 'cause- I mean, it'd probably be nice for the sand.
We'll say everyone's clothing comes out to about 10 gold.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah,
I'll minus it all.
Oh.
I'm just gonna get like a big cloak. I'm not gonna wear it all the time, but I'm also gonna get something to like put over my mouth to like keep sand out
Definitely.
my mouth.
Oh,
And then do they have
goggles.
like goggles or something?
They do have goggles.
Oh,
Yeah.
Goggles.
They definitely have like a
Goggles?
black tint that really help.
I get some goggles.
Oh,
Yeah.
Goggle god?
Goggles.
God damn.
Even more Tuscan
Yeah,
Raider.
we got
Yeah.
Yes, I
some
want
goggles.
goggles. Now that I
Nice,
see the
everyone
goggles,
Gets,
yes.
Are you not doing anything, Edme?
No, Edway doesn't need to wear shit.
What is Edme
Jesus,
wearing right now, I
Jesus, my
wonder?
eyes
I have like
are-
a little like
Okay.
black cloak,
Okay.
and I have like a little like
She's already falling.
cargo
down.
pant kind of pant style, boots, and a shirt,
Boots.
Okay, what kind of shirt?
t-shirt,
Graphic
T-shirt? Just a
tee.
t-shirt?
maybe with the little like strings in the middle.
Okay.
Graphic tee.
Is this what you picked up from the depot? Because that's the last time we got clothes.
I didn't got any clothes there.
Well, she's from
So
the
it's
modern
basically
times.
your like your picture, is
Yeah.
what you're saying. Okay.
Because that's what it's practical.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It looks nice,
Mm-hmm.
And the heat doesn't affect me.
Okay. But you all get your clothing. You
Nor
don't
does
find
the
the
cold.
staff you're looking for, but you guys do eventually come across a magic store, what appears to be a magic store, called
I
the
do like a magic
Ashen
store.
Arcana.
Ashen.
Do we don't have our iguanas with us?
No.
No.
Not yet.
Bibwana.
They're
And there's
chilling
like
by
no
our
dinosaurs
hotel.
on the street.
Can you use shields?
No, I'm a sorcerer.
Like you don't have proficiency in it.
I don't think I do actually.
No.
Because I should not be carrying my shield on me right now.
No. I have dagger, dart, sling, quarterstaff, crossbow, and something light.
I mean, I can technically use it, but my weapon is two-handed.
You just carry it.
I can carry
Sure,
it.
I'll carry it,
Okay,
yeah.
sweet, thanks.
Can I strap it to my chest for 2 extra AC?
No.
Damn it.
Wait.
That's just shell. That's
No,
just
wait,
shell.
I got it. I'll hold on to the shield and then I'll ride on your shoulders and then I'll just lower the shield down to block you.
Yeah, pick up mounted combatant
Yeah.
so you can hold your shield in front of me and
But as you get to the building, it definitely it kind of radiates heat as you get closer to it. Like it feels like an oven almost. It's pretty hot.
this is nice. I walk in there.
And you open the door and it's like you get blasted with some heat.
Put my goggles on.
That hurt my feet.
What?
The place
Hurt my
definitely just
Oh.
reeks of burned incense. Like they are just nonstop burning incense inside this building.
'Cause
But you
everyone's
go in
fucking sweat.
and it also
Gotta cover
dragon's
up that
blood.
scent.
you can almost see the heat ripples in the air ever so slightly, but it is a very beautiful looking store. All the shelves are metal. There is no wood. Most of this is a stone floor,
So
metal
no wood?
shelving, metal desk. There is no upstairs. It's like a single room, and you see sitting behind the counter is a very kind of large orangutan person
Yay.
who's sitting there. And you can see heat kind of coming off of him as some of his red hair kind of stands up so slightly.
Oh my god.
I love him.
Good afternoon.
Newcomers, welcome.
Are the shelves hot because they're metal?
They are.
I want to touch one. Sure.
You like it hot, huh?
I do. It's my preferred temperature.
Yeah, this is kind of nice.
I'm glad you enjoy it. Not many do.
I don't know if the rest of them like it, but I kind of do.
As a rock, do I even care?
Well, we've established
You
you're
are
just
not
a
a rock.
person.
Not a rock.
No,
You
I
are a
know.
guy who is rock colored.
You are a guy.
You are basically
So
like
you are just as bothered as the rest
Okay,
of them.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm not.
You're basically
You're not
like
that
me,
bothered.
but just gray.
I don't sweat.
Yeah, my copper skin
Wait,
probably
wouldn't
makes
that make
me
me
think
hot?
that I'd be
Wait,
fine
but
with
I
it,
don't have,
but-
blood
Well,
flow.
I mean, we
Yeah,
came in
obviously
here
it
for
wouldn't bother me.
potions,
Let me
but
read
I
grave
guess
touch.
anything. Well, what do you
I have
got in
potions.
stock?
I would argue as undead, you don't feel temperature.
It says I don't need to breathe, so.
That
I would
doesn't
argue
matter.
you don't feel temperature.
Yeah, but that means that I don't have any blood
He's
flow.
got he got really long orangutan arms, and so he just kind of reaches over and he grabs something
That's
from
what I see.
maybe 6 feet away. Grabs it and he puts it on the desk, and you see it is a milk carton of red potions.
And how much would these run us?
Let me check.
I don't like that giggle. I'm not.
You
know-
what
I
is
just forgot the cost of it.
what is your name, sir?
Grand
While he's
Holy
looking up the
Man.
price for potions, that's fucked up. That's fucked up, Zach. That's fucked up.
What does your blood type say?
Type O negative, sir.
So these 4 are
I love
about
that band.
50.
No, I know.
These 6 are about 250. And then these 2 are about 2,000.
What is this for again?
The 2000s are probably supreme healing potions.
They're superior.
Superior, sorry. Supreme. Slap the supreme sticker on that.
Supreme.
Nacho
200
Supreme.
gold.
No, now it's 2 million.
Oh,
2 million
You're right,
gold.
you're right.
My name is Zarek, but many call me the Ember Sage.
The
The Ember Sage.
Why do they even say the M?
I think I understand
They
why.
call me the
He
M.
definitely named that name for himself. He
He
started
said his
calling
name is
himself that.
Zarek.
What? Would you like some of these healing potions?
I think
I
so.
think I already have a few.
Would you recommend any other kind of potions for a guy traveling east?
We're
Sorry.
looking to do an excursion into the desert for a period of time. We're wondering
To the
what
east.
supplies would be recommended.
I perhaps say some potions of heat resistance to help with the sun
Sounds good one.
and any fire creature you might come upon out there. I do not What are you going to get? Where are you going?
We're meandering.
Just east?
yeah.
East.
Let me zoom out the map a little bit.
West.
I thought you said
We're going south.
Sneeze.
Yes.
Well, going east it is relatively safe. As long as you are okay with the Panmora, so you will not run into too much danger. There are creatures in the seas out there and in the swamps, but he kind of looks at you guys. I think you can handle yourselves quite fine. But I do have weapons, perhaps, that might help you fight your way through whatever you encounter.
I want to look for a mace or something.
I was thinking more.
I want
I
some of
have
those
a very
potions.
special weapon that's close to my heart. Do you have any other equipment? Maybe.
I have plenty. What kind of equipment are you looking for? Are you just wanting to browse our unique item?
Yes.
I guess so.
I want
Also,
some
what
health
was the store
potions.
called? The Ashen.
Ashen Arcana.
Mm-hmm.
I want some health potions.
We are definitely.
I have
getting
this
help potions.
sun-forged scimitar, but
Big option.
I could easily put it on a
Yeah,
mace
but
for
he
you.
doesn't want to talk to me.
It absorbs sunlight and emits it as fire damage on your next hit. As long as you fight in the sun, you could deal extra fire damage on your attacks.
Keep that away from me.
Yeah, make sure you hit Sigrid with it.
I also have an ash cloak, provides heat resistance, and allows you to vanish in a puff of cinders once a day.
Cool.
And he's got like a long orangutan finger.
While he's explaining the items, I'm just gonna stand at the front door, so I'm not in the heat. So like, guys, it's way too hot.
I also have, and he pulls up a necklace, which is kind of like a glowing like emblem of fire.
Okay.
The charm of Cinderheart grants fire immunity for 10 minutes, but causes exhaustion after use.
Oh, Jesus.
Full immunity to fire damage.
How often? can
What
we use
about
it?
Once per day.
lava?
I haven't tried
Lava?
it. Might be worth trying.
Might be.
What are you gonna do? Throw me in a fucking lava pit?
How
Yes.
much?
How much is that?
How much would that scimitar be if you could get that enchantment on a mace or a maul?
That would be about 1,500 gold pieces.
You hear that, Sigurd?
Can I buy some health potions?
Listen, we got like
How much
15
were they?
we got like
apiece?
5k.
For the smaller ones,
But, like,
it was
I don't know
50,
if that's-
and then for the medium ones, it was 250, and then for
Who's the most charming
the
person?
larger ones, it was
2,000.
yeah,
This is for gold?
Yeah.
yeah.
Platinum. Gold.
54 what?
Electrum.
1d4 plus 4 for the regular potions.
Okay, what were the
1d4,
smalls?
Or is it 4?
1d4.
1d4.
50 gold.
That's like
How
50
much
gold
was
for
that
the smalls?
Yeah, for one. Yeah, 50 for one.
The
And
necklace
there's 4 of
would
them.
be about 2,000
small
gold
one?
pieces.
1d4.
And how much for the
What's it called,
cloak?
though?
Oh, just lesser.
The cloak, 1,500 gold pieces.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Can I get 4 of the small healing potions?
Sure. That'd be 200 gold pieces.
Yes.
And he
sir.
pulls 4 of them out and puts it on the counter.
I give you the
Pleasure
200.
doing business with you.
I'm sure it is.
So I have some more items in the back, perhaps of interest.
Yeah,
What,
pull them out.
What else? Pull them out. Put
Just
them
give me
in
1
me.
second.
Pull them out. Pull them out. Pull them out.
That amulet was what? 1,500?
15.
2,000.
2,000.
Goes in her chest and pulls
The
out
cloak is
Yeah.
15.
this
don't need
a
that.
black panel.
That cloak sounds cool.
Black
though.
planet.
This is a panel from the Sunspire that fell off near the top. Attuned once per long rest, you can change the local weather conditions for the next hour within a 1-mile radius.
That's all you, bro.
What,
That's crazy.
what am I gonna do with that?
Make it a thunderstorm,
Control the weather.
jackass.
What does that do? That doesn't actually help me at anything.
What if we're
Now,
trapped?
You realize that,
really
right? That doesn't
cool.
actually do anything.
Be really cool.
It would be really cool.
Well, like, what if you were in Bridgedale and the thunderstorm? You
Yeah,
could undo
That's
it
what I was thinking.
for a mile around you. So like whenever you're walking through there, the storm really doesn't even bother you anymore.
Yeah, but
How much
it's
is it,
longer.
though?
It's bigger
Yeah.
than a
This is
mile.
5,000 gold.
Nope.
Okay,
Yeah,
never mind.
Nope.
Maybe
that
we'll
shit
come back for that one.
Nope.
We'll think about this one.
Ain't no
Well,
way.
I still don't think about it.
I should have stolen more fucking gold from the goddamn cities that we saved, man.
I didn't think we were gonna go through it so
5,000
hard.
is not enough.
And then I'm not the only. This isn't anything unique. It's kind of common amongst the superiors of our society. And he pulls out a talisman, like a necklace that just. It looks almost like the park logo with like dinosaur elements coming out of it. And he says, "This is a necklace that hang on. I'm on the wrong one here.
This is a damn key card to get into the
This is the key card to my hotel room.
It is definitely it's like a totem that's been like carved, but it has elements like it's inspired by some old knowledge of the park. When you are attuned to this, you can attempt to bond with a dinosaur for about 30 minutes, and if you succeed, that dinosaur will be completely bonded and subservient to you.
For life.
How much?
30 minutes of bondage. Let's go.
There are plenty of conditions that come with this item. This one is about 3,000 gold pieces. The DC, he won't go into this, but I'll tell you. The DC is 10 plus the dinosaur's CR. And you have to, within
T-Rex.
30 minutes, you have to make 3 animal handling checks. And the average has to be that DC.
Ooh.
I mean, I
I have
remember
-1
+3.
animal handling.
I have a +3 to animal handling.
I mean, yeah, but we
So like
already
a
have
T-Rex would be an
Steve's.
18 DC.
I have a plus.
Oh
one.
god.
Yeah.
That has to be really
I
rough.
have literally 0. I am neutral.
I could do it.
Yeah, but
But it becomes like your pet.
You'd have to if
It's like taming the dinosaur.
forever.
Aw, you
ever?
little homie.
Or
Well,
just for
once
that.
you like break attunement with the device, or like if you like essentially like tell the dinosaur to go kill itself, it might like
Oh, okay.
not want to and leave you.
Yeah, why would
No,
I
Like
ever
there's
do that?
limits on it, but for the most part, it's yours.
There
I would
is
never
a
tell him to go kill
problem.
himself.
The only problem that I see with this specific item is what if we cannot bring the dinosaurs outside?
Then we find more dinosaurs.
There's not any dinosaurs outside.
I'll just tell it to live a happy life and go run away.
Yeah.
What if we come back?
That's true.
You didn't like that idea.
yeah, but
Shut up, man.
What if we could bring the dinosaurs
So-
with us?
you
I-
mentioned
depends
that you
on
could put
the
the
exit, I
enchantment
guess,
on-
maybe.
from that scimitar onto a mace.
Yes.
Could you do it for cheaper if you just put it on my mace that I already have?
Yeah, about
Well,
2 goals.
The
That's
mace
more
was a
expensive.
rather insignificant part of the cost.
Well, sure,
So,
but like,
sure,
can
we
you-
could say.
Can you knock 2
Like,
gold off?
Yeah,
could we call it like 12 instead of 15?
certainly not. We could call it
Certainly
We can call
not.
it 1450.
1550.
Take
Damn.
50 gold off.
Why don't you? How much is the scimitar?
1,500.
Oh,
Well, the scimitar is like 1200, but he's asking for the attunement to be switched over
right.
to
Oh,
mace.
Does he have
he-
any
he's
other-
paying for labor.
Do you have any +1 magic melee weapons here currently?
Certainly. What kind are you looking for?
One, preferably one-handed.
I have a
bolt.
+1 mace.
Boom.
How much is that?
7,000.
This is 1,000 gold.
I mean, at
Feels like
that
a
point,
lot.
I'd rather just pay the 1,500.
Why does everything feel so
you
late
rather
in the
me?
game?
Yeah, I would rather you pay the 15.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
For +1, that's
do you
not,
think? Do we?
it's not that inflated.
No,
That's gold?
Yeah.
Can I
that's-
roll an
I feel like it's a
insight check
lot.
on this guy's
Is that not a
prices?
lot?
Actually, sorry, it would be
Maybe it is. I don't
It would
remember
be
last time I got like a +1.
750 gold.
Oh.
I guess
wanna
that's
roll an
not
insight
check
doable,
on
but
this
after
guy's
hearing
price.
1,000,
Yeah, 750 sounds like about right for like +1 because they're magic.
what do I know? I'm just a shopper
That's a
in
16.
real life.
For what?
You're just a consumer.
Insight.
I just want to see if he
I'm
thinks.
just a
If
guy.
I think that
You
he's like
consume
A little guy or a big
artificially
guy?
raising
I'm a
these
guy.
prices.
16?
Yeah.
So
This guy's definitely merchant. You definitely get the feeling he is upping the price a little bit, even at the 750 mark. You know, that's what he does.
This is me.
You could probably
He's gotta
haggle
make
him.
his money.
You know,
That's all.
I think that we might want to come back when this guy is a little bit more motivated. I'm just not getting much motivation from you right now. You think we're new in town?
Motivation
We
to
don't-
sell.
We don't know prices.
You're welcome to check with the competitors. Okay. See you later.
We will.
So long. Thank you for
For all
your
the
business.
fish. Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh, it was good meeting you, Zarek.
Pleasure meeting you.
I don't like when he does
Goes
that.
back behind the
I
counter.
really don't like when he does that.
All right, guys.
You guys leave the oven.
Man, I kind of actually liked it in there. Now I'm a little cold.
Nope.
It does feel
never
cold
going back
around
there.
here now.
You adjusted.
That
Is
place.
it like a wet sauna or a dry sauna in there?
Dry, for sure.
Extremely dry.
Oh god.
Yeah.
So what do you guys do?
We got our clothes.
There was
I
probably
wanna go
also
see that
like a
fight.
staff in there that could have been used as a focus.
I want to go see that fight. I think we gotta
that's what
figure out
you're-
where that
like,
is.
It would probably be like a ruby kind of crystal on top of like a maroon wood staff.
I think I wanna. Can I listen around and see if I hear more gossip about the fight happening?
Yeah.
Sure. My character's gonna be a gladiator.
Again!
Would it be just a regular staff? Or would it be
I don't-
would it give
It would
me
just be
one?
regular. It would just be like a focus. So it would be like 25 gold. It's just like a
yeah, okay, I'll do the 25.
It's gonna be
for it.
me.
Yeah.
8. Yeah, it's a very loud crowd. There's a lot of talking going on. There's a lot of chit chatter, and so you're not really picking up anything about the fight, unfortunately.
Do we want to look for another magic shop, or do we want to just head over to the arena?
Well, the arena's until nighttime. The evening.
Well, do
time.
we want to go put eyes on it so we know where it is?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, anytime out
I mean,
here,
there-
we can search for the Dragonborns. So
True.
look around.
Oh, did my 21 ever give me anything? For the, I said I was just keeping my eyes peeled. I don't
For
think
the
I-
Dragonborns,
Yeah.
right?
Feel like
You see a few Dragonborns, and you kind of point them out to your Dragonborn friends, and they're all like, "No, that's not them. That's not them." So you don't seem to run into them in the marketplace.
Did we run into any unique shops that like sound wacky and silly?
Other than the oven.
There weren't
Right.
really
Wacky
that many
and
like super
silly.
wacky spots. You do see the Cinderheart Steakhouse,
Oh,
which you can all smell the roasting meat.
I start
grilling the meat.
levitating.
No, I was about to say that. No, fuck, I was about to say I start floating towards it, bro.
By the nose.
Yeah.
But there's no like super wacky shops here
Okay.
on this marketplace. At least.
Okay.
Do you guys go to the steakhouse? Do you try to find your way to the arena? What are we doing?
I point to someone. You.
Yes.
Oh, do you know where the arena is?
Yes. It's if you go kind of by the gate, and then you just follow the wall, maybe a few hundred feet back, you should see it.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Or I think you start with.
They go back to
"Excuse
checking out a
me,"
pot.
instead of just "Hey."
Hey, you.
I turn back around.
Anymore.
Sorry, I didn't mean to just point at you. But
Oh, it's no problem.
While
Very
we're
nice pot.
Pot.
it is a pretty nice pot.
while we're walking around, I kind of want to thumb through my book.
Okay.
You are nothing.
Make an intelligence check.
You're gonna run into people.
Yeah, I'm gonna say a disadvantage because you're walking and reading.
I just want to skim it. Like, I'm not like deep diving
Sure.
or nothing.
Deep dive.
I'm
I
perceptive.
rolled a 17 and an 18.
And I'm
17 and
dexterous.
18. Wow.
Did you want it straight intelligence?
Yeah.
Okay, well then it's 17.
Okay. Which book are you reading?
Balaku.
Balaku.
Balaku. All right.
Balalala.
So you're reading that one, the
Balalala.
white book out of the two,
Balatro.
Yeah. I gave Corey the black book.
and
Don't write my name in it.
there's like a history with these apes, and the book starts out when they first arrived to Terradonia.
Okay.
That the entity known as Zathul was raising hell on Earth and destroying every city, every town, every village that stood all across Terradonia.
Yeah.
Zathul was just destroying everything.
Yeah.
And there was a zealous like cult following behind him that also made things horrible. But then one day, Balaku and his brother Goran showed up, and they took the fight to Zathul, and they fought him in the volcanic region, where they were able to lock him away and seal him away. Injured, they retreated across the world
Let's bring him out.
to the jungles, where their own cult following, which were made up of these apelings that came out of seemingly nowhere. It seems like these ape people did not exist prior to the arrival of Balaku and Goran.
Interesting.
And so when they arrived, these people backed them up, and then they all retreated to the jungle where they built the city of, what was it, Zatul-Ra, and that's where they've remained since. They haven't really left the city since that event.
Gotcha.
But that's what you kind of get reading like the brief intro history of their legacy.
Yeah.
What's so do you head towards the arena?
I guess so.
Is that the plan?
Yeah. I want to see if
Yeah,
there's
I
another
wanna go see
magic
them.
shop on the way.
Yeah,
Are there a lot of homes?
just to
Make an
compare
investigation
prices.
There's a few
I don't
homeless
feel
people.
like I should be making.
There's definitely a
investigation
significant
checks
amount.
How dare you ask?
I was just wondering.
And you see a lot of the shopkeepers
Offensive.
were a little thin,
Don't
a little
laugh.
frail.
You know,
They look like they were really like struggling with
Got
some
me
of their
messed up.
businesses.
I pull out my that leafy mantle that I got from Oakheart. Is it still like fresh, or is it like dried, or?
It's still fresh
Interesting. Okay.
Fresh, never frozen.
I want to.
because these were from the leaves of
Right.
the temple, right?
You know,
Yeah.
I want to take that out. I want to like put it on my shoulders.
Okay.
I want to feel important.
I just had
Gonna
a
say, you were
freaking-
finally blended in for once.
big brain idea that I didn't even think about.
Okay.
Big brain.
I have a ring of sending,
Mhm.
and while I can only use it once a day, that is one person that they can contact.
Who?
So-
The-
The Dragonborns.
Dragonborn.
Oh.
They can reach out to one person that they know because I don't know them, but they know them.
Ah.
So they should attune.
We're thinking and cooking with gas.
So,
Okay.
you know what we need to find? We need to find things of sending because A, it would be great for the team, but B, they can attune to them first and reach out to people, and then we know where people are.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That is actually
Okay,
really good.
so-
Yeah.
Very
Next
good
magic
idea.
shop.
Back to the magic shop.
different one. I'm not going
Don't-
back in that
Magic-
shithole.
Not the oven.
Don't worry, I'll go
Not
back to the oven.
oven.
I turn back and go to the oven.
All right.
Yours.
You go back
I
to
grab
the
your
oven.
shell before you go.
I keep walking.
No.
I keep walking.
No,
Let
no.
me go back.
I get dragged along.
Okay.
Well,
So
so
you-
strength check. Strength off.
What's the woman's name? Senri?
I
Zalara,
roll a 3.
That's
Uh,
the
Dragonborn, right?
yeah.
15.
Yeah, Zalara.
Zalara. Okay. Zalara,
I got a 5.
how long does
I'm
it take to
getting
attune to something?
Short rest.
A
so
short
1
rest, like an hour.
Dude,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Okay, and then after that she can use it?
Yeah. But you
Well, you already
used
used it today, so
Okay.
it's
So
also
it's
tomorrow.
kaput today, but you
Oh,
could do it
Okay,
tomorrow.
okay. Tomorrow? Or actually tonight. I'll give this to you, and tomorrow you can contact one person. Think about that person.
All right.
And, yeah.
Think about
so-
that.
And plus, it's like extremely important for us to have something of sending because some people in this group
Yeah,
are
that's
a little
true.
forgetful.
Who, me?
I think we take turns
I think it's fucking
sharing a
everybody.
couple of brain
I
cells.
do believe we indeed take turns sharing the brain cell.
This group has 3 brain cells and none of them have it.
Orin
Yeah.
is currently dragging me to the,
All right.
the oven.
So you
'cause
drag
I
him back to the
lost.
oven. You guys didn't get too far, so you go back to the oven.
I was like half reading, so I'm like not really paying attention.
You open the door and you see the orangutan is helping a customer, a human customer who's standing there just like.
God.
And he's like, so what are you looking for? As just heat is like radiating off of this guy.
He just passes out.
And the guy's like, you know what, I'm gonna come back on a different day. It was a pleasure.
He
doing
does
business.
not get much
Let me-
business.
Let me come back when I've drank more water.
Let me go to the bar real quick.
The literal
He
definition
leaves,
of fire sale.
and you
Yeah.
get in front of
Everything
him.
must
He's like,
go.
Oh, back so soon.
Stop.
Yes.
I hate that
I was-
so much.
I was
don't like it
wondering,
either.
my compatriots sent me here because they don't like the heat, but I do. Do you
gotta get out
have
of the kitchen.
any items of sending?
The spell sending.
Sure.
Yes.
Let me check.
Oh,
So-
you got a
Uh-huh.
cough there?
Some ashes.
Oh, okay.
He starts thumbing through. Fortunately, we just sold our stock.
Oh,
Perhaps if you come back in a week, I could commission some.
I don't know if I'll be here for a week, but thank you.
We'll let you know
we
if we're
will
still
not
in the
be here for a
market, but
week.
thank you.
Thank you.
Of course.
Turn around. I walk slowly out of there because I want to.
Soaking in the last little bit of
Yeah.
I'm a push.
heat. All right. Make a strength check.
Fuck. Again. That's cocked.
You might win.
6. Well, it's actually 8, but I rolled a 6.
7.
Hey, I pushed him.
I'm kind of letting him because I realize that he doesn't want to be in here.
All right, so you push him out, and you guys go out. You guys rolled investigation checks to look for other shops, right?
I don't think
was
I didn't.
Like,
Yeah, do you want me
looking out
to?
for Unique shops.
You didn't
but,
tell
like,
us to.
You already rolled for that.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
All right,
I
then
could-
we'll say you guys.
Can we roll again?
Are there any other magic shops?
There are, but not in this area. Like he mentioned a competitor, and you imagine that there might be, but this is like there's multiple marketplaces across the city.
Okay.
But you don't seem to find any more magic shops in this area. But Oren comes around the corner as you guys are looking around, not really finding any else of interest here.
Guys, I really don't know why you don't like that heat. It feels great. It's good for the skin.
For you.
Oren, shut up.
I wonder why.
Did you know that dry heat is actually good for the muscles and recovery?
Did he?
I don't do muscle training, so it doesn't matter for
Or
me.
maybe you should.
Seems unnecessary.
Just dislocate your shoulder.
Right.
Ah!
Oh, you big baby. Okay. The arena.
Yeah.
Alright, so as you guys gather and muster up your group and head off for the Crimson Sand Arena, where you were given brief instructions where it was, we will now be going on our break.
All
So
right.
we'll be back in a short
Okay.
15 minutes. We will see you soon.
See you soon.
Bye.
See ya.
Back from our break. Woo-hoo. So where we pick up the party had just done some shopping, rearranged their entire attire to blend into the city. Malachite is now dressed in complete white, looking as though he's a religious figure. But people don't necessarily look at him strangely or anything like that, as he blends into the crowd just like you guys do now.
Yeah.
You guys checked out a magic shop with a very warm orangutan man, and
Oh, that's what you mean by warm.
you found his items to be a little too
Oh, he meant, like,
expensive for
friendly.
your liking, and so you felt maybe we'll look around more. So
Yeah.
you left, and then now we are heading back to the arena, or going to the arena, because you haven't been there yet. So you guys got some direction, and you set out into the streets.
Yeah, you were mad.
Is there anything you guys want to do along the way? Because it's a bit of a walk. Is there anything
I don't
like
think so.
you're keeping your eye out for those dragonborn, and you're pointing out any dragonborns you see to the dragonborns, but they don't really recognize any of them along the way.
I want to look for popular buildings where there's a lot of people around.
Okay.
Like just a bunch of people gathered.
Sure. There's definitely a few pubs along the way that draw a big crowd, and as you because you had to kind of go towards the front of the city a little bit and then curve around because it's on like the outskirts against like the wall on the west side of the city, where the religious sector is kind of on the east side. So you kind of had to go to the other side, so it takes you a while to get over there. But there are huge crowds in front of this massive like sandstone coliseum. You can see it's very traditional like Greece Coliseum with like the tall kind of spacings in between them all, and you can see these banners that hang and wave with pictures of various warriors on them.
Do we know what Greece is? Do we know what Greece is?
No, you don't.
It's Greece.
But I'm just using it as
Greece IRL.
yeah. It's just lined with pillars, tons of spaces and arches with these banners hanging, and there's a huge crowd at the base of them. And you see there's like a stage with a man behind a podium, just kind of shouting out names, and people will be like putting their hands up like to place bets, and there'll be people up front taking gold and stuff like that, placing bets on people. And then there's a large line going in,
Are you
and a
actually
ticket
gonna
stand. There is a ticket stand.
join this?
Maybe not.
This
Well,
looks
we
like
need to stop at the
legit,
ticket
like
stand
the real
first,
deal.
so we can get tickets
Yeah.
for the
Tickets.
5 of us. No,
We
well,
could.
the 8
Let's
of
take a
us.
look, but we might be able to join this and then make some lucrative
Can gamble a bit.
Lucrative decisions.
plays.
Isn't that fixing a fight?
No, I want to. We're not gonna throw it, but if we win, that's just us winning. We still have to win with hard work, and we're not propositioning other teams.
Yeah, but
to
we have
take a
plot
fall.
armor.
Not in this campaign.
And next to this coliseum, I would say there is a very large like hall building. Like there's a lot of buildings here, but many of them are more tall, slender-esque buildings. But this one is very kind of wide, like a cathedral kind of esque. And you notice the crowd coming in and out are very unique. There's quite a few of the ape people who stand tall, and a lot of them look warrior-esque, or like they know their magic, or have unique skills that the average people don't have. You notice a lot of those people kind of around this building, which is right next to the Coliseum.
I bet you that's the
Do I see
Warriors building.
Do I see
I
many
think
people in
so,
white
yeah.
robes?
Not really. A lot of black robes, though. Well,
You're.
Should we go to that building first, or
And
go?
you're in your white robes now? Oh, great.
I don't think
Okay.
there's a
has
few
black
people in white
robes.
robes. You're not like a
Right.
complete isolated. Like they come here
Right.
to enjoy the show, but
Right, but I'm gonna not go and volunteer fight.
Should we go
That
to
would
that
cover
building
balloon.
first, or should we go to the ticket building and then ask if we can join?
Maybe we can ask at the ticket stand.
Are we all joining, or is it like one of us?
That's a
We
good
don't have to.
question.
We have
Because I
see
don't
how
want
it
to join.
works.
Well,
we have to see if we can.
You know, maybe I
even
do want to
join.
join. This does sound fun.
We might not even be
But
able
what if
to.
it's like no
we might
magic
not be able
allowed?
to.
If there's no magic allowed, I'm not joining.
It's like fists only.
I'll pull out my gun.
I would be absolutely fine with fist only.
I would not.
No weapons.
Tickets.
So you
I
guys
guess we'll
go
get
to the
the
ticket stands?
line.
Yeah.
Right, there is a line to get to the tickets, but there's multiple windows, and so the line is very quick.
Oh, nice.
So you get up there in like 2-3 minutes, and the person is like, "That'll be 2 gold a ticket."
2 gold, 1, 2.
Is there any way for contestants to join the fight, or is that closed already?
Are you members of the guild?
The what?
No.
Well, first you have to become members of the guild
What-
to be able to add your name to the bucket here.
What is that?
Oh, I see.
The
fight-
Sunforge Guild just next door. It's a place for adventurers to help get contracts and protect the land, as well as earn their fair share of coin. Once you build a certain notoriety at the guild, you're welcome to come here and
Oh, you know
play
what?
in our little arena.
Oh, welcome.
Oh,
That's
okay,
not very-
okay.
That's probably not a bad idea.
I pull out 2 gold and I give it to her.
She takes it and she gives you this like little red slip.
Hi for
Okay.
you.
She said hi.
Yeah,
You
she's
all
over
give her
there.
the 2 gold, I
Yeah.
assume, and you all get your little
Yeah.
red slip. And you see the crowd immediately when people get their ticket, they go to the right and they enter inside the Coliseum. Do you guys follow suit?
Sure. Well, we have our tickets.
yeah.
When does it start now? When does it start?
Oh,
It
yeah,
seems
what
like
do-
it's been going.
Oh,
It's kind of
it's
like,
like an all-day
thing.
Okay.
Oh, but the main event is at night.
Yeah.
Do we want to
Oh,
go
wait,
to the adventuring?
Is this a all-day ticket, or if we leave, do we have to buy another one?
It's an all-day ticket.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Thank you.
Of course.
You got stuff to say, huh?
All right, we can.
Very
yeah.
vocal tonight, she is.
You're.
Should we go to the adventure?
Yeah, let's stop by. I mean, it's right there.
building?
Yeah.
So you go to the guild.
Yeah.
The lollipop hill.
So you guys start heading over there, and the crowd definitely changes as you get closer. A lot of people who you feel like could maybe put up a fight against you guys.
Nah.
And they're a diverse bunch at that.
Damn it.
But you guys open up the doors, and you are inside of a huge kind of like food hall, like a meat hall, where there's just tons of tables and just tons and tons of these like rough and tumble adventurer types drinking and eating food at these tables. And you see there's a counter with a big board behind the counter of what looks like contracts posted about. And there's a few people at the counter that are kind of talking to what looks like groups of people. And she might like grab a contract and hand it to them. So on. So that's what you kind of see. It's very rustic in here. A lot of there's like animal heads kind of up on the walls, various dinosaurs, a lot of T-Rex parts, some Spinosaur parts. Yeah. What do you guys do? It's a rowdy crowd in here.
Probably the counter.
At least get a drink to start so we blend in.
Oh,
like the
yes. I
normies.
want a big.
Maybe drinks are
Big
members only. Methinks.
You guys go up to the bar, and already he just scoots. It's like this. It's a dwarvish man,
Oh, okay.
and he scoots 4 ales right onto the table in front of you guys. That'll be 2 gold.
I pull out the 2 gold and I give it to him.
Thank you. Enjoy. And he starts filling up more
Oh,
cups.
sweet. My kind of place.
Yeah,
I
you know
love
what?
Free meat.
Wait,
Have I
4?
noticed anyone?
Yeah, he
in
just puts
white
4
drinking
because he could
mead?
carry 4, and then he places more down on the table, and he's looking for anyone coming to grab them.
Oh,
So
Quick
I assume
service.
you guys would.
yeah.
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 So
Yeah.
it's 2 apiece?
So
Well,
it'd be
I grab
5
1.
silver each.
Oh, 5 silver each. Okay.
Yeah.
I grab one.
I grab it.
Half a gold.
Half a gold. Okay, I grab 2 because I don't have any silver.
Okay. So you guys grab it, and they are big,
sure you'll
frothy
change.
mugs of just some like dense, warm ale.
Have I noticed anybody
beer.
in white?
Well, maybe not warm. It's cool.
Have I noticed
Definitely
like the religious people, the
Goran,
nope, the other one.
Balaku?
Balaku.
Balaku. Have I noticed
Balatro.
any of the Balaku followers drinking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Well, they're drinking
yes,
water.
but you do notice a lot of them don't seem to be drinking alcohol, and there's not a lot in here. Like you see, there's definitely like groups of like ragtag people, and occasionally you'll see one person in white robes.
Well, I just mean like in general, like throughout the day.
Yeah.
Not specific.
got things
They're
to
not
say.
big drinkers, but you have seen 1 or 2 drinking alcohol, so it's not like a forbidden taboo thing.
Okay. Sure.
But it's definitely not like, you know, you don't see them drunk. Like you've definitely seen some black robed guys
Yeah.
just puking their guts
Okay.
out on the side of the road.
Well,
Black, black
I'll
robes, huh?
I'll take a drink.
Real.
Okay. So you get a drink and you all find a
we,
table.
Are we actually joining the guild, or are we
Mm.
LARPing right now?
I feel like me
We
joining
should
the
join
guild
the
would
guild.
not be good considering the LARPing decisions I've already made.
Well, you see a few white robed people in this place,
True.
sitting at tables eating.
Right, but I'm not trying to be an outlier.
Sure.
Okay, well, I think I want to join the guild. Do we have to join as a group?
I
I don't
No,
think so.
Probably not. I'm down to
Kinda.
join.
want to join.
I want to join.
Sorry,
I'm
you
feeling
needed
emboldened
to
with
have
this big
citizenship for 3 days. You've only been here for 2.
That's illegal.
That's discrimination.
Yeah.
So everyone
Nice.
seems like they want to join the guild,
You say
Sure.
ice.
Except me.
except you. Yep. So you're staying out. So the 4 of you
Why not?
go up to the counter, and you see it is a very large loxodon, an elephant person. They kind of are wearing a kind of big, almost like sheet like garment. Like it's just really big on them, but it appears to be a woman. And she says,
Pierce
"Welcome to the Sunforged Guild."
Howdy.
Howdy.
Hello.
Haven't heard that phrase before.
Yeah, it's new. I'm trying to make something.
Trying to get it
I
started.
don't recognize your faces. Are you new here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the guild. Are you experienced fighters?
No.
You could say that.
Experienced warriors.
Are you looking to join the guild?
That's what we were thinking. Yeah.
We would like to know the perks, you might call it, of joining this guild specifically.
Well, we give
We
you.
got lots of offers.
You do?
Is there
By
a
joining the
sign-on
guild, you
bonus?
grant access to the contracts behind us, which come with some pretty reasonable pay. How many of our members make their money and their livings?
We could use.
There's a
some
lot of
money.
troubles across the land that
You
need
could.
attendance to.
No, not really.
It also grants you membership into the Coliseum and free entry whenever you want. You can enter it whenever you want.
Oh, you don't have to
Place
pay for
bets
tickets?
without a bet commission fee, and you can participate. Which there are big rewards when you participate, because the people
Oh.
love seeing a good fight.
They're really selling me on this, guys.
Right. So, let's say if we perhaps just bought tickets to the Coliseum and then we came here and we became guild members, do you think we could possibly get a refund?
Refund?
On your tickets,
Yeah.
it's not worth the hassle.
Damn it.
Yeah, this seems like you have to call
Damn it.
corporate and.
Yes, that would have to go.
You'll be in
a
an
little
endless
bit.
sending.
We're
loop.
not that close with the Coliseum. They would like to have a little more experienced people participate in most of their events. Sometimes, they bring out the one that's supposed to die. You know how it is.
Yeah.
They're not guild members, and typically
they-
people don't sign up for that role.
Are they criminals?
Criminals, people with debt that they could not pay off, and so they work that job to pay off their debt.
Damn.
They don't always
then they
die. They're
die.
given a shot to survive. In fact, there's this Dragonborn fellow down there who's been doing a pretty good job surviving for a while now.
Ding 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 ding.
A dragonborn, you say?
Yes.
What
I don't
color?
recall his name. He's bronze, I believe.
I turned to Varesh and Jaxus, and the other
There
one.
was
I forget
a
her name.
There
bronze
was a
one.
bronze one. It could be.
Oh, sorry.
They start thinking about their friends. Let me go to the.
Man, I do not remember what they look like.
Man, there were so many.
They all kind of look the same.
Oh fuck, what's gonna happen when we hit max capacity on the iguanas, bro?
They're gonna have to walk next to us.
We have to buy more.
We can't afford a fucking
That's why we're
iguana.
gonna get contracts and complete the contracts.
Yeah.
It could be corn.
The
Bronze hide?
contracts.
Corn?
Corn?
Love
What
the
kind of
name.
name?
Corinne.
Corinne. Oh,
Oh.
that sounds like my name.
Oh.
No, it's not.
Wow, I'm sure you guys are gonna be best friends actually. Just
I
because
bet.
of
It is
that.
kind of similar to yours, actually. It could be him, but I need to see him.
Well, might as well check. We already bought the fucking tickets.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well-
we would love to join.
Wow,
All
you
right,
just gotta speak
can I see
for
everyone's IDs, please?
us. Yeah,
Boom.
I whipped that thing out.
All right, so
I
you guys
pull-
whip them out, put it on a table.
I pull out my photo and it looks like this.
It does, because you guys were drunk when you took these photos.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah.
And did you change out of your bathing suits before the photos?
I
Or
wasn't
after
in
the
one.
photo?
I think I put something
definitely
on.
after.
So you were in your
You were in your
fucking
skivvies, bro.
bikini.
You were, oh my god.
Oh,
Because he had
no.
the-
Listen,
But my shirt's
That was a
probably
banana.
wet.
Yeah.
But
I don't
What
have.
shirt?
I
Hey,
know
what color
I was
was your
like
shirt?
stark, dead,
Yeah.
deadpan,
Just
Yeah.
just locked the
Oren
fuck
definitely
in.
has the goofiest one.
I just look like I'm like wasted as hell. in
She's
mine.
like, and
Edmund looks normal.
what is your group name?
Oh fuck. You know, guys, we've been together for so long, but we have not once.
We do have a group name.
I thought we
Oh,
had
do
one.
we?
Yeah.
We have a group name. We
I don't
thought
think we
about it.
openly discussed it. though.
chaos follows.
No, no.
It was the Valley's Vengeance, right?
No, wasn't it the one
yes,
with the
it was. Hold
the
on,
cucks
hold
or
on.
something?
No.
What if we just
You
go
could
by our
change it
home-
right now if you want.
What if we
you
just
don't
go
like
by
what
our
it is.
I
hometown
like
name?
I'm pretty
You
sure
guys
it
haven't
was the
really told
Valley's
many people.
Vengeance.
That's not my hometown. Oh yeah,
I
it is.
think so. I think so.
I thought we landed on something different though. I thought that was like second place.
There were some funny names I remember.
Farm.
Well,
Barf?
let's-
Damn, we thought about it. We thought about it, and I wrote it down. I know I did.
well, here we can be Valley's Vengeance, but maybe in the overworld.
I don't know if I love Valley's Vengeance.
Okay, bro.
It's kind of cringe.
really think that?
We're not really
Veronica?
going on vengeance
Yeah,
though
I do.
anymore. We already we stopped our devils. Now
Yeah,
we're
I guess
just
that's true.
We're
I guess
doing other shit.
we have no venging to do.
Right, we're doing other shit
You're
now.
in your like exploration phase.
What about
Yeah, I
the
think
early
we made-
explorers.
Hey, we're between vengeancings.
True.
the early explorers?
are.
Isn't that bad.
I think we
didn't
made
think
it the
about
Valley's
that.
Vengeance like after we had conquered our own, and then after, or like as we were conquering, or
Time,
like
whatever.
kicking out the devils from the second one.
Sure.
I don't know. Was it
We're no longer
vengeance or
vengeance.
redemption?
We're no longer vengeful though.
Yeah, we're not so much vengeful.
What about just like
I can see
Oakheart?
this is a hot topic, so I'll let you guys discuss
Sorry,
this. I'm going
we-
to help someone
love
else.
that story.
We thought we
step
had this
to the
down.
side.
Yeah.
We thought we had this one.
We'll step to the side. Give us one
What if
second
we just
here.
go by Oakheart?
That's boring.
Well, I mean it's easy.
No,
The
we
Oak
cannot.
Hearts.
That's
It's
so
easy.
overdone.
Bro, there is not a single town in this
The Oakheart
place called Oakheart, bro. I could probably bet you 5 gold on it.
The cheeseheads.
Not the cheeseheads.
The cheeses.
The cheeseheads.
I don't like cheese.
Why?
We don't
What is
make
our group?
cheese in the town.
What is
so
our
it doesn't
group?
really make
Like,
sense.
what do you
A bunch
mean?
of fucking idiots.
I know.
Whoa, not
that
me,
is,
Why
not
can't
me,
we just be
Most
a
of the
bunch
party.
not me, not me.
All right.
I won't
What about
disagree
what
with
about
you.
Oren and the shits?
No.
You mean Oren has the shits?
That
From all that
is
shit.
also
Facts.
true.
Oren gives the shits.
No, wrong. It was the chili.
Can I?
I miss Voshka. Let's name our group Voshka's Vengeance.
What about like
The Vashkas.
Omega?
No.
No.
What about
Omega?
Alpha and Omega?
No, because
We're
who's the
alpha.
alpha?
Me.
I'm
No.
Sigma.
Yo,
I'm Sigma.
So you're the beta.
secret. Okay, yeah. I
Who's
guess
the
that fits.
Kappa?
Kappa Chungus, buddy.
Kappa is way further down.
Fuck my
What?
Kappa chungus.
Okay.
I don't know this alphabet.
What are some adjectives that everyone feels? We're just gonna sit out down at a table. I'm gonna definitely.
No, we should
Yeah,
really
y'all
be
sit and
standing
start
right. I think it'd be
drinking.
really funny if we're
gonna
standing
drink
right
like
at
a
the desk,
whole-
but like just right to the
I'm
side.
gonna drink my whole thing as we're talking about this.
Um,
I'll roll Constitution if you need me to. But
Someone pull
For
out
every
a
drink you
random.
drink, roll a Constitution saving
yeah.
throw.
Someone roll a random.
As you guys are sitting
generator.
down discussing drinking, a waitress comes by with like a large chunk of meat, like a roast on a plate, and she puts it down in the middle of the table. If you'd like this, it would be 2 gold. She takes it. Enjoy.
The fastest 2 gold.
It's a 19. I want another drink.
Okay.
I rolled 2 8s for both my constitution for
You're
both my drinks.
pretty drunk, like really drunk, actually.
Okay.
But you're stone cold sober. Another drink comes to your table, 5 silver.
So adjectives that describe our group.
Oh my
You are
God.
so good at rolling
Insane.
that one on drinking.
Yeah. So you
You got
I've
a
done
nat
it
one?
before?
Yes.
Oh well.
Yeah,
like,
no card.
immediately like blackout drunk. Like you are just
What?
trashed right now.
One
somehow.
beer, dwarves really did this man in.
Schizophrenic.
But like
insane.
you're not completely blackout. You're like on that cusp. You're
It's
in
like
dangerous waters.
you're like if I take one more shot,
There's something
I will
about
not
your
remember.
ale, like-
Wait.
And maybe the heat
Do
is
I
like
have
getting to
advantage
you.
on con saves?
What about the
No.
cleansers?
The
No,
cleansers.
that
Cleaned out.
sounds.
No, because someone could be like, "Oh, why don't you cleanse my dick?"
Yeah.
And then we'll say yeah.
Who
And
the
then
cleansed
hell
my
is gonna
ass?
say that, bro? What are you talking about?
I would say that.
What if we were
You're
like
a part of the party.
The
the
heat
Merry
is getting
Misfits.
worse.
Misfits?
The Mary. I wouldn't really say we're
That's too
misfits, though.
whimsical, Dartha.
Huh.
True, that doesn't really give any fear
Okay.
factor, I think.
What
What
if it
about
was something
The,
missing?
fear
the devil
factor.
Are we really
daddies.
misfits, though? I was a good kid growing up.
What about the devil
me.
daddies?
I'm not even supposed to be in this
No.
generation.
Daddies.
I
You
think
know,
some
that is
devils
true.
would take.
I don't think there's any
offense to it.
devils here, though.
Yeah,
There
we
should
don't have
be.
no devils.
Hopefully.
You got a
Hope
problem.
not.
There are.
Well, yeah, we'll kill them if there are.
You know what? Maybe that'll, like, if there are any hiding, that'll make them come out. They'll be like,
What
hey.
about the half-wits and 1 full wit? You guys are the half-wits, I'm the full wit.
No,
That's-
in no possible world would
That's
you
too
be the
many.
full wit.
That's too many adjectives.
the only person who has
Definitely
a
doesn't roll
plus
off
2
the tongue.
intelligence, I think.
If you
Yeah, but
imagine
you're
a crowd
still
chanting
dumb.
that.
2 half-wits and 1 hat and 1 wit. Let's go.
A wit and a half.
Oh, wait.
A wit and a half. 2.5
bad.
wits.
The farmers.
Yeah.
we have
We
guns.
are farmers.
Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
What about
Okay.
what about we have guns?
That's just a threat. That's just a straight threat.
Nobody will fuck with us.
I don't.
Nobody knows what a gun is, bro.
They'll find out pretty soon.
Oh my god.
Promise of violence.
No, we've been pretty
What's something that
non-violent
we-
recently.
What's
I think.
something that we stand for?
Recently.
Well, we're not running on vengeance anymore, so it's kind of hard to say.
Well,
We were running on freedom, but like it's already
I would
free.
say
Well,
that, like-
Kyle, I'm gonna cast Lesser Restoration on myself because I don't want to be drunk.
Okay. So you sober
When you
yourself
don't want to
up
be
almost
drunk, so you take
immediately.
a cold shower.
I'm gonna actually have
It's a
another.
relief, and even like you were kind of suffering from heat exhaustion because you're not really used to this
Oh
heat,
yeah.
Does
and so
anyone-
that's
does
why
anyone
you got so
know
drunk. And so you
Latin?
also relieve yourself of this heat exhaustion.
Oh yeah, you
I
relieve
rolled a
yourself
natural
by
one,
taking a
so
pee.
I'm
I know
fucking
Elvish.
sloshed off my second.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Like listening
Sure,
to
true.
them saying the stupidest fucking names in existence and drinking this beer has just really put you into like the giggles, and you get completely lost in this drink.
Well, you know, I think that there's some work that needs to be done on these.
You know
Definitely.
yeah, no, that's true.
what? While I'm drunk, I just want to say.
Well, you're sober now.
Well, I know, but like when I was drunk,
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
retroactively, I
Change his mind.
suggest
Actually,
the name,
I wanna be drunk.
and it's just like. I just say some shit primordial.
It just sounds like a belch.
Yo, what the fuck
Oh
was
wait,
that?
I kind of half
It was.
understood that.
I can't understand that.
Wait, what were you saying? Because I can half understand you.
Really?
I know Aqua,
Whisper it.
which is part.
Oh.
Wait, let's do telephone. You'll whisper it this way, and then when it gets back to you, that's
That's a good idea. Okay. Wait. Oh, wait. We don't have headphones though. Fuck.
Are you gonna start with an actual name?
No, but
I'll close my ears.
me in English.
yeah.
Oh, I'm telling you
Yeah.
in English.
Yeah.
And so when it gets
Yeah.
back to him, it's what he thinks he heard you say because
Yeah.
he kind of speaks like.
Wait, I'll plug my ears.
Well, that.
Well, you uncovered.
Yeah, then I really
yours.
can't hear.
All right, hold on.
Okay, we all gotta
Everyone
plug our
their
ears.
Right.
You too, folks.
You have to unplug your ears.
I
Yeah,
don't
you're
have to, I
saying
know
it,
what I'm
right.
saying. I would love to know what I'm saying, but I didn't because I was just gonna say it was gibberish and then move on.
Oh, hurry up.
Now
Oh,
we're
now
doing
you have to
this.
figure it out.
Oh my.
Okay, well, shut up. I got something.
No way. No way.
You're so bad at whispering.
I didn't hear it. Tell me. I can uncover my ears
I can
now.
uncover my ears.
Okay, what do you think he said?
I look at Malachi shocked. Dick in the beans.
Is that what you said?
No, I said shithead at the McGee's.
I heard dick in
I heard
the beans.
dickhead in the shit or something.
I heard dickhead and the bees.
I got dick in the bees.
Dick in the beans.
Dick in the beans.
I purposely mumbled quickly with Kyle just to mess it up a little bit. I'll be honest with you guys.
I mean, I tried to be quiet before you. I didn't want
It's only fun if it gets messed
Yeah,
up.
I felt like I was having a stroke listening to her. She was like slurring 2 words at the same time. It was crazy.
Why do my ears kind of hurt from closing them so hard?
Anyway,
Pressure.
Oh.
You're like,
Oh my god.
so you sober up after saying that, and then
I say that,
pissed
I
drunk.
hear him say it, I'm like, I need to
think-
be done with this.
Lesser
I think it
restoration.
should be something that, honestly, I think we can all admit here, we're not the smartest of groups as a whole.
I'm pretty
There
smart.
are some smart people smarter than others.
yeah, I guess as a whole though we
but
do have.
you know what? We are, in a way, historians. We are, in a way,
me the
maybe.
most?
The Fistorians.
No.
Oh my god.
Not the worst I've heard.
And we are victors. We could be the Victorians.
The Victorians.
That's kind of too on the nose.
Very posh.
I think that's kind of like big-headed.
Do you think we'd have a style of home named after us?
I don't know what that is, but we're victors and historians because we're practicing with all this old technology that's found new.
Victor
What
Orion.
if we're the city nuke destroyers?
But we could be the Victorians.
City Nuke Destroyer.
Victorians.
Silvery barbs.
Silvery Barbs, that's her name. That's great. I like that. I'm voting for this one.
Damn, we said.
Wait.
Time.
What? Kingsley. Something with
about him?
Kingsley.
No, I'm honestly, legitimately, let's just fucking do Silvery Barbs.
No,
no.
that's not special.
No, it's
That's
not.
not special.
None of you are special.
Vox
I am.
Populi.
I died and came back.
Me too.
Bruh.
I've never heard
Okay.
of that before.
I'm the OG.
familiar.
No, only the first half. It means voice of the people.
What if we're the cucks?
Yeah, the cooks.
What?
I'm down. Sure.
Ain't no way we're going with the
We're
cops.
not going.
Didn't we enter
No.
a competition with some kind of name?
The Nilfs.
Yeah,
Elf
the
in the
nil.
eye. What the fuck?
But that was in
God.
Zach's campaign.
That was in Zach's campaign.
Wild.
Yeah, that was.
My bad. Okay, fine. No
Is that
nils.
when we were streaming?
Oh, it means.
I don't think so.
I don't think
No,
That
it
was
wasn't,
pre-stream
Oh my
days.
gosh.
Okay.
Okay.
David, this is hard.
It is
Well,
hard.
well,
It
our-
is
most of
weird.
us-
important.
Most of
The
us are
best things are hard.
elves or humans. Most of us. Well, I guess except one turtle and.
You know. I'm trying to think.
Turtleback riding.
No.
How would you explain some of these items? Maybe they're wondrous. I know wondrous is like a real thing without that we've ever seen a wondrous item, but
One Direction.
Well, you
know-
have two.
I think we just saw some earlier.
oh,
True.
probably.
At the
Well,
One
Your bags of holdings
Direction.
are wondrous.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. Bags of holding.
That
but-
orb that creates an ocean is surely a wondrous
Definitely a
item.
wondrous item.
maybe in a way we are.
Wondrous items.
No.
Oh,
What if the wondrous items
is the friend
were to the
we made.
friends?
I mean, we could.
What about the
What ab-
friends?
No.
No, your friends.
My friends.
Our friends.
I think we should
Why
call
not?
it. Nope, you go.
We could just be the Wanderers.
I like that idea.
No, because he's the wanderer.
Yeah, what are you gonna say?
No,
The
what
wanderer
about
and his wanderer.
I say
Wander
I
in
mean,
One
we hate.
direction.
And the direction is
As long
justice.
as I've been with you guys, that's all the fucking
No
thing.
way.
He has
Yeah,
a fucking
way.
point, actually.
We've done some terrible things to be for justice. I don't think we can be
No.
for justice anymore.
We literally beat devils.
Yeah, but we also,
I'm
like,
cool with the
drove a man
wanderers.
to,
I know
like,
that's
commit
kind of
suicide.
one-sided.
did have a man to commit suicide.
basically,
Yeah.
Nora, basically.
I forgot with him.
Yeah.
you drove a man to commit suicide.
True.
Don't talk to me. Anyways,
You're dead.
The wanderer.
You're
What about the Dragonborn finders?
no.
Wow, what a dog shit.
That's like quite temporary, you know.
Yeah.
Well,
so-
maybe the Dragonborns that are missing will see the name and be like,
No,
whoa.
no way the Dragonborn
Whoa.
fighters. I would Dragonborn. You don't think 80% of the fucking population that's Dragonborns?
What about your kids are looking for you, please. Please let us know if you're
We have your kids.
We have your children.
We have your
we have your
children.
kids. Please contact us if you're missing your children.
I say we just don't pick one, and we'll go in a circle every time somebody asks.
Child
us,
service. Let's be
Like a different
CPS.
name?
We'll give them a different name every
my
single
God.
time.
Let's be
You'll never
DPS,
build notoriety.
Dragonborn Protection Services.
DPS.
No.
Dragonborn, instead of CPS, instead of Child Protection Services, we're
Detroit
Dragonborn.
Public Schools.
The fuck is that?
I think that's taken.
Yeah,
Yeah, that one might be in use.
I can't.
Yo, what?
What is it?
I mean,
Okay.
we'll make better use out of it.
Oh, topical.
So,
Oh damn.
I mean,
we're not
that
getting
took me a minute.
anywhere.
I know I've said it already. I think the Wanderers is pretty cool.
I don't like that name.
Yeah, I don't either. It's too inclusive for you.
It's
Not the
too,
rest of us.
Listen,
it's-
he made a good point. All the fuck we've been doing for the
Now we
past
live
2
in a
months is
rock, okay?
Well,
wandering.
then how about this be the Nomads?
Great.
The Nomads.
We move around. That's
I feel
better than
like-
the Wanderers. Cause what about the Lost and Not Found?
The addicts.
No.
What? The what?
The addicts.
The
What
Found
about-
Treasures?
What about party
She
not
brings
included?
another round of ales for the table.
Thank you.
Among Us.
Yeah, I'll drink one now.
I need to sober up a little bit. I'm like,
Well, I guess it's my 1st
I'm
drink,
real.
so I have. I would
I'm
have.
leaning.
You get your Constitution.
Yeah, con
modifier?
save.
Can I get? Oh.
Yeah, it would have been great
what
if I
it's
didn't roll
something to-
one.
Oh yeah,
With
you
the
handled it
radioactive.
quite well.
I'm at 3 right now.
Oh,
don't
the
worry.
Geiger counter.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
The Geigers. That's
That's my
sounds
old
like-
childhood neighbors.
Somebody's gonna be like, guy girls?
Geiger.
yeah.
Yeah, no adult that one. Okay.
What about the Shackled
Do you have
King?
an idea?
No.
14.
The
No.
Unshacklers.
14. You're tipsy. Definitely not drunk, but you're feeling it. Getting a little warm.
Those who should be shackled but
I'm gonna
are
have
not.
another drink.
All right,
Yeah,
make
the
a con
thing
save.
is,
9.
9. You're drunk. You're
I would
definitely,
say that,
that one pushed you over.
do we do things that people have not done before? Yes. Do we
Yeah.
always do the right thing? No.
Yes.
Yes.
Do we try our best most of the
No.
time?
We
Most
try
of the
an
time. Yeah.
amount.
Most of the time.
Most of the time.
So
The do-gooders sometimes, but not all the time.
The mild good people. The mildly good people.
The mids.
The mids.
mids, the B pack.
Mid-pack.
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 The mildly
Why is it so
moral.
It's the hardest part of any.
What about
adventuring.
hot
We could
sauce
waste
in the name.
3 sessions doing
You could.
this, by the
What
way.
about
You've
hot
got the
sauce
rest
from
of the
Tebow?
session, at
Hot
least.
sauce from Tebow.
I don't want to use the rest of
At-
the session.
at most, I
please.
mean.
I think we should use the rest of the session.
At least.
You know what?
As
How
you
about
guys
we
are talking,
talk about this during our billiards and babbling tonight?
Could we come back to the name?
Yeah, I guess we could just be to be determined for now.
TBD.
so you go up to the counter and you tell
big
her,
dick.
Do we have to give a name now?
preferably, but I can put a later. We can do this later, but I'll just take your names and put it on the same
Yeah.
group
That'd
page.
be great.
We thought we had this down, but I guess nobody likes our last name. So,
Just like,
Yeah.
just write like TBD.
what
for
do you
now.
think?
Okay.
What do you
To
think
be
of the Valley's
determined.
Vengeance?
It's a little tacky.
That's what I thought.
That's what I thought.
Oh, what about?
Kind of small-minded, if you ask me. Everything
Yeah.
just about a valley.
Well,
Damn,
that's where,
she's good. Maybe we should have
That's
been
where
talking to her.
maybe that's where it started. It's an origin story.
I'm just saying.
Maybe we should put
small.
origin story in the title. Maybe that could be
What about the purple people eaters?
None of us are
Highly
purple.
regarded.
Literally none of us.
Yeah, but there's purple things that are on in the
And
outside world.
we don't eat. Wait. We encountered one kind of once.
Yeah, that's true.
A million
If you need an
years
example,
ago.
the most popular group here in the city is called the Star Keepers.
Well, we'll be the Star Breakers.
I was like,
The
I was
Star
about to get riled
Stealers.
up, and I was like, oh, wrong campaign.
The Star Fuckers. Star Fuckers.
No, then we'd just be jocking their style.
Yeah.
It's kind of. What about the?
I still think the Wanderers is really solid. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
I
That's
just
what
think
I'm
it's
saying.
a little
What about the?
flat.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, we'll keep it on the back burner.
What about the kind of cool people?
the mids?
Yeah.
You want to talk about the Wanderers being flat?
The
Well.
mid
What about the mids? How do you feel about mid?
Do I even have to tell you how I feel about the mids? It's mid.
Sometimes you know what?
Yo, you
Sometimes
fuck with
the mid
them-
pack be hitting them.
You fuck with
What's the most
a mid white
overused
elf.
adventuring name that you've ever gotten through here? What's the one that you see all the time?
I hear vengeance a lot.
Okay.
Shit.
No,
Okay.
don't
Okay.
use
Okay.
vengeance.
Okay.
Okay.
No vengeance.
What else do you hear a lot?
Beast slayers.
Yeah, that one's. I would never pick that.
Beat Star.
B-Star?
Yeah, a lot of beast, revenge, vengeance. You know, a lot of people come here to vent their
Dongans.
rage, thinking they have very unique skills. And a lot of them just end up dying.
Well, I can
But
assure
the ones
you,
with the unique names
we're different.
that aren't based around revenge, they make it pretty far.
What about we're gonna make it far?
Stop.
I'm trying.
We're going far, kid.
Dad, I'm trying my hardest.
You're gonna go far, kid.
It's a good one.
Looking for GF. Hit my line.
DTF. Wait, down to fight.
The green
Down the
screens.
fight? Yo, DTF down the fight. That's actually not bad.
The
Down to
green
fight.
screens.
What's it?
Well, I will just put down a later thing.
Yeah, good
You
idea.
guys are welcome to, and she kind of passes out little badges,
Oh.
and you see that they are guild member badges.
Thanks.
These are temporary until you prove your worth. You will have to pick a contract off the wall.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
I will recommend a few.
Guys,
that's
I
a
have
great
a great
idea.
idea.
Okay.
Our lawyer made us change the name of this song so we don't get sued.
Yeah, that would
Oh, I know. The contractors. Because we work for contract money now.
What
The
about
Undertakers.
what about my lawyer has advised me not to speak any longer.
She pulls down 3 contracts.
How about hopeful wanderers?
Hopeful bonder.
And she puts them in front of you. One is called Pest in the Pipes. The second is Lost Caravan. And the third is Fireheart Flower.
Oh,
We really
Lost
just gave it a
Caravan.
side
We
question.
found one of those.
Yo, no shit.
Can I read it?
You read it and it says a small spice caravan out of Gornir never made it to Solren, last seen heading through the sand chasm. It's 150 gold pieces plus whatever recovered goods.
What about
Plus the goods.
What about the
Yeah.
pipes?
The pipes, sewer tunnels beneath the city are being overrun by sand rats and bugs. Cleared daily, they keep returning. Something worse might be down there. But
Deal with bugs all the
I got
time.
something.
I don't want to deal with no more.
We can
fucking
deal with
bugs.
bugs. I love dealing with bugs.
These
it's
ones
100 gold a
These ones
person.
might not be.
Oh, per person.
Per person.
But
Yeah.
person.
What about the fire heart flower?
Yeah.
Or,
An alchemist is paying to retrieve a rare blooming cacti. Northeast of the city, it is 25 gold each flower. But it's in a dangerous heat zone.
Oh,
Nope.
Send me in there. What do you think? Pest in the pipes?
Spice, dude.
that's. I mean, that's.
Perhaps the spice cart.
Well, I mean, how much are the goods valued at? Assuming that we get all of them.
Oh, that's. I don't know.
Which
The
that's a
wandering
bad
sigil.
assumption, but like the
The
what?
wandering what?
The wandering sigil.
The
That's good.
wandering
I like that. That's great.
Vegetative. I don't love
Well,
that.
once. Or twice.
It's not bad.
No objections.
No, what? I literally,
Not bad.
I literally objected like before you even
Yeah.
started.
Literally did not hear you at all.
Well, that's your problem.
The only thing is like we only have like one
Exactly.
like.
These are very bottom tier contracts. As you
Warlock.
complete these, you'll unlock more
Sure, yeah.
better paying contracts.
We'll think about it. We'll sit on a bunch of them.
Mhm. I think we should
have
do the
time.
pest one.
Well, you
That's
have about
500
a
gold.
week until we revoke your membership.
That's
Those
not
are
that.
about easy.
That's
I think-
plenty.
What if we get to you in 6 days, 23 hours, 59 minutes?
That's fine.
Valid.
Alright.
What if they're closed?
Fuck.
We are never closed.
Oh,
24 hours.
Not even on holidays.
Open on Christmas?
you poor
Whatever that is.
employees.
Whatever it is, we're open.
Should we do the
Juneteenth?
pest one then? 500 gold. for
Yep.
the entire-
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
We should do the pipe.
Well, should I?
We should
I should
pipe.
probably just join the guild. I'm just gonna. do
Probably.
it.
Okay, so you just joined the guild. So she adds your name to the list of the party.
What
Which
about
one are you taking?
beware the pipeline?
Shut
The
up.
pipeline from.
Seward's having a fucking heat stroke or something.
Seaward, go sit in the shade.
Drinking an
You're
oat-
standing right in front of the window, dude.
Isn't it?
I'm just
It's
like.
hot
you
in
can
this
see the-
tavern, isn't it?
It is pretty hot.
We
in
should
the
be
tavern.
rolling a disadvantage with the heat, I think.
That's
I only
Seaward
had
should.
one drink. I only had one drink.
Well,
anyway,
I rolled
so-
a nat one, so it didn't matter.
yeah. You guys definitely are walking away from this place quite trashed.
We're more
But
like
you
we're
don't take a
stumbling
contract
away.
right now. You're gonna come back later.
No, we're
we
taking the
keep-
rat.
no, the
You take
pipe.
the rat.
Taking
All
the
right,
rats.
so you take the rat.
Rats.
It gives you like the
Rats.
coordinates in the
Rats.
city that are where the tunnels need to be taken care of, and it's a little bit of ways. But you step outside of this hall, I presume, and you go out back into the center space where you see the large crowds going into the Coliseum.
Yes.
Are you guys attending to this contract immediately? Are you going to the Coliseum? Are you going back to the hotel? It is probably
Let's
about
poke.
like I would late afternoon.
I say we poke our heads into the Coliseum because we can just come and go.
True.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
might
let's
as well
just
check
poke
it
in.
out.
Yeah.
Okay.
See what's
Pay for your
going on.
tickets.
Yeah.
That
So-
worked with me.
You guys go into the Coliseum. You kind of go into the crowd, and there is a kind of brief security check where they just kind of like look at you guys.
No
and
outside
they just
food.
pat you down. They're not like going through your bags so much.
Yeah, I got a.
I got.
You got pole, bro.
But
I got
you guys
nothing.
make your way up. You kind of go up the ramp and make your way to where you can see this very large sand arena where there's kind of these large stone structures that are sticking out of the ground. And there's currently what looks like a man in some rather nice metal armor running across the sand with what looks like 3 raptors in pursuit of him.
Oh.
And as one of them lunges at him, he immediately turns and he swipes the head clean off of one of the raptors
No.
as the body like splits and goes rolling into the blood. And he immediately hides behind his shield in his other hand as the raptors start clawing at it. And he pushes him off, and you see he puts his sword in the air and it starts glowing with white light. And he cuts it down. Well,
Okay.
sorry, black light.
I'm going crazy.
I was gonna say, is
Yeah.
there any chance this guy's a really
Black
long
light. He's gonna see all the
hat?
stains on me.
But it almost looks like it's just complete darkness. Like it's Vanta Black
That's
his sword turns into, and he
crazy.
smacks it down on
Yeah.
this raptor, and it just it like almost explodes, and the sand goes across the arena.
Dragon Ball Z sword.
And
sorry.
you could just hear him like sprinting through, and the whole crowd is just going crazy.
I'm
And,
also going crazy.
yeah. You guys find seats, and you just kind of watch various battles occurring.
Oh, keep an eye out for that fucking dragon.
Yep. The brass.
Wait, is he the main event?
No.
No, it doesn't seem to be the main event.
Okay. No, is the Dragonborn the main event?
You don't know. So
I mean,
like,
I would assume probably not because the person didn't remember the dragon.
Oh yeah, I
name
guess that's true.
at the counter. So
well, when you guys heard about the Dragonborn, you guys were talking about how there's people who are basically put in the arena to die, and they're basically trying to work off a debt
Well, that kind
or
of
work
like,
off something.
That
And
kind
so
of really tracks with me. So.
this guy has. She was just saying this guy's impressive because he survived multiple throwings in here where most people would have died already. Um,
kind of tracks.
so he doesn't seem like he's a
transported
gladiator type. He's more of like
fighting for his kids.
a show.
here. True.
Aw.
Yeah. But you guys are watching.
I turned to the guy next to me.
You see a minotaur, a kind of whitish minotaur, with some like his eyes are a little bit dark and blackish, and he looks at you.
Did they throw the Dragonborn guy in here yet?
No,
Bronze?
no, not yet.
Oh, when do you think he's gonna be on?
I don't know.
Oh,
And he just gets sucked right back into the game.
damn.
The what?
Shut
Oh
up.
my god.
You just
But the
lost
guy
the game.
slays the raptors, and then he kind of does a victory lap as all of those large stone pillars collapse, and the arena is once again completely flat.
Shut up.
And he's just doing a victory lap as the bodies of the raptors are being pulled away, as people riding raptors are coming out and just like hooking them with ropes and yoinking them to the sides of the arena.
do this.
The gladiator just kind of cheers, and he goes into a side door where once again the stones come barreling out of the ground in a completely different formation this time. There's like 4 of them kind of pointed towards the center, making like this interesting like canopy thing in the middle.
Canopy.
And you see a gate opens and like 10 people come sprinting out of various races, some mammalian, some reptilian. There's a few humans in there, and they're all wearing like collars around their neck, and they're not wearing much clothes at all. And they just start sprinting out into the field as you hear a gate open up, and you hear a loud roar come out as a grayish dinosaur with like 2 horns right here comes out, and it's got tiny little arms. You would immediately recognize it as a Carnosaurus.
Cheeto dust?
No Cheeto dust. And it just starts running across the field, and it bites one person clean, and you just see his legs sticking out of the mouth as it just starts shaking him in the air. And you guys are searching the crowd for the Dragonborns, if there are any in there, and you do see one Dragonborn, a bronze one, running, and he seems to be the fastest amongst the lot.
Thank God.
And the Dragonborns next to you are like, "That's him! That's him!"
Yes.
That's Brody.
Oh, great.
Okay.
All right, well, let's just watch this, and then we go talk to somebody. Yeah!
Well, I mean, clearly he has a debt, or he went to jail for
Yeah,
something.
we could
so-
buy that off him.
You think so?
His face.
No.
I'm sure it's only like 20 gold.
Keeper of the Gold is like absolutely not.
I have 1,000 of my own gold. I'll do it with my own.
Freaking Sigurd Bank said just refused.
If it's more than like 500, we should not pay for that shit, bro. You can die in there. I don't give a fuck.
Damn, what the fuck, dude? As Varashian Jaxus and...
Yeah, they're just like, he
No,
doesn't mean that.
he does not mean that.
I don't mean that.
He'd
I'm
just
just
be
upset
saying
with how
things.
expensive everything here is. Now we don't have any fucking money. Fuck!
I put in my notes that everything's expensive as shit. So.
You got 5,000
fucking
gold, bro.
That's not enough for anything.
It's
It
enough
is
for
if
like
you
2
open your
things.
mind.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's enough for everything, and then we will
like-
be broke.
Yeah,
like
it's enough for like one
the
thing for one
basic
person,
health
and then
potions.
out of
Yeah.
money.
It's enough for quite literally, like 2 things,
Right.
2.5 things.
That are like decent.
I,
That's okay. We need more money.
after this event
Why is the economy so
done,
fucked here?
I give up.
Bullshit.
True.
You are also in war times, so.
War times.
Isn't it always war times in this land though?
Yeah.
No,
Sure
there was,
feels like it.
It's
it was
the
kind of like an
terrorists.
uneasy like Cold War for a very long
Oh.
time, and then Balmok came into. That's what the Yanti lady was telling you guys,
Right.
and he
me.
turned it into a hot war for the last like 8 years.
Ah,
I get up after the event is done,
Yep.
and I go...
Well, you do notice about 5 people just get massacred, and there's a few close calls where this Dragonborn is really kind of like ducking behind a rock as it snaps at him, but he manages to duck. But once 5 are killed, you see a person riding atop of a similar dinosaur that you recall seeing in the desert, the Torbosaurus, which is similar to a Rex but more desert-esque. And they come out with like what looks like a huge whip, and they're whipping the Carno as it starts like yielding
Shit.
back, and this large dinosaur is just roaring in its face
Got a
until it gets
SeaWorld
back
in our
into the
hands.
cage.
We're gonna.
And then the Torbosaurus goes in there, and the 5 people who survived are kind of walking around victorious, waving their hands, and all the people are like, "Boo! You should have died, losers!
They're the losers. That's crazy. What the fuck?
We'll get you next time." And the people are just like throwing old food at them and stuff like that. But eventually, the
Man.
people go back into the
Ow.
cage and they start preparing for the next event.
Hurt myself.
Damn.
And you get up from your seat.
I get up.
are you okay?
I guess probably the fighters, the guild probably.
don't know
would
what
know.
happened.
Maybe.
I'll go down to the guild.
Okay.
I was spinning my fidget ring and the
Are you guys going with them?
but I don't know how.
Yeah, I'm
Where are you going?
I'm
To the
gonna
guild?
go. I'm gonna go see if I can
Oh.
free that guy.
Okay, yeah, I'll go with.
Free bronze.
Yeah.
We're the ones with the money, so we'll come with.
I have 1,000 gold. I don't need you.
I have
has the most
8,000.
amount of
No, you don't.
Riz? We can get him out of here.
No, I got 1,500.
I have +3 charisma. Well, I don't know what my actual persuasion is.
Riz?
My
I got
persuasion is
+4
+6,
Chris.
but
I walk
Oh, yeah.
right up to the counter lady.
tell them what
So
to do.
as you're leaving the Coliseum, there's like a bit of like
I'll tell 'em
like
what's good.
food concessions areas like that goes around the Coliseum.
they have hot dogs.
They might have food shaped kind of like hot dogs, but they're not exactly hot dogs.
Like sausage.
Yeah, they might have sausage available
I'll grab
for sure.
one.
A fucking brat.
So as you're like, oh, sausage, and you go over there and you smell the sausage.
They don't have honey-soaked dates like in the Roman times.
They might if you look, but not at this entryway. You probably go over to get some sausage too, I imagine.
Oh yeah.
So you go over there and you guys are in line for the sausage and you hear chanting down the way a little bit through the crowd and you see there's a large crowd gathering down there and they're all shouting, Tarnash, Tarnash, Tarnash. And you look and it's like a crowd is gathering around, like there's an area where the fighters and stuff come out and meet the crowd and the guest and stuff and they all kind of like sign shit and all that stuff. And you see that that's down the way a bit.
I'm gonna go over there and see if our bronze dragonborn is over there, if he's just like locked up somewhere.
Okay. So you start heading down there. You guys wait in line for your sausages, and you get up there, and they're like, "That'll be 2 silver, please."
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Thank you. And they give you pretty sizable sausages on a stick.
Corn dog?
What?
Does it have toppings? Do you guys have toppings?
Yes.
I want it all.
I'm
So thank you.
Molina.
So she puts like some onions and then
Everything.
their version of ketchup on it for you. Here you go.
Thanks.
Is it?
Thanks, lady.
Is this like a corn dog or is it just a sausage?
It's
on
just a
stick?
sausage on a stick.
All right. Tell me,
Damn.
how snappy is it?
It is pretty snappy. It definitely has that like ballpark hot dog
Hell yeah.
snap.
So you're
And
telling me
how
that-
juicy?
Crunch.
Very juicy.
My tummy hurts.
It's a very fatty sausage.
Oh yeah.
They use intestines to tie up sausages.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It adds flavor, bro.
am an intestine.
It's where you get the good
And
snap.
this is probably dinosaur sausage.
Hell yeah.
Mm.
I go.
It tastes like
Dinosaur
crocodile.
I go to the Fighters Guild.
All right.
Or
Dinosaur
whatever.
So you
tastes like
guys go to the
chicken.
Fighters Guild, and then you go over there, and you see the fighter that was just out there fighting the raptors, and he's like signing people. You see a few girls like opening their chest, and he's like signing
Oh
it.
hell.
Opening
yeah.
the chest?
and-
What do you
Sign
what-
my
Like
boobs.
the shirt on the chest.
Okay, I was like, Jesus.
Nah, titties.
Definitely signing
Rib
the
cage.
chest.
Yeah. And you see behind him, there is this big burly minotaur holding like a group of chains in his hands, and you see 5 people being dragged behind him,
A
like
big
walking
burly
with
minotaur?
the chains around their neck. And you see the bronze dragonborn amongst them, and he's kind of like walking away from this event towards Pine.
I didn't hear what you said.
A big burly minotaur.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You're fake.
So that's what you
I thought there was more to
What do you
that.
do with that?
I
No,
want to
the
go up
milking
to
farm.
the
Yeah, I know.
Minotaur.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure he's less than favorable. Is this the same Minotaur? This cannot be the
This
same.
is a different one,
Thank God. Okay.
but he's
You're a-
definitely salt and pepper, and he feels
Salt
a
and
little
pepper?
bit old, but nowhere near like past his prime. Like this guy is built like
He just
arguably bigger than the other one.
You're gonna
Like,
walk
and you
up
can
to
see
the
this
Minotaurs and
huge
be like,
battle
"Back
axe
off."
on his back,
Say less.
and he sees you approach.
Caved in my ribs.
Excuse me, slaves coming through.
I
Wouldn't
just
want them to grab you.
Wouldn't want them to
Oh.
touch you.
such
they're
a
not worthy of
such a
anything.
gentleman,
Take
really. Actually, one of these looks a little, familiar to me. I'm wondering if I can just borrow a second of their time. May I speak with one just briefly?
Can I borrow a second of the
Sure.
slave's time?
I promise, nothing
And he
untoward.
stops in his tracks. Which one?
The
I'm already out of
bronze
here, bro.
one.
Fuck.
You, bronze one. And he's like, yes.
Forgot his name.
Step forward.
What's it?
And he shuffles forward and he looks at you.
Kanan? Cornan?
Corin.
Corin.
This beautiful little lady here would like to have a word with you.
I bat my eyelashes at the Minotaur for sure.
And he kind of just stands there holding the chains. And Corin is like, I don't know you.
You don't know me, but you do know the people that we're traveling with.
Oh?
Oh, fuck, why am I so bad with names? Zarina.
Zalara?
Zolara, yes.
Yes. They're
Um,
okay? They're alive?
Yes. We found some of them. We're looking for others, but we need to know how much do you owe? How did you get in here?
I owe about 1,000.
I honestly thought it was gonna be like 10 grand. So
Yeah, that is better than I thought.
that's a
How?
lot.
How?
Even
How
then,
do you owe this
that
much
is
money?
quite the debt to accrue.
I'm sure you've noticed it's really tough to make a living in the city. And so I got caught up in some crime and, got caught and got some fines. And luckily I didn't get any prison time because, I was kind of more of an accomplice than like actual participant.
This guy drove
So-
the car.
Is there anyone else in the city from the group?
Not that I've bumped into, but there might be. The city's quite large, but I haven't met anyone from the group.
Okay. How do we pay to get you out?
The Minotaur has there's a master of this place,
Mhm.
and the Minotaur answers to him. Maybe he can get you in contact with him.
Okay. Great. We're working on it. Don't die.
Okay.
Okay.
Try not to.
I go
Thank
up
you.
to the Minotaur again. So, I didn't quite catch your name.
Doof.
The name is Mazka Thornstride.
Mazka, huh? What a strong name.
Thank you. I pride myself on my strength, and he flexes his giant muscles.
I'm like, wow.
Well, you've had your word.
Yes.
I must get them to their cells.
Mazka, really quick, can you tell me
He drives a
who do you
Mazda.
answer to? Because, we really need to help our friend. We really do. And we want to do it the right way, of course, but who can I speak to on his behalf?
So you're searching to buy him from us?
Possibly.
Hmm.
We definitely want to explore options, if that's allowed.
Is this you? On your other show?
Sure.
Sometimes.
I can try to find Razar.
Little fairy.
Razar. Oh,
Yes.
Is this Jew?
Just wait here.
Sometimes.
thank you. You've been such a big
And
help.
he pulls the chains and he goes kind of down the way a little bit, and then he goes into a side door, seemingly into the employees only area. And you wait for 10, 15 minutes, and then he comes out, and you see someone almost equally as tall as him and almost equally as burly following, except this figure is scaled. And you recognize this as one of the things that was standing guard at the gate of the slave city, the crocodile person. And you see that this figure has this huge, broad shoulders, and it kind of leans forward into them. And he walks up to you. You were looking to purchase one of my slaves.
Yes, I am.
Well, he has a debt of about 1,000 gold.
I hear that. And I just want to ask really quick, so how long has he been your slave? Because I see that this can't be his first time competing in the arena, right?
Correct.
Arena.
He's been with us about 6 months now.
So
Damn.
how
Many
much
people
of that
come to
debt,
see him.
How much of that debt has he worked off at this point?
About 200 gold pieces.
Okay, so about 800 is left.
No, that was already applied.
No, this is an extra 200 because fuck you.
It is 1,000 to pay off his debt.
1,000. Okay.
His working
I can
conditions
just
are
hear,
terrible.
I can just feel Sigurd is getting a headache somewhere.
Are you, by chance, part of the guild?
New members actually, very brand
New
new.
members.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you seem strong in your own way. Perhaps. And he kind of looks over at the Minotaur, and he's kind of just looking around, being stupid a little bit. And he's like, maybe if you participate in the Ember Clash, maybe we can call the debt paid off. But I warn you, it is not an easy task. And it draws quite the crowd.
Would it be
Which is
my
the only
group
reason I offer
or
this.
myself alone?
It would be your group.
Okay.
But I warn you, not many survive. But
Ember
we
Clash.
have medics on standby if things get too ugly.
Mhm.
But we'll make a wager out of this. If you win, you get him for free, plus 2,000 for each member of your party. If you lose,
How could I say no?
if you lose, you still make me a lot of money. So I'll give you him for 500 gold pieces. and no winnings.
Honestly, I thought he was gonna say that we would become his slaves.
Yeah.
That's really what I thought. And then we'd be stuck.
A lifetime of indentitude.
I have a hard time finding people who are willing to participate in this event. Many have seen it before and chose never to do it. It is quite brutal and saved for the best. But you are unknowing, and I am desperate for money.
Money.
Well, is there any sort of hints or, that you can give us for this? This obviously can't be the first one, right? This is the yearly something event.
Certainly.
Yeah.
It is made up of, I believe, hang on, let me get the actual specifics of it. The specifics of it.
The specifications, buddy. I need that.
It is made up of 4 rounds of escalating fights. Your first fight is typically are raptors. You would fight, I don't know, maybe 6 of them. Followed by the Carnosaurus, maybe 2 of them. And then 2 of our Tarbosauruses to really show your strength. And if somehow you are still alive by then,
They want us to.
then you get to fight our prime specimen,
Jesus.
Pyronoxus, our red dragon. But I warn you, no one has defeated him.
That's kind of a lot, guys. Is it worth it?
I think we can definitely do this. I'm really itching for a fight. A good fight. We can do this.
Let's fucking
we can
do
absolutely
it.
do this. You know,
I'm not there.
I'm gonna agree. Because I'm the captain.
Okay.
So
Aye,
I grab your forearm, your giant massive forearm.
Yeah, his hand is like the size of your arm almost. It's huge.
And I,
He shakes. It is a deal.
it is a deal.
His wife must be very happy.
I will
that it's
put
over.
him on the side. Please bring your group back tomorrow.
His wife is
And
human.
we will facilitate the advertising. The event will be held in 3 days,
Okay.
giving you time to prepare and
Sounds
study.
queen.
What is there in terms of limitations? Rules?
Yes, King.
No limitations,
No rules.
no rules.
Use
Magic
anything?
is free,
I did.
weapons are free, anything. Just don't hurt the crowd, I ask. I feel that is an obvious rule.
Obvious, yeah. How
But-
To some.
Is there ways of the crowd limiting
Not to
their
me.
interference with the battle?
No, they can throw whatever they wish to throw, whenever they
They
wish.
can throw down.
Magic?
They can shoot magic into the crowd. We're not going to stop them.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
But typically, if you're on their side, they won't do anything to hurt you. And they won't interfere in the fights too often.
Okay. That's fine. Well, thank you so much for this
It's been
lucrative
a pleasure.
We'll consider it.
I will see you tomorrow.
offer.
And he walks off, and the Minotaur just kind of nods his head to you.
I wink at him.
Make a persuasion check.
Fuck, please. Can I roll with advantage? He definitely thinks I'm hot.
He did call
no
her
advantage.
pretty.
No advantage.
Damn it. Please roll good, please.
Damn.
What'd you roll?
It's a 3.
It was a 16.
A 3.
It was a 16 and then I hit the side.
He sees your wink, and he just kind of like nods his head, not like
Damn.
ashamed or like grossed out by any means, but he's just kind of like, and he just goes and follows his boss.
The
There's
wink
not
turns
as
into
much
a
of an age
twitch.
gap as he probably thinks. I'm just a long-lived race.
But you guys arrive to the guild, where you go to the counter, and you see the same Loxodon woman there. Welcome back.
Hello. Do you know how to buy slaves from the city?
Actually,
She just looks at you concerned.
We wanted to buy out
Free.
the bronze guy.
Yeah.
Oh, friends with him?
Yes.
Not us.
You would have to speak to the Colosseum Master. We don't have control over that.
I turn around. Oh, Dartha, and the rest of you. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Where did you
I-
guys
Group
come from?
accumulates back at the guild hall.
I've done the greatest thing ever.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What might that be?
Was that get us 1 million gold?
Close.
Oh, okay.
Very
Not
close.
close. Not
Oh.
close.
If we win,
Uh-huh.
10,000.
No. But
Hey, that's
win.
that's a
Tell
good
him what we
idea.
have to fight.
What do we have to win, or what is
Tell him
exactly?
how much
Well-
we have to
The
fight.
Ember Clash.
The Ember Clash. I signed us up.
I have no idea what that
Oh
is.
my god.
Sounds like a fight.
Well,
It's like 7 dinosaurs in a row.
That's not too bad.
It's
No.
not too bad. It's more than that.
Do
but
we not get a rest? Do we get a rest?
Probably
No.
not.
Probably some sort of a short
It's probably a
rest.
gauntlet.
It's a gauntlet. It's pretty.
Back to back.
Bink,
Back to
bink,
back.
bink, bink.
We can do this. Raptors and Carnosaurs, Terraborosaurs, and then something pyro. It's fine.
Pyrotechnics.
But Sigurd, 10,000 gold,
Yeah, I know it's really tempting.
and we get him for free.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that might
If
be worth
we
it.
if we lose, we get him for 500, which is still a bargain.
Is there the chance of dying?
There's medics,
There's always a
So
chance
not
of
really.
dying.
but Sigurd, it's a bargain either way, and I think you can appreciate that.
What if we were the bargain bin?
I mean,
What
yeah.
if we just walk away?
Don't you want to fling spells at something, blow something up? You
Why
can do
don't
that.
we just buy this
Not
dude
in
for...
a gauntlet theme. I'd like to be able to rest and
Like,
then throw
full
more,
price.
and then go the next day and then throw more, and then take
I would like to roll
and then throw
persuasion
more.
on Sigurd.
I'm not very good at
What do you say to
long
try to persuade
drawn,
I will let you know
Long-
after I roll.
Okay.
long drawn out fights.
Not much.
I'm trying to
Say,
You talk to him
Sigurd.
like Michael Cera.
Sigurd the money. I
I
knew you'd be
know.
upset. Listen.
No, I'm assuming we're doing this
Hey,
anyways.
Sigurd, think
Oh, I
about it
already
this
agreed.
way.
We can't back out.
She's the captain, and fuck you.
She's only the captain.
Now he's
she's only the
definitely not doing
captain when we're inside
Yeah,
of the
what
big
the
ship.
hell kind of
home.
persuasion?
I'm not going.
Definitely not doing shit for you now.
I really want that gold.
Yes, you do.
Yeah,
We
so we
need-
should do it.
We need the money.
10,000.
Yeah, we kind of need the money, especially if we're gonna be here for a while.
Oh,
Yeah.
Especially if we want to
That
give me
could
that
set us
fancy
up.
flaming mace.
You could just buy like a regular +1.
True.
Yeah, but for 500
But-
more,
Yeah, I
and
guess
you
to
can
add a
probably
little
bargain
fire
that
to
down
it.
to 2,500 and just pop it on there. And this is what I gotta, But you gotta be able to have the cash.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think that's what we do. Absolutely. I think we should get ready.
Sorry
it's in
for
3
bothering
days.
you.
Oh, it's no problem.
when this is
See,
happening
someone
in
gives her
3
like a
days.
contract and like some proof
Now,
that it's
in
complete, and she pulls
preparation
out
for
like a
this,
sack of gold.
He said
Plops it on
anything
the
goes.
table.
We can use any sort of magic. We
And
can
they
have
leave
any
and go
sort
to the
of
table and
items.
immediately
We
order
can do
food
whatever.
and drinks.
Hmm.
So now
If I have ample
ideally
time
would
to
be the
prepare-
time to use the last of our reserves to reinvest in the members of this party.
I stopped listening.
That May's pissed.
Yeah.
I'm really trying to use big words on Sigurd.
He understands.
Do you want to make a
them,
persuasion
kind of.
check on him?
No, because she doesn't need to, because he's already folded. But it's more just like
He already folded. It's just like
She's
This
just
is
trying
less
to like
patronizing.
just
make
like-
him feel less miserable.
You just-
about it.
You're just
You should roll
mansplaining
with
the shit to
advantage
him.
because I'm trying to help you. Because I have proficiency in persuasion, so roll with advantage.
I'm
Well, you
just
already rolled yours
worried-
a bit earlier.
I'm just worried
I'm
about
trying to help
if
her
somebody
after
dies.
that.
Well, he's already persuaded.
Well,
He's
right?
just
Because this is multiple. This is what they said a gauntlet.
Okay,
This is
so
multiple
we
fights
get
in a row.
4 fights.
so we get enough for a contingent, or we get some sort of a contingency plan.
Right.
And,
I'm gonna run out
then
of
we go
spells
forward.
though after
Well,
like
so-
2 fights.
So
Consider
here's
your
the
spells.
thing. You don't use your spells beyond cantrips until fight 3.
Yeah, but haste is like really good.
We shouldn't need it.
We
should
use
set it
haste.
at-
We
he
use
said
haste
it-
like every fight we go
He said
into.
it escalates.
Let's save the
Right.
haste for the red dragon.
Yeah.
True.
Okay.
A red dragon keeps Sigurd away.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're
that's
fighting
true.
a red dragon.
Possibly. I don't know.
He didn't
Maybe.
say.
to remind everyone he's vulnerable to fire.
We
It's a
know.
mutation he has. No,
We know.
also the people watching.
Oh yeah.
That's why he's so.
We'll
Afraid of
protect
fire.
you. It's fine. You'll be in the
Hey,
back.
just cast haste on yourself.
Yo.
It's okay that no one has ever beat the red dragon. We could be the first.
Oh my god.
So true.
Oh!
Hey, if nobody's ever beaten him, he's probably old and fat by now.
I know.
Oh my
I know.
God.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, now, okay.
Okay.
You guys have, you have 1,000.
Okay.
You have,
15.
I am thinking of spending the 5,000 on that fire invulnerability. So I don't die. Because he will one-shot me through with his breath attack, most likely.
Well, depending on how big he is. Probably an adult.
Nobody
Well-
survived there, bro.
Probably an adult.
Corey, I think
no one's beaten
I
you.
legitimately think it would be better for you to get the cloak.
Because it's
Man.
resistance.
Cloak even do?
Because the
It
cloak's
gives you
resistance,
resistance,
but
and then-
also
This is where
gets you a
we.
misty
This is where we
step.
die.
Yeah.
This is where we go out.
Mm-hmm.
But I
This
am
is goodbye central.
especially vulnerable. I
Do you have
don't
absorb elements?
think... No.
Gone.
You should.
I don't know. We haven't tried it out yet, but because I am especially radiation vulnerable, I don't think a resistant will work on me. Because
I think it'll nullify it.
I don't think the fire resistant potion did anything. I don't remember. Did it?
Fact check.
I
So
don't
like
remember.
it will
make it.
it will like counter it. Yeah, it will.
So it just
So
I'd
you'd be
at
just normal damage.
Yeah, you would just be at normal.
And how much was the cloak?
I think. Well,
The cloak was
15.
15.
Oh.
And
Or
then
no,
you'd
no.
be able to
Wait,
like
it was like
boost some other people
1,500,
along with it.
1,500, not
yeah, that is.
15,000.
Yeah. No, I know.
Yeah.
So then we'd be able to boost some other people
No, yeah, that's fair.
in
yeah.
preparation for this.
Right.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Because we have enough money to get some shit.
And we can
now.
get some more
Yeah.
money too in the next.
And we
have
have 3 days
tomorrow.
to do
We
side
can do
quests.
you got
right,
2
yeah.
days.
True.
Do some side quests, get some money.
That's
So like
true.
these next
Do we
3
wanna try to
days,
ban-
well,
And we
these
won't
next
have
2
to kill
days.
ourselves.
Do we have time to bang out the rats real quick?
You could certainly try.
Can we try to bang out the rats real quick?
I guess. Should
Go
we?
bang some rats.
Yeah, man.
No.
I mean, we have the next. We should use these next
Not the
2 days to
rats.
bang out as many contracts as we can. I
Yeah,
think.
let's go bang out the rats.
So then, like, in case we need to buy more things,
Yeah.
then on the last day we can spend more.
Right.
Okay.
I'm just trying to think. Like, I mean, time, like, not in game, but like,
Real life.
it's almost 11 o'clock.
It is. Yeah, we're gonna
Oh.
end it at 11. I don't think you'll have enough time.
Okay,
To
so yeah.
do the rats.
I mean,
Like,
unless
you
it
guys
was,
can
should-
just
keep
going to be a
character
fight
placement.
with like 20 rats.
It'll definitely be a very, very quick thing for sure. But I don't think we'll
Like
be able to get it
10
done
minutes?
in 10 minutes now.
Could I AoE kill them all?
I have
Because there's
a
also like
fourth
there might be
level
some
wall
loot
of
and stuff
fire.
you're gonna
Uh,
find down there.
Well, are we doing anything else? Because I have something I wanted to do in the nighttime.
It is definitely nighttime now. You
Watching
guys spent quite a
the-
time in the Coliseum.
Watching the like
I
super
am-
guy.
And the main event is
Ecstatic.
definitely started in the Coliseum.
Ooh.
The main event.
Let's get ready to rumble.
You do hear like some very
I
loud,
want
like
to
thunderous
watch it.
voice
I wanna watch
saying
the main
stuff
event.
similar to that.
Yeah.
sounds like.
Because I
We'll
want
watch the main event and then I'll do my thing.
I want to watch the main event and then I want to look through my book kind of as things are coming out and like flip to what it is so I can see because that book has like
So
what the dinosaurs
you
are.
guys go back into the Coliseum, and it is more crowded than it was during the day. Like they have just fights happening throughout the day, but you get in here and you see people are almost wearing like different colored merch in a way. Like you see a lot of greens, and then you see a lot of people wearing reds, and they're kind of like splitting amongst the crowd. And you get up there, and you notice from atop the Coliseum these large like canopies start coming out and covering the entire top of the Coliseum, creating this huge burst of shade that covers everything. And then these
Fancy.
large kind of braziers of fire all start lighting around the bottom ring of this Coliseum, providing a lot of like firelight to the center arena. And then a few kind of open up down there, and you see the gate on one side opens and a gate on the other side opens as 2 different teams come out of various races and sizes. You see on one team there's this crab folk person who's very burly and big, and he's kind of walking in front of the group. You kind of get the sense, you being a barbarian, that this guy might just be a barbarian. And you see a tabaxi person behind him with a bow, kind of wearing darker clothing, maybe some daggers on the belt. And then you see a elvish person in the back wearing white robes, similar, and you could tell it's of Balaku. They have the marking of them, and they're kind of standing in the back, and you see that they start casting a spell, and the team starts like glowing with white light.
Damn.
Maybe some kind of bless spell or something you would recognize, that
Water
this person is
breathing.
some kind of cleric.
Yeah.
And then the 4th member of this party would be... trying to think what else this party needs.
Black Dragon.
Yeah, it would be like
A warlock.
Yeah, you see a dragonborn, a green one, who's wearing kind of a slim fit outfit with a hood that is down, and he seems to have a kind of dark glow to his eyes. And the team is also on the other side very varying, and you can tell they each have their own class. And these people just start going to town on each other very quickly. Like you hear a voice. Yeah, they're fucking in there. You hear a voice say like "go," and then and the battle is fast. It's furious. There's magic just
Fast and Furious?
flying around the battlefield. The barbarian crab guy is just sprinting down the center, and then he grabs like some tabaxi person into the air and just claws them on the shoulder, almost tearing a chunk out of them.
God damn.
And you see when someone goes down,
This is brutal.
this kind of white orb appears around them, and they get pulled to the sidelines, where you see various kind of mages come out and they start healing the person on the side in a kind of disqualified zone that they get pulled into. And you can see that there's like 3 mages up top who are kind of on standby, and when those people go down, they use telekinesis on their body and you yoink them to the side for healing. And so you imagine this is like their safety protocol in action, and you're watching as these 2 teams of assumingly adventuring groups from the guild completely go at it. And by the end of it, the team with the crab person ends up victorious. Though 2 of their members went down, it is the crab person and the dragonborn who stand victorious at the end. And they're just kind of raising their hands as the crowd is, "Ah!" And the green team people are like, "Boo! Boo! You cheated!" And it's a crowd being a crowd rooting for their teams. And yeah, that takes like a good 15 to a half hours of very fun event. And the crowd starts leaving as the announcer's like, "And that does it for our events today. Please come back soon, as we have heard that there just might be another..." Oh fuck, what's it called?
Ember?
An Ember Clash! And the crowd's like,
us.
"Ember Clash!"
That's us.
Bomba Clyde.
And they all get mad, excited, screaming, "Ember Clash! Ember Clash!"
Goodness.
He's like, "Everyone have a good night!" And the crowd starts leaving after a nice long cheer.
I do the strat
Popcorn
where you sit
everywhere.
through the credits so everyone clears out.
Oh, real.
And then you can
Mhm.
get your shit done.
With ease.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you guys do that.
Yeah, that's not a bad
And then
idea.
chill for a little while. The canopy begins opening back up as the red light starts coming through.
Well, once most people clear out, I'm like, I'm gonna go over to the temple.
Okay. You need help, or are you good?
No, I should be good.
I'll go with you. But
No, it's okay.
well,
You
I'm
don't-
No, you're coming.
going that way, but I'm not gonna go with you.
Oh, you're gonna go to
Yeah.
Balaku.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys head to the religious area. Are you guys going back to the hotel?
Yeah.
I will read upon Goran.
All right. So you've got the black book?
Yeah.
For real.
All right. So you go back to the hotel. There's definitely a big crowd exodus leaving from the Coliseum, and you guys are just walking amongst this wave as it slowly filters out as you get further into the city. And you guys get to your hotel easy enough. You get to the front counter, and they're like, "That will be another night's rent tonight for the lot of you?
Like a week.
A week
Yeah.
Not a week.
for 2 rooms.
Oh,
Huh?
jeez.
Wow.
Oh, fuck. That's 60 times
A week. Well,
7.
It's not gonna
maybe
be a week.
maybe 4 days.
Yeah, do 4 days.
Just
4
in case
days?
we need to rest up after the 3rd.
What if
So
we
that'll
told
be 240 gold.
What if we told you that we were participating in the Ember Clash?
Well, they have rooms at the guild if you'd like to stay there. They're quite cheap.
Oh, really?
Yes, but we do
Oh,
not
they
offer
probably
any.
suck.
Oh, but then we.
It's probably like motel walls.
Do you know if the guild has parking spaces for iguanodons?
They do.
Okay. I mean, we could just go
I
there
mean,
then.
let's go ask them how much it is.
Well, I'm
Just-
not there.
Right. Well.
Yeah, you guys just walk to the other side of town.
Yeah. I just
But so is that what you guys are thinking of doing? Is just going back to the guild?
Yeah, I guess. See what the competition is.
Well, that's where we're gonna be staying.
Or you could just do like one more
Oh, we're
night here.
staying at the guild too?
Whoa.
How much is it though?
At the guild, probably way cheaper than.
We're not sure. It's probably like 2 gold. If
Oh.
that.
Yeah, okay,
yeah.
maybe we should go there then. Place is-
Yeah.
Like,
Like, we're
if you
not
wanna do
using
one more
the
night here, it's gonna be like
amenities. Why are we
60.
paying
You
for
know
them?
what?
Do we leave anything in the
After
room?
the night after the Ember Clash,
didn't.
we'll stay here.
Okay.
There you go.
In the nice
Sure.
comfy beds.
Yeah.
In
If
the
we
rooms
don't
that smell
all
like
die.
lavender.
Yeah. Yeah.
I still want
After.
to go steal a pillow. Can you buy the pillows? Like, do you sell them?
No, but you can maybe find a merchant that sells pillows.
No, they're not gonna sell their pillows to you.
They probably got a back stock of extra.
Not for
Maybe.
your ass.
That's why I offered to buy it.
But we'll go to the religion area where you guys get to the area. It is actually kind of dimmed down. The crowd is definitely much less here. But you do see there are still a few people going in and out of the temples as you enter the gated area. I presume you're going to the Temple of Cernara?
Oh, supposedly.
Supposedly. So, and you are going to Balaku.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck, Malachite.
Okay. So you go into the Temple of Balaku, this very ziggurat-shaped building. And you go in, and immediately when the doors are open, and you can hear like this deep, like throat hum, like this deep singing that just kind of echoes throughout the halls. And you walk into a room full of pews, and the people are all kind of leaning against the one in front of them, praying to a statue of Balaku, this large ape made of white marble stone. He stands there with like light almost reflecting off it. It looks beautiful. It's like a marble statue, just gorgeous. And the deep humming is definitely kind of resonating with you. It's giving you like this, like the hairs on the back of your neck are almost standing a little bit because it just reverberates in here. And they're all in sync. They're all like there's like some hymn or song that they just keep humming over and over that they've all got down pat.
Him?
Hymn, sorry. That's what I meant.
Heim.
I was thinking of Hyman, yeah.
You're always thinking about
It's
Heim.
okay.
aren't you?
I have a friend who pronounces it thyme.
Oh boy.
Heim.
There's not
But
even-
you go in there. And what do you do?
I'm gonna shoot a prayer,
Where?
a quick prayer over to Tharnak
Quick crowd.
and just kind of like use the ambiance of the space to try to really get into it. But also, if depending on how that works out, then I'm just gonna read the book.
Okay, make a religion check at disadvantage.
Damn. Yeah. Yeah. That would make sense.
That's Kyle, can I reach back like right fucking now?
Not right now, but
got
maybe tonight.
I got a 3.
3.
Tonight.
Like the next session, he can be
Okay.
fixed up. But so you're sitting there praying, and you're feeling very distant from Tharnak in this moment, and you're kind of having this thought, like maybe praying for my god in another god's temple isn't like the move.
I thought the ambiance.
Yeah,
would
like
be
the
helpful.
ambience would be nice, and it is in a way nice, but there's like you can almost feel the presence of Balaku in this temple, and it is territorial, and it is not having it, and it is not allowing the energy of Tharnak to even get near you in this space.
The gorilla himself is actually pointing at you. Kill this
And you
man.
kind of like, as you're praying, you open your eyes and you look at the statue and you swear it's staring at you.
I'm gonna knock that off and just go read the book.
creepy ass statue.
Anyways.
Yeah, I want to spend my night looking
gonna
over
head up.
the Book of Dragons and looking at the dinosaurs. That's what it
dinosaurs.
is. I keep thinking about that red dragon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I want to look over that book
brain.
and check over the dinosaurs that we'll be fighting because I got the names and check for strengths and weaknesses.
Okay. So make an intelligence check. So you went to Cernara, so you go there and you see that same dead tree holding the center of this temple. It is empty, it is quiet, it is dark. But now you can see all the cleaned off panels of your story of your lineage. What'd you get?
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Damn.
She read the whole
technically
book
a
in one
19.
night.
So
But
you
it's a
just-
natural 20,
Speed run.
but it's a natural 20.
Oh, because I
I
got
have
you.
minus
minus
one.
one.
Yeah.
So you're kind of really focusing on these dinosaurs and trying to get their weaknesses down, and maybe it'll provide you some kind of advantage in the fight. But you definitely like make a note of the page so that you can flip through, and you just lock in on those dinosaurs and really study them down to where you really feel like you have an understanding of how they function, maybe even their psychology, how they might behave. Like the raptors would definitely be more into pack tactics, and would probably be hunting. Like the group would target a single target all at once rather than spreading out amongst the crowd, which could be devastating for a person.
Why?
Pause.
It's not gonna target you first.
I mean, we could just stay grouped up for
True.
But yeah, and then the other ones, they're just kind of
You guys just have to shield me.
big
like
and
a
burly, and you
fucking,
just have to grunt out their attacks.
spear.
They don't have much tactics
Like a
to their
phalanx.
behavior. They're just
Phalanx? Is it phalanx?
because they're just big and
Phalanx.
dominant. They don't really have to think
Nah.
much about their attacks. Typically, things just fall victim to them. But you go into the Sonara. Do you pray there?
This ambiance is a little loud. So what I do is I walk into the temple.
Do the do.
I would assume there's no light or anything.
Yeah, it's dark.
Are there any little like candlesticks or something?
If you look, there are like where there would be candlesticks, but there are no candles in them.
Fair. Okay. All right. I'll walk forward. I will go to the base of the tree.
Okay.
And I will pull out I'll take my maul and I'll pull it out and I'll set it like head down so the gem is close to the roots.
Okay.
And then I will take the mantle that I have and I will lay it on the roots as well. And then I'll pull out from my two little pouches. I'll pull out a little bit of that icky sticky and a little bit of the tobacco.
Okay.
And I will place 2 small piles on either side of the maul.
All right.
And then I will take a tinder box, which I would assume I have.
Yes.
I take a tinder box and I light both of the piles.
All right.
And I focus all of my attention and all of my energy, I guess, into the maul.
Into the mall.
Since I feel it's more of a conduit at this moment.
Okay.
So I'll focus my attention like into the gem of the maul and try to have it, I don't know, I guess radiate the feeling.
And just, you have 2 gems on, like, glowing gems on it, the mall, right? It's a +2, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Just making sure. So you make a religion check at advantage because of all the prep work and the space you're in, and you're alone, so there's no distractions.
Come on, dude.
No, the
You want to use one of my dice?
7, bro. With all that work, dude.
You got inspiration?
That's crazy. Do I? Maybe. Do I have any inspiration?
I don't think you guys have any inspiration right now.
Did I use my one before?
I don't know.
Yeah. So you
Ridiculous, bro.
you pray and you reach out and you're focusing on your maul and you're trying to reach Sonara, but you just feel this blockage, like you're in the middle, you're like lost in a jungle. And you're in a territory that's not your own, and Sonara's unable to reach you in this environment. And so you feel slightly isolated and like cold in this moment. Like she's still there. Like you could feel the presence, but she's unable to really make contact with you.
She's mad at you.
And as you open your eyes, you see sitting in front of you 2 turtles in meditative stance sitting before you, and they look at you and they just kind of like nod and meditate with you and pray with you. I'll let you roll one more time with their assistance.
Please. Oh! 19. All I need to do is use the loaded dice.
So your 2 ancestors.
I rolled an 8 after that.
As you kind of go back into prayer, realizing that they're here to help you now, trying to strengthen your connection with Sonara.
Thank God. Thanks, Sonara.
They teleport or kind of
you.
shift to the other side of the trees, making like a triangle around this tree. And they're praying, and you kind of notice some kind of orange glow in the darkness behind your eyelids. You kind of open it ever so slightly, and you see the symbols around this tree, the ones that are on you painted orange, start to glow in orange, golden firefly light. And they start radiating magic, and the whole place starts illuminating with this light as you see this once dead tree begins to like fill with life at the base of it. And you see it kind of climbing the trees. It's starting to turn into a brown bark, and it's climbing. You see little leaves start popping up on all the branches. And then you see a few fireflies start falling down, and the tree probably grows to maybe like a quarter of its canopy but you notice that there is life in this tree. And you feel Sonara become far closer to you.
When he's doing that, do I feel anything at the other temple?
Long time no feel.
No, you don't feel anything at the other temple.
No.
Do
Okay,
I
cool.
feel anything as someone who also follows Sonara?
You probably feel a little bit like you feel maybe some hair stand up, and maybe like you think of Sonara in that moment, and you do feel closer to her now.
I
Like
was
she's
just really-
she's
Good job,
able to like kind
Wanderer.
of get through the fog a little bit more.
I was just really hoping I wasn't about to feel a feeling of rage.
A feel, a
From
feely feel.
Malaku.
Maybe if you were more attuned with him, you are still very attuned with Tharnak right now.
Yeah. And that's how it stands.
Yeah. Not a lot of room for dual gods in a person's life.
Well,
But
we've all read Life of Pi.
yeah.
I have not.
I mean,
Most of us, some of us have read Life of
So
Pi.
you do this prayer. The tree is somewhat alive. It's definitely nowhere near its
Yeah,
capacity,
sure,
and you feel
yeah.
like there's room to grow here. But
I definitely spend some more time there, giving thanks
for sure.
to my goddess.
And with that, I think that is where we will end tonight's
Mm-hmm.
session.
Woo!
Good job, everyone. It was
Alright.
a nice little shopping bit. It was good and fun.
Did some shopping, did some drinking, did some
Yes.
watching.
And to remind everyone, next week it will be a one-shot, I believe, done by Zach.
Yes.
Still doing the one-shot?
Mystery one shot.
Mystery
What
one-shot.
it is,
Mystery
I don't
dungeon.
know.
Definitely come check it out.
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Sorry, that's copyrighted.
Copyrighted.
definitely. Not that.
Pocket monsters.
Pocket Monsters Miniature Caverns.
Maybe. But we appreciate you coming by. We hope to see you in the next episode. Have a good night.